I guess the New York Knicks are really championship contenders. I guess New York ain't for games this year. I guess Jalen Brunson is who they said he wasn't. I guess Karl Anthony Towns really likes the conference finals. Mike Brown back in the conference finals. The New York Knicks are back. Basketball is better than it's been in a very long time. Might I say better than it's ever been, Chill? I don't know, but all I know is the New York Knicks just swept the Philadelphia 76ers off the face of the earth. They are going to Cancun. Joel Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, they're out of here. And the Knicks have advanced. We are going to talk all about what the Knicks did to the Sixers, what the next series could potentially look like, what the 2 games tonight are going to entail, and also, if you weren't tapped in yesterday, the NBA draft lottery is set. The Washington Wizards have the #1 overall pick, and we'll talk about the rest of the lottery order and what this actually means for the upcoming prospects and the league. But as of right now, New York Knicks, shout out to him.
Man, I got more than a shout out. I got receipts. Ron told me that Tyrese Maxey is the most competent guard in the series. Let's go through it. Jalen Brunson for the series is averaging 29, 6 and 3 on 55, 45, 90 shooting splits over the 4 games that they played. Tyrese Maxey was really fucking bad. I'm not even going to read you the numbers. It's really bad. It doesn't look good at all. Ron also told me that Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey were the better duo. Joel Embiid's stats for the series, really fucking bad. But the worst stat to me is that for 2 games in a row, he was negative 24 when on the floor with the 76ers.
Trash.
Absolute fucking garbage. I don't know who in the world thought that we weren't going to sweep the 76ers, except for Chill, who had them in 5, who had 76ers in 6, except for Ron, who had them in 5. Morris had them
I
in
had
6.
Philly beating y'all? Did I say that?
No, it's here. I got it.
I just want to make sure. I had Philly. Did I have Philly beating y'all?
Finish that list.
But keep going.
You sure did say it. The Knicks are absolutely dominating the post. Right in time, real talk. I'm happy you're here. Absolutely.
Wait, hold on.
Finish
Finish
be here
list.
as well.
Who else was on the list?
Damo had them getting swept. Yeah, that greasy neck nigga. He know better to be up here today because I had words for him. That greasy neck motherfucker. I had words for him today. Half the paragraph is just for him, just so y'all know. Yeah, Damo had some choice words. His best player was better than my best player. His best player wasn't better than my 3rd best player in the series, who missed 2 games. So, I mean, hey, man. What's up? What's up, Ox? What's up, man? Top of the morning to you, my brother.
What up, Jay?
What's up, baby? It's a beautiful day today. The Knicks are the best team in the playoffs right now, averaging 130 points per 100 possessions. Yes, Ron, unsquint your eyes. Then maybe you can see the real basketball's going on here today.
Jay, what was my reasoning for Philly beating?
Argument for it, bro.
You're just a hater, Chill.
What was my logic for beating?
There was no
said
logic.
Just hate.
Did I say that?
Yeah. I had to go back and watch the episode again just to make sure. Because I was shocked too. I was like, Chill knows, boy, I can't believe he said this. But, hate is real.
Jay, there is no logical explanation for picking the 76ers to beat the Knicks.
Like, why would I say that?
There's no reason.
Then I said Knicks in 4.
Because you hate New York Knicks fans.
Finals. Yeah.
I might hate now. That real talk. That's legit right there. I can't stand them motherfuckers. Let's keep that a bean.
And I've been trying to tell you,
but we're talking about
Chill pick the Knicks.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, wait a minute. Why would I pick the Sixers?
You might have said it on the show, but when you sent through like your predictions, like on social media, you picked the Knicks.
Yes.
Okay.
I had the Knicks beating.
You picked the Knicks, Cavs, Spurs, and OKC.
Yes.
You picked the Lakers.
You know I didn't pick the Lakers.
I don't know. I don't know who picked who. Like I have no idea who picked who. I mean, I know Ron and Morris were trolling, but other than that, I don't know who.
Exactly. I was trolling.
But there's no logical.
That was a troll bet.
There's nothing, there's nothing basketball related that will make you think that the 76ers could beat the Knicks, bro.
But people haven't been high on the Knicks all year, though.
OG got the chill. OG got the chill.
Yeah,
OG
fools.
Relax.
Fools, Swiper, haven't been high on the New York Knicks.
Well, I picked them. I picked them just before the year started. I'm saying in general, this platform has not been high on the Knicks all season.
Look who you got up here.
know why? You know why, Swiper? You know why? Because
No.
you were on that Knicks hate train. I told you, Swiper. You got a
Me?
responsibility. You got a responsibility.
I picked the Knicks.
Ox has been saying that countless times.
Whether or
Ox
not you picked them right now.
No, I picked them before the season started.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. You're not hearing me, Swiper. You're not hearing me. You might have picked them for individual things to win certain games, whatnot, but you have been on a hate train.
No, I haven't. I picked them to go to the finals.
I heard you, Swiper. You're not hearing me. You could now let me finish what I'm saying. You might have picked them to go to the finals, but still, you have been on the negative New York train.
How?
Every time I'm about to tell you, your ass can't ever. You
got to explain to me. What did I say?
I'm trying to.
He's trying to explain.
Your lips,
shut the hell up and let him talk.
Shit, put this thing in a corner. No, don't do that.
I
Ron.
got
Don't
you.
do
No.
that.
Now he can listen, but he can't talk.
No, Ron. Come on. Bring it back. Bring it on. Swiper. And let me tell you what happened. Ever since that foul, because then nobody called nothing. Again, when they were playing the Detroit Pistons last year, you have been on a hate train on the New York Knickerbockers. Now, you might have picked them every once in a while to win certain things, but still, you have been talking about them negatively every time you get a chance with the Detroit Pistons.
I think they should have been down 3-1 in that series. That's nothing to do with this year. That's nothing to do with this season. That happened a full year ago. Has nothing to do with this season. First off, you're not about to put me in no box. I have been on the Knicks all season. All I said was Jalen Brunson wasn't great this year. That's literally all I said. That's all I've said negative about that team. I thought OG was spectacular this year. Cat was having a down year to start the season off, but they were still like they were deep. I was big on Mike Brown all year. What are you talking about? You just yapping. Anyway, the Knicks, they did what they were supposed to do. They made Embiid, who apparently got his legacy rewritten after a Game 7 in the first round, who was garbage this entire series, was horrible. And then Tyrese Maxey was horrible. Paul George was horrible. Yeah, all the way around. The entire team was hot garbage. Embiid's defense was legitimately disgusting this entire series. If you watch the first, 11 made threes yesterday, he was involved on 9 of them. Nowhere to be seen. Couldn't move, couldn't do anything. Now, again, obviously, he was dealing with the injuries and all that kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, bro, like, the main reason they were getting fired on defense was because of Embiid. Like, he looked like a stiff board out there.
What are
and
you
the reason why
Jill?
the reading
Go ahead.
He was looking like Jokic out there on defense.
But finish Swipe, and then I want to hear what Jill is tired of because he's talking about he's tired.
Well, no, because I understand what he's saying. He's saying that like the injuries are a legitimate excuse, but the issue is like you're on the floor. You are on the floor. Like Embiid looks like he can't play NBA defense, and it was like that in the last round. They just didn't have the people to take advantage of it. They had Deuce McBride to take advantage of it. They had Jalen to take advantage of it. They had Mikal to take advantage of it. Karl Anthony Towns. It got so bad, real talk, and Jay, that Karl was running DHOs. Embiid didn't even want to get in the action anymore. So he literally just stayed completely out of the play with Karl Anthony Towns with the ball. And then literally Karl just turned around, wide open threes. But it wasn't just Embiid. Maxey was getting fried. The whole team was getting fried. But then to be fair, the Knicks made, I think they made their like 11 of 13 threes to start the game off. It was like something ridiculous. Like obviously it was like I think they tied an NBA record for threes made or something like that in the first quarter. Yeah, it was ridiculous. So like that stuff is going to happen. Deuce McBride made 4 threes to start the game off, and 3 of them were heavily contested. And then on top of that, then you get the dude who was out of the league and Landry Shamet, who came out of nowhere last year. It looked good, and he started firing. Yeah, bro, like they look like a legitimately great team. And again, they did exactly what I thought they would do. They would be able to sit OG Anunoby and then partially be able to sit him, because if this series with Cleveland and Detroit goes 7, they'll have an extended 6 more days, basically, that they can sit him. And then on top of that, they can sit him at the start of the next round because they don't need him the first 2 games of that round. So then you get to be at home where the Celtics are out. We'll see what happened with Detroit. I don't think they don't need OG to beat Detroit. I think the Knicks are that good. They're that deep. They're that deep to
now
be able to
Detroit Pistons
on Detroit.
What's happening right now?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's gonna if Cleveland comes out of that series, they're getting like hibachi.
Yes,
hibachi. They don't have a chance. They don't have the defense at all to be able to deal with them. But Detroit has like the better matchup for them. But I'm telling you right now, bro, like. Especially, shout out to Brunson. Brunson was garbage some of that last series, especially defensively. It didn't matter this series at all. He was frying the 76ers, going to work. I thought Deuce was incredible. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges also showed that, look, if OG's here, I can sit back and play the fourth option, no problem. He stepped into that role really well. They didn't even have to play Diawara. I thought they would have to play him more in the series. He didn't have to get any time. Jose was good in his minutes. Like, they just have like a legitimately strong top 7 with 6. They have 7 starters, including Miles and including Mitchell. And then they got 3 other players that can play sparingly, depending on what the matchup is. They have a legitimately great rotation. I think Mike Brown did an incredible job this year. I don't know what people have been talking about with him this year. I think he's been great this season. They are absolutely the cream de la cream of the Eastern Conference, and I think they've been proving that for a while. The Hawks series, remember we talked about this, Hawks. I just thought it was going to be an interesting matchup because the Hawks had the guards to put pressure on New York, and they did it. But now, like,
and I thought that they could beat the Knicks. I thought they could beat them. I didn't think that they would beat them, but I thought that they could.
That's great, though.
Right?
That's
and in fact,
thing.
that was actually coming to fruition because they were up in the series at one point, and Mike Brown made the adjustment of now speeding up the game, making the game faster on their end, making the Atlanta Hawks play more half-court offense. In addition to making them play more half-court offense, getting Cat more involved in the offense, not just at the high pinch post, but also on the box. And I think that really helped them. I 100% think that really helped them. So with that being said, real talk, you've been since October, you've been on the Knicks. So I want to make sure that we're clear on that.
Maybe for a little bit.
This isn't
on and off.
Yeah,
don't forget the off.
No,
he has been on, but don't forget the off.
No, because what I see it even in the chat. Just because I did end up saying that with the evolution of Jason Tatum, right? And chat, I want y'all to know this, and Chill, I want you to know this as well. The reason why Ron is trying to pick at me is because he owes me another $100, right? So he's a little upset with me right now. I'm just waiting on that.
Wait, what was the bet? What was the bet?
He bet me that
he legitimately took
beat the
Philly.
Knicks.
He legitimately took Philly.
He bet the 76ers would beat the Knicks.
Yeah, me too.
Did
he say this before he knew Embiid had an injury, or like how did this work?
Yeah. Cook Swiper, go ahead, Swiper, keep Hibachian. Remember this?
First off, he played 3 of the 4 games. OG missed more games than Embiid this year. So I don't even want to hear that. Don't want to hear it. But just because I did switch ultimately to the Celtics being the team to come out the East doesn't mean then that I'm like low on the Knicks. I just got higher on the Celtics. Right. But I have been bigging up the Knicks all year round, and we're seeing why. Number one, Ox, I do think, you're not going to like this. Mike Brown deserves a ton of credit for how good of a coach he is. He deserves a ton of credit. He's one of the best coaches of his generation. And to watch his evolution from early on in the Cavs, right? On the Cavs, that 07 team, he drags that team to the NBA Finals as a defensive unit. And then he goes to Sacramento, and then we see the evolutions of, him becoming this offensive coach as well. And now he's leading the best offensive team in NBA history on raw, offensive net rating.
And then, step.
What's up?
Golden State. You forgot what he did for Golden State.
Yep. Yeah, Golden State. Yep, Golden State as well. He was great, a great assistant over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then he goes to Sacramento.
He got blamed for the Lakers situation.
Best offensive net rating over there. And now here he is in the Knicks, taking a team who has already been to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 times in a row, but they are clearly a better team with a clear, better system now because of Mike Brown. They have Cat operating at that high post area, Chill, passing and playmaking his ass off right now. Jalen Brunson is playing on another level. His ability to also now play off ball adds another dynamic to that team. Getting players like Jordan Clarkson to buy into their role, coming off the bench, guarding, getting into the ball, something that we haven't seen him do anywhere in any point of his career. So he has him playing defense, getting production out of Landry Shamet this entire year. You know what I'm saying? Who was a low risk, low reward kind of pickup, but he's turned out phenomenal. This is the second best team in the NBA right now, in my opinion. This is the second best team in the NBA. I do think they're the best team in the East, and I think the only team that is better than them right now is OKC.
So you picked them. You picked the before the playoffs started. You picked the Celtics to come out, right?
Yeah, that was based on Jason Tatum, and then he ended up.
Yeah, I mean that's not like a that's how a lot of people felt. I personally never wavered in that. I didn't believe in that defense at all, but I know that was obviously a trendy pick for a lot of reasons. But shout out to the Knicks, man. Knicks fans.
So before
The only thing I would request, Knicks fans, that chill next time that somebody appears at their stadium or in the opposite jersey. You don't need to hassle them, try to pull at them.
That's why I
and
hate
take the jersey and stuff off. Like, you don't need to do all that.
That's why I hate
We had 4 home games. We was in Philly.
No, that's
strong.
facts. That's facts.
4 home games.
That's
Okay,
facts.
just so we clear, Swiper, Philly
Yeah,
is
y'all don't do that in
literally
Detroit.
Yeah,
it's
right down the
literally-
street.
It's 95 miles away from New York
Yeah,
City.
it's
Right.
like 2.5-hour drive. I've been there a bunch of times.
I just want to put that out there.
Right.
It's literally right
Right
down
down the
road.
street.
Yeah.
They didn't even have to get on a plane. They jumped on a bus and went to Philly.
It sounded
over-
crazy on coming through the audio, like, by the way,
But
though.
with that being said, I mean, I think you guys have said a lot of positive things about the Knicks. I'd like to get a little negative for a second, and I want to get negative about the Philadelphia 76ers. You guys aren't close. Whatever the plan is, hold on, let me find my let me find my okay. This is the program, right? This is the program. Get rid of it. Whatever we doing, we got to scrap it and we got to start over. Because not only do you get swept out the playoffs, they were down by as many as 40 yesterday. Whatever we trying to do, it ain't working. Whatever we got planned, we got to scrap the plan and we have to do something else. Tyrese Maxey, in 3 of these 4 games, he shot 3 for 19 at the long ball line. In 3 of these 4 games, he shot under 40%. I'm not listening to the logic of you dudes telling me that he was worn down. He led the league in minutes. You didn't have a problem with him leading the league in minutes and being 5th in the league in scoring when that was going on. He runs up on this Knicks team, and now all of a sudden he's worn down. He wasn't worn down when he was playing against the Celtics, when he was frying these dudes in pick and pop and in pick and dive when he had Joel Embiid. He wasn't worn down then. He was not good in this series at all. Paul George showed me that he's still a good basketball player in stretches. Paul George is not a guy that we can rely on regularly. That's just not happening. And I'm going to say it to you dudes like I said it to you last season. Pick up the telephone and check the temperature of the league on Joel Embiid. Because whatever we doing here, if it's involving
Brother,
Joel
that
Embiid,
Supermax
it's
starts
not gonna
this
work.
summer.
It
Chill.
starts
not.
now. Like, chill.
Check-
They're stuck. They're just stuck.
Well-
Joel Embiid's his mat, like Swipe just said. It starts now. He signed for another 3 seasons on a super max. They're stuck. He's making $60+ million a year. They're stuck. Paul George is making what? 40, 50
Yeah.
plus
52.
a year. They are stuck. The unit that they have, they gotta be. They all they can do, chill, is bet on
Chill,
trying to
57,
be healthy.
and then 62, and a player option was 67.
That's it, man.
57,
They
62,
stuck.
and a player option on 67.
So what do they do? Do you have to just swap out like just look for other bad contracts around the league? Like go see if you could get I can't even think like Jeremiah Grant and just swap out bad contract for bad contract. At least
Jeremy
they're
Grant's
playing.
only making, I think he's making 35, bro. Even that's half. That's half the money.
Throw on shit. I don't even know. Yeah, that's nasty. 62.
So I'm watching this game yesterday, and I didn't understand why Mike Brown took Miles out of the game. He had cracked 3 threes in a row,
Yep.
and then he took him out the game. And I can appreciate how well Jordan Clarkson has been playing. I can also appreciate Shamet, but then he comes right back in the game in the second quarter, and we got some miscommunication, and he's got 3 more wide open looks. 3 more wide open looks. Now, there's people who not banking on Miles making shots, but he can shoot. He's shown throughout the course of his career he can knock down an open shot. He should not be wide open. I can appreciate you leaving him open for a stretch. Okay, we're going to give him that shot. But after the third one, after the fourth one, okay, we can't keep leaving him wide open. I think he would have had 25 to 30 in the first quarter if they would have just kept going to him the way he was going. No question about that. And I don't think that you guys have talked nearly as much as you should about how good Mikal Bridges was in this series. Mikal Bridges was absolutely fantastic. When I'm watching Jalen Brunson get blitzed and I'm watching Mikal flash to the middle of the paint and get to that mid-post, and in addition to getting to that mid-post, getting to that mid-range, that's opening up Philly's defense even more, which now gives Cat more action around the basket, which gives Mitchell Robinson more action around the basket. Yes, that's going to be an issue moving forward because Mitchell Robinson can't make free throws, but I'll tell you one thing, him and Cat, I've said this to you before, Jay, I might call Cat soft from time to time. He might play soft, but the one thing Cat will always do, he will get on that damn glass. He will rebound that basketball. If he doesn't do any, he will miss shots, right? He will miss shots. He will blow defensive assignments. I'll tell you one thing he'll do. He'll get on that damn glass, though. Yes,
Yeah,
he will.
will.
He will get on that glass, and he will get on that glass in traffic, and he will run in transition. I loved what I saw from him. If I'm being honest, Ron, yesterday's game was absolutely how you handle a team in a playoff series. Get these dudes out of here. They ain't on our level. Let's get rid of these dudes. Let's not waste any time with them. Let's not make this any more than what it is. We are superior to them. If the Knicks played Philly 10 times, they would beat them 10 times. I'm not saying that they would beat them 8. They would smoke these dudes 10 times. Ron, they put a foot to Philly's ass in all of these games.
Chill. The first game, hey, they came in the same way they came out. The first game, they beat these dudes 137-98. That was game 1.
Smoked them.
Last night, they beat these dudes 144-114.
Smoked these dudes. Blew them out in the first
I hate
game
Philadelphia.
It's not their fault, Ron.
Whose fault is it?
It's the Knicks. They're the best team in the playoffs. That's how the best team in the playoffs is going to perform. You cannot blame Philadelphia for that.
Man, that's not crazy, bro. I mean, they're crazy, bro.
I got a $50 super chat, and then I just want to kind of take a walk down memory lane. This is gonna hurt Philadelphia. This is gonna hurt Mars. This is gonna hurt Ron. But we have to, examine the process. But before we do that, I have a $50 super chat from King Sean Black. King Sean Black said, "Chill of House Town. I told you before game 1, we are not worried about no damn VJ or PG. I told you we locking Embiid up. And yet you said you tired of these delusional Knicks fans. I need you to believe when I tell you this is a team of destiny."
I love this guy. I like that guy. Destiny.
Did y'all lock Embiid up yesterday?
He went 8 for 8, but like it didn't matter at the outcome of the game at all.
He was negative 24 on the floor. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, inconsequential. Didn't matter. Yeah.
Did y'all lock him up in game 3 too?
Sure did lock him up game 1.
Mm-hmm. I mean, game 1, 100%. I mean, like when I think about locking a guy up, I think about like you completely and utterly ineffective. Joel, he wasn't completely and utterly ineffective. That's not this.
If you're negative 24, you're ineffective, right? Okay, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
We've already gone over this. How many times have we seen guys stand in the corner? How many times have we seen guys stand in the corner and they are plus 10 and they ain't got nothing to do with what's going on?
That's not what's happening, right? He was actively in plays and making baskets.
Okay, he was, but he was also actively in the offense too and being effective.
I mean,
he wasn't completely and utterly.
He averaged 18.7 points a game in this series. Like,
okay, that's not utterly ineffective. That's not. That's not. I mean,
that's horrible compared to.
That's a role player. Like, I mean, that's the definition of a role player.
But I'm not arguing that point. What I am arguing is that, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm out on Joel Embiid.
Just let them have it, Jill. They just got this one.
I seen enough out of Joel Embiid anyway. I seen enough out of Joel Embiid, and the reason why I said this earlier, real talk about I'm tired of hearing that because I am. I'm every year it's the injuries. What it reminds me of that meme. Tomorrow. Like, when is tomorrow coming? When is tomorrow going to happen? I'm just tired of hearing it.
Somebody said 18 points a game isn't a role player.
I'm sorry, Chill, because I've played my role in this. I've played my role in the delusion. I've played my role in pushing Philadelphia 76ers propaganda. Sorry, Ox. I know this has been a long time coming. But when enough is enough. When you fed up, you fed up.
Ron, you're going to be right back here in February.
I will never, ever root for Philadelphia ever again. Look, my son is 5 years old. If that nigga gets drafted to Philly, I ain't rooting for the Knicks. I will never in my life root for Philadelphia ever again. I don't like the Eagles. I don't like the Flyers. I don't like the Phillies. I'm not eating Philly cheesesteaks anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? Hey, I thought I was going to get some good juju. I ordered me a Philly cheesesteak yesterday before the game. I got half of it in the fridge. I'm finna throw it off the balcony. I will never associate myself with Philadelphia again. That was terrible. You was
never
garbage.
Eat a Philadelphia again, Ron?
Maybe he's bad luck. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's you.
You don't like Philadelphia.
Oh, it's bad luck? It's me?
Maybe. I'm just throwing out. I don't know.
Right. Cool.
Wait.
Yeah. But hey, hold on though, right quick. Before we do anything, y'all, chat, everybody. Part of what we do here is we predict things that are going to happen in the future. We talk about things that are currently happening, but we also deep dive in the past and talk about what has happened, which has led us to where we're at. So we just have to, before we move forward, we have to talk about Joel Embiid and his tenure in Philly. Now, before I get into Joel Embiid's quote, we're going to take a walk down memory lane. But Joel did say, I don't even know if I'm going to be here, talking about his future in Philly. Well, let's look at his past in Philly. It's been a long process. Shout out to Clutch Points. Clutch Points posted this, and I thought this was eloquent for us to dive into what we have been dealing with in Philadelphia. Now, you see this graphic right here. You have Tyrese Maxey. You have Tobias Harris. That's Benjamin Simmons. You have Jimmy Buckets, Paul Sorry-ass George, and you have James Harden. Now, let's just go through the years. 2014-15, Joel Embiid's first year in the league, he did not play. 2015-16, Joel Embiid's second year in the league, he did not play.
So he coming in the league broken, Ron. So we starting, he already broke. Like
First 2.5 years, he didn't
literally
play.
just bought the car and it's in the shop. Like if the car ain't on the road, it's in the shop right after we took it off the lot. Is that what you're saying?
Right off rip, chill.
Okay.
Right off
All right,
rip.
keep going. Keep going.
2016-17. Now, this team missed the playoffs. This is TJ McConnell, Dario Saric, Robert Covington, and that's
Ersan Ilyasova. Oh,
that's Illy.
That's
Nah,
Dario
that's not
Saric right
Illy.
there.
That's
Oh,
Saric,
this is
brother.
Illy.
What are you
This is
talking about?
Saric. All right.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so
Don't leave out
Saric
the
and
best point guard on
Ilyasova.
the Indiana Pacers too. That Ox said, don't leave.
Oh,
him out.
he mentioned him. He mentioned
Okay.
him quick.
I was gonna make sure.
Shout out T.J. McConnell.
So this was the first kind of group of Sixers. 16-17, they missed the playoffs. They weren't really all that good, which led to them coming back the next year. And this is when the Philadelphia 76ers really retooled, and this is when they was really about that action. Ben Simmons comes in, plays his first year after he came in, broke down, played his first year. JJ Redick, that's a familiar face. And then they had Robert Covington and Dario Saric yet again.
Yeah,
They were a
lost to
second round exit.
Lost to Boston that year.
They got
Okay.
smoked by
Dario-
Boston, as a matter of fact.
Dario and
4-1.
They got smoked by them.
Yeah.
That was when Joel
Robert-
Embiid said, "This is not a rivalry. They kick our ass every time we play them." He said that.
Yeah.
But Robert Covington and Dario Saric was nasty back when.
Yeah, I used to love Robert Covington. I wanted him on for years. He was a great player.
And so the next year, 18-19, this is where a trend starts. Eliminated in the second round. As you can see, they had a squad this year, though. Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, JJ Redick, Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
and
that was
then-
the breakdown for them. Yeah.
Yeah,
was the year.
17 points per game in the Toronto series, and then 39% from or 37% from the field. But he was like a plus 51, which Mars so eloquently brought up last week. Good defensive impact. That was the last time. Maybe the last time in the playoff we saw Embiid truly at his peak defensively. But that was a very good. That was a very good team.
This was that ugly ass cry season right here.
Hey, man, crying. It's okay. It's okay.
You would cry too if that shit happened to you. That was his best chance right there.
Hey,
Definitely.
I missed that
crying
layup.
ain't nothing wrong with crying. Crying is like taking your soul to the laundromat. You know what I'm saying? That's all right. It was just I was just bringing up the fact that he was doing that ugly ass cry, sucking his lip. Y'all seen it? That shit was ugly.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
All right,
lost
well-
at the Bucks game 7. Tough. You know what I'm saying?
Like Kawhi do that to you, real talk.
What Kawhi have 39 that
Kawhi
game?
effect.
Yeah.
Actually, he won't. But
I
Last
don't
time-
recall. I
That's
don't.
last
I
time
don't keep
Kawhi was
up
great in
with
game 7
part-time
too. But
players.
let's also make the note that. All right, next up.
That's the Kawhi effect.
I don't keep up with part-time players. I don't know. Oh damn.
Next year, do you guys see that there's a guy that was here, two guys that were here, and all of a sudden they're not here? Well, they went from Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, JJ Redick, and Tobias Harris to the 2019-20 season to having Al Horford.
That's Josh Richardson
That's
and Shake
Shake.
Yeah.
that's
Shake Milton era, bro.
Boy,
Shake.
Jimmy Butler.
Shake was playing really good, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. He was playing really good at that.
Wait, what was the trade?
Jimmy
It was
Butler and
Josh. It was Johnson, Jason, Richardson, and who for Jimmy Butler? What was it? Was it? They traded him for Rich and somebody else.
Josh Richardson, if I'm not mistaken.
Somebody in the chat remembers like what the trade was, but it was dumb. It wasn't a dump, but it was kind of a dump. It was kind of a dump to Miami.
The Josh Richardson trade, it was a 4-team trade. So Miami gets let's see, Whiteside goes to the Blazers.
Yep.
Lasort goes to the Clippers. Buckets goes to the Miami Heat. Harkless goes to the Clippers. Miles Leonard goes to the Miami Heat. That's how that ended up happening.
They only got
Hold on,
Richardson
who
on
the
that
Heat-
deal.
Yeah, Richardson wasn't in that deal.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wait,
Richardson was
hold
not
on.
in that
Who,
deal.
who did Philly get in that deal?
Philly
But
ends up.
that was a sign and trade, though, right?
Philly traded Jimmy Butler to the Heat. Yep, that's how that worked.
But who did they
And
get?
Miami traded a first round pick, which turned out to
No.
be Miami
Yeah, the
Hotbeds.
Minnesota. So the first one. So the first original trade, the 76ers got Jimmy Butler and Patton from Robert Covington, Sarge, Jared Bayless, and like a first round pick. And then for the Heat trade, to Chill's point, the Heat got it was Jimmy Butler. No,
He was also part of that Miami that Miami trade.
yeah.
As
All
a-
they
as-
got
as-
was
as-
Josh Richardson in return.
As a part of a four-team trade traded by the Miami Heat to the Philadelphia 76ers. The Clippers traded cash to the Miami Heat. The Heat traded the 23 first-round pick, which turned into Jaime Jaquez to the Clippers. The Heat traded Whiteside to the Trailblazers. The 76ers traded Lasort to the Clippers. The 76ers traded Jimmy Butler to the Miami Heat. The
Yep.
Blazers traded Harkless to the Clippers. The Trailblazers traded Leonard to the Miami Heat.
And then there was also a salary dump for Whiteside too.
$110,000 in cash, and a first round pick was a top 14 protected, but it was returned unprotected Miami via trade, which
It was
means
a bad
that,
trade.
Philly didn't
which
get
means that
anything?
they
got
got
Richardson,
Jimmy,
that's it.
which means that yes, Miami got Jimmy Butler for a bucket of extra crispy in the six pack.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad
Josh
trade.
was cold back in the day. Josh
He was.
He was a good defender.
Yes, he was.
was cool.
Josh was decent. Josh was decent.
But to
Hey,
your
don't,
point,
but don't
Ron,
forget in that graphic right there, Ron. What we're really seeing. Don't forget what we're really seeing. They had to go acquire Al Horford because Al Horford was absolutely busting everybody's ass,
Particularly-
including Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo. All the great bigs of that time were getting cooked by Al Horford on both ends of the court. And on top of that, Al Horford didn't want to play with Kyrie Irving ass. So he got up out of Boston. Went to Philly.
Oxby wild as hell would he be coming to these dudes, yo.
Remember, he was like ass in Philly though.
By the way,
Like,
and they
He
paid him
wasn't
$100 million
ass.
too. They signed him to a 4-year deal for $100
he
million.
was ass. He didn't play. He was running into.
Why
What
didn't he
was,
play real talk?
He only played one
Is that the
season
year-
there, Ox.
Right, I know.
Was it Philly or was it the OKC team where he like
OKC,
basically sat out a year?
Yeah, he didn't
And
sit
then
down in
came back.
OKC because he was ass. He sat in OKC. Why? Because they were what?
They were bad.
But they were tanking.
No,
Is that
y'all-
why?
see, y'all, yeah, but don't act like it was because Al Horford wasn't good. They played Al Horford because he's a winning basketball player, especially at that.
Was
time.
Al Horford good in his Philly tenure, G?
Yeah, he
Al
was.
Horford
Real
was
talk.
always good. There hasn't
It
been a
was
year Al
in
Horford
Philly.
wasn't good.
How do you expect them to be good in Philly? Now I understand it, Al, and now you get a pass from me. It makes sense. You balled everywhere that you went. Atlanta, Boston. Hey, you was even balling this year with the Warriors. Get to Philly, all of a sudden, things get shaky. Makes sense because, well, it's Philly. But let's get back to it though, y'all.
Yeah, let's get back.
I love
to
Al
the
Horford, but
agenda.
we don't. You know, we got other things that we got to get to. In 2021. Oh, and also that year, once again, they were eliminated in the first round. So just for everybody, just to make sure you're keeping track, 16-17, they missed the playoffs. 17-18, eliminated in the second round. 18-19, eliminated in the second round. 19-20, eliminated in the first round. And then, so this year, Ben Simmons was hurt.
No, yeah.
No, I think that was that year. They lost to the Celtics in the first round. They got swept, but that was Embiid's best playoff series in the
But
bubble.
I'm saying, was Ben Simmons hurt this year?
Ben Simmons.
Yes, I think Chill, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he missed that. That was the year he missed in the bubble, and that's why they got swept.
He did.
Then the next year was the other year. Yeah, that was the Hawks year.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
so in
didn't play
2021
2020.
So in 2021, Ben Simmons is back. They have Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Seth Curry, and Danny
And
Green.
they lost
Danny Green.
to the Hawks with Trey Capella and John Collins.
They had
And
no
then
business losing to that.
Ben Simmons ran away from the basket, but again, Embiid was garbage from 5 games 5 and beyond, especially in the fourth.
This is the series here that
Game
ended,
5
that
and
completely,
beyond.
that finally ended.
Yeah,
the
it was
process.
bad. Real talk, it was bad.
This
They
is
had no
the one
business
where
losing to
Ben
What
None.
happens?
Simmons-
What happened the first 4 games?
No, he was cooking. I've said this before. I thought they were winning the series. But I think I can't remember when the John Collins dunk happened. Whenever that dunk happened, the series started flipping. I do remember that. It's like the superpowers went out of the 76ers arena when John Collins caught that alley-oop.
Was
and-
no superpower
Well, maybe if
to begin
6'11"
with.
Ben Simmons,
I'm
like,
telling you, real talk. That's fine. I
goes
hear
up
you.
over-
He wasn't, but
over 6 foot Trae
I agree
Young,
with you. But
maybe.
remember the post-game comments from it was
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers and Embiid, and they asked him, "Do you think you can win with Ben Simmons as point guard?"
He said,
He said,
"Yeah,
I don't know."
He said, "I don't know. Yeah, I don't know." And he was correct.
But then
I
Embiid,
don't- he
and
was
then they
correct.
asked Embiid, and then he had his comments that he had to say. So yeah, shout out.
But if of that whole series, when they were using Ben Simmons' fourth quarter stats, and when you looked at it, you realize no, you can't win with Ben Simmons as your starting point guard. When you see he's either not scoring or just not shooting in the fourth quarter,
yeah,
and it's ugly. Oh, it's ugly.
So the process
All right,
was over in 21.
Yes.
Well,
this was the
I mean-
end of the process.
kind of.
Why you
Process
say
was
that,
done.
Ox?
What do you mean? Because
What?
everybody's spirit was broken after this. Like they all just completely melted away. It was done.
Which
The
is
life was out
interesting
of the
because
process.
what happened the next year, Ron?
Well, they were eliminated in the second round in 2021. And then in 21-22, they got Joel Embiid, obviously.
James Harden brings back the process.
They have Tobias Harris. They have Danny Green, but now they have a couple new faces. You got James Harden, and you
They
have
lost to the
Tyrese
Heat that
Maxey
year.
now.
They
They
lost to the
did
Heat
lose
this
to
year.
the Heat, and James
They-
Harden wasn't good in that.
No, but
series.
remember the Toronto series, that was what we just had the conversation 3 days ago. That was actually Tobias Harris's best playoff series up to date. He actually was frying in that Toronto series. Embiid had the game winner in game 3 in Toronto. That was his first career game winner. Maxey was a baby. I think Maxey might have been year 2, if I can't remember. He was super young. But that's actually a good series. The Raptors series was a good series, and then I think Pascal Siakam accidentally hit Embiid in the face. So that's when he got the broken. What was it? His eye? I think it was his eye bone or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, well, the trend continues in 21-22. Philadelphia eliminated in the second round. The next year, they
That
run
was
it back
tough.
and they have Joel Embiid. This is 22-23. Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and now they have PJ Tucker.
Yeah, that was tough.
They
They
were
were up
Celtics. Yeah.
3-2. They were up
Yeah.
3-2. James had won two games in that series without Embiid. He had a 40-point game in game 1. I think another 40 ball in game 4. Won that game. Embiid, when he came back, had 3 straight 30 and 10 games off an injury. And then they ended up going to game 6. Tatum was garbage first 3 quarters. And then I think he had 16 points in that 4th quarter. And then that next game happened. And literally, bro, it was like the angels started singing. And heavens open. And Jason Tatum took what was the movie? Hey, what's the movie, y'all? With the brother was an angel and he was helping him in basketball in college. Six man. It was like the 6-man spirit overtook him. But Tatum got him beat on that island. Did a hezzy left hand crossover. Boom, 51 points record. Steph Curry had just set the game 7 record with 70 points in the first round versus the Kings, and then Tatum followed it up with the very next round. He got 51 points in a game 7, and that was just a crazy performance, man. That was all-time great Tatum game, maybe the best Tatum game ever.
Yeah, that was a really great series. I actually went to game 6 there in Boston, in Philly. I went to game 6, and I honestly thought that Philly had that series. Like, they just looked so good, and they were playing so well.
Yeah, and I think it was game 6 or whatever it was, Chill, where Embiid had 2 points in the 4th, and then Harden was
Couldn't
like,
post up Marcus Smart.
yeah, they were having issues giving him the ball and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I remember.
Marcus Smart was on fire that series.
I think Embiid had 15 points on like 6 of 15 or 6 of whatever in the 7th. Harden was awful. And again, I think 21 was the lowest point, and 23 game 7 was the second lowest point for the process, just because of like.
I think 21 was the lowest point. They had no
Yeah.
business losing to that Atlanta team. I thought Ben Simmons did a good job on Trae Young.
Yeah,
I just thought that they didn't. It was for me. 21 was the lowest, but I think that the best team that they had was that team that lost to Toronto in 19. I think they were right there at the doorstep.
yeah.
I honestly think that they had an opportunity to win the NBA championship. Toronto got a couple of lucky bounces, even though Kawhi Leonard
They could have beat the Bucks.
I do think that they could have beat the Bucks. Yes, I do. I mean,
That'd
what Toronto did, and at that time too, 18, 19, Joel Embiid was playing like an all-league defender at that point. Like he's not playing like that now. He wasn't playing like that in 22. He wasn't playing like that in 23. In 18, 19, he was playing like an all-league defender. He was cleaning glass. He was rim protecting with the best of them. His mobility was way different then than what it was in 21 and even in 22. I think that was their best opportunity to win it. And in 21, that was just a number of different things that just went bad. I mean, I'm watching Doc Rivers get out coached because Kevin Huerter is on Seth. Kevin Huerter got Seth Curry on him, and he continuously frying him. And what does Doc Rivers do? He keeps Seth Curry in the game.
Well, Seth was their best player. Remember, Seth was actually their best scorer.
That's the problem.
For like several games.
That's the problem right there.
So
Seth
he had to
Curry
keep
is our
Seth
best
on the
player.
floor. Remember, he was trying to use Seth to offset for Ben.
Unbelievable. Like
Because Ben wasn't doing anything, so you had to put Steph in there, and Steph was cooking. He was frying in that series.
Meanwhile, he's getting fried because Kevin Huerter is just they continuously getting and keeping Curry in the action, and Huerter is just one-on-one, just frying him. So, Ron, I say that I say that to say, I'm answering Real Talk's question. I'm just tired. I get tired of hearing over and over again about Joel Embiid is hurt. Joel Embiid is hurt. Like we've been going over this for years now. I was one who, from a talent standpoint, I felt like Joel Embiid, from a talent standpoint, was good enough to bring this team to the NBA championship. But he's made of glass. That's the problem. He's made of glass. And because he's made of glass, he cannot perform to the level that he wants to. I am in the minority. I think that in an alternate universe, he's Shaq. I think he's Jabbar. I think on in some other universe, some sort of parallel, he is Jabbar good. He's Chamberlain good. It's just here, he just can't get it done because physically he can't do it.
I mean, yeah, that's the conclusion. So, like, I don't even know what Ron's doing with this going down the timeline, and we're seeing him losing and
Just
whatever.
to fill
but like, I just want to
going on?
see Ron fitted so he can get whatever off he's trying to get off.
Yes,
I don't
Ron,
know.
what are you doing, by the way?
What's the go ahead, Ron. You're muted, Ron. Of course you are.
22, 23, they were eliminated in the second round.
Yep.
Continuing along the same trend, once again eliminated in the second round, and they lost to the Celtics. Next, in 23-24, you have Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Kelly Oubre, Kyle Lowry, Tyrese Maxey. In 23-24, they are eliminated yet again in the first round.
Anything notable about that series?
Yes, Joel Embiid was awesome on one leg.
What? Let me see.
He was awesome in that series.
Not
But
awesome
he also ended up catching a lob.
Man, Maxey was fine.
Yes, he also ended up catching a lob where we thought when he came down and was holding his knee, was like, yo.
That was a self lob.
Yes, he ended up throwing the ball up the backboard, caught a lob, and dunked the ball, and came down on his wheel. And we was like, yo, get Joel Embiid out the game. It's time to retire.
But then that was the Mitchell Robinson play where he hurt Mitch for the rest of the playoffs, and that was kind of obviously put a stain on it. Embiid had the third ever 50-point game in a playoff game by a center. Only 3 centers have ever done that. He had 50 points in game 3. I want to say he was frying in that
One
series.
of the coolest losses ever. Shout out to him.
Yeah, but shout out to Tyrese Maxey. He was making those deep bomb threes. Matter of fact, Jay, you doing all that yapping. If Josh Hart wasn't going Super Saiyan in that series, you would have lost that series. If Dante DiVincenzo wasn't going Super Saiyan in that series, you would have lost that series. So you make sure you respect. That was actually a peak series
You want me to
for
respect
role players.
That series was fire.
So if this happened, I'm supposed to respect the fantasy. Okay.
Josh Hart shot 50% from 3 and averaged 16 rebounds a game, brother.
That actually happened though, right? That's not if this happened then. Right?
But we can agree that Embiid. I mean, Brunson the first 2 games was not good. But then Brunson games, I think 3, 4, 5, 40 points, 10 assists, 3 straight games, 3 of them. That was insane, bro. That was and shout out to Brunson. That's when Brunson was maximizing. Let me get in front of you and snake, Jay.
Fair enough.
Thought he was dancing. He thought it was the Matrix.
He's playing basketball. Good players get to the line. Phenomenal scorers get to the line. Where are we still having this conversation? That's the history of basketball.
And so in 23-24, Philadelphia is yet again eliminated in the first round.
Correct?
24-25. The Sixers missed the playoffs.
Yes, they do.
And then
Unfortunately,
finally,
he's not on a team where he could just sit out the entirety of the season, damn near, and the team still makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
No,
And PG was out too.
Because he doesn't have Jaylen Brown. That's why.
they're not that good.
No, I mean,
It was really just Maxey, though.
or
PG was
James
going
Harden. Or James Harden. Salute to the Clippers.
He had James Harden actually, and you see how that worked out for him.
They made the
Yeah,
playoffs.
they got to the. I think they got to the second round. And your
Yeah,
guy
they did.
lost
They made
with
the
him in the
playoffs.
first, right? Your guy lost with him in the first, right? Oh,
Have you seen James Harden lately?
You shouldn't bring up
Yeah,
Jaylen
did
Brown
you,
for the
did
rest
you
of the
just see
season.
him?
You should
Yeah,
not.
did you just see him?
You
Why?
should not, because they
Why?
went to pieces. That's why.
But why shouldn't I bring up James?
Especially
You
when-
should bring up.
especially-
No. You should bring
especially
up.
in
You
this
should bring up
context.
Donovan Mitchell.
Especially-
That's what you should do.
Are they still in the
That's what
playoffs right
that's what
now?
you should
Are the
do.
Cleveland Cavaliers
That's
still in
what
the
you should
playoffs?
do. Jaylen
fighting for their
Brown
lives?
has consistently
Meanwhile-
played better than
meanwhile,
Donovan.
Jaylen Brown is
Whole time you've been hating on Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard.
The umbrella.
The whole time you've been hating on Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard, they have been outplaying Donovan Mitchell.
Meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell ain't been doing preparing to tie this series up tonight.
Donovan Mitchell.
You
just
should
hooped.
not run your
Well, he
mouth
just had a
at
fall.
That's
all
one.
about
So
Jaylen Brown.
No.
You should not be talking about him.
I'm going to because we do.
You should not.
We do this. We do this
Especially
thing
in
up here.
context with Philly.
We do this casual thing up here where we act like one game makes us forget about all the other shit.
You mean the one game that all they had to do was win?
Whether it's one good game or one bad game, y'all do this. Y'all do this
Donovan
really
Mitchell's
casual.
been hooping all year.
Y'all do this
By the
real
way-
y'all do this real casual thing where one good
makes
game or
second team
one
All
bad
NBA?
game.
By the way,
Never mind.
let the league in fourth
No,
quarter.
that is what's weird about
No, you
Donovan
got it,
Mitchell
you got
on
it, you
this
got it, you got it.
platform.
You got
On
it.
this platform, anytime D Mitch does have a rough stretch, everybody's like, see, Donovan Mitchell is ass. But like he put together his best season of his career in the regular season. Did we just forget that?
What
Does
year?
nobody care about that?
I said no.
This year
What I
was the
said,
best-
what I said, what I said, what I said, chat,
Exception of
and I
24,
still stand on that, chat, and I still stand on that. I do believe that if you played better today, then you're better today. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's absolutely a fact, 100%. But that doesn't change the fact that we pretend. That doesn't make you not remember all the other shit.
Okay,
like
so
yeah,
since you're-
if you are one second, I'm talking to the chat.
Sure.
If you are so chat, what I'm saying is just to make sure we understand each other because I want y'all to understand me because I'm here for you because y'all are clear. You know what I'm saying? So let's make sure we understand each other, chat. I believe that if you've been better than me all year.
We need to take this to Oxford.
One second, real talk.
You swaying the.
But no, real talk.
Stop swaying the jury and just make your case.
One second. No, Oxcourt doesn't exist. I'm just talking to my people.
I make your case in swaying the jury, but
You know what I'm saying? There is no jury.
Hey,
There is no jury here.
Hey, real talk. You want to come to Ron's court?
It's just me and my people.
Hell no,
Look,
it's not objective.
So look. What I'm saying is, chat. If you are better than me all season, then yeah, you had a better season than me, and you are better this season. But today, if I outplay you, I was better today, and I can be better today without any persuasion on what happened throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm standing right here where I'm standing. Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard were both clearly better than Donovan Mitchell and James Harden this whole entire season.
To you.
Yeah, thank you.
Whole entire season.
Kawhi,
Yes, I'm speaking.
Kawhi.
I'm speaking. I'm only speaking for myself. I can't say what y'all believe. Y'all believe what y'all believe. I'm only speaking for Ox. Okay. I believe that Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard were clearly better than Donovan Mitchell and James. I don't even know why James. We're not even talking about James Harden. It was clearly better than Donovan Mitchell this year. And y'all know I think Donovan Mitchell is a baller. Y'all know I don't got no malice in my heart for D Mitch. I've always been a fan of D Mitch, even when he was at Louisville. I love D Mitch. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't about that. This is more so to chill. Who's like, oh, you shouldn't talk about Jaylen Brown.
You shouldn't.
Oh, why not?
Because of what we're talking about right now. This is the same logic that you use with Donovan. This is not just Donovan Mitchell. It's the same logic you use about being better from here to here, not throughout the course of the regular season. You've made it clear to me plenty of times that if I'm better than you today, then you got to be better than me tomorrow in order to be better than me. You definitely have not spoken more about being better than somebody throughout the course of the season than you are right now. You always stand on that. So with that being said, Donovan Mitchell is still in the playoffs currently, and he is playing better.
So he's better. He's better than both of them today. He's the only one playing.
And that's the point, Ox. And the reason why is because that's what you stand on. You stand on guys being better than guys right now. You don't ever talk about guys being better than guys throughout the course of the season.
Somebody's fishing and somebody's hooping right now. So yeah, of course he's better today.
And he is. And the reason why I say that you can't talk in this context because he had 3 games to win 1 against this particular team who got mopped out the playoffs. They didn't lose; they got stomped, and he had to win 1 game. That was it.
They had to win
one game. I can and as the star, I can get us a game. I 100% can do that, especially the closeout game. As the star, I can do that, and he proved in those 3 games I can't get us 1 game. I can't do that. Donovan Mitchell proved throughout the course of his series, throughout the course of his playoff career, I can get us a game.
What the fuck does 1 game mean, Chill?
And 1 game means advancing in the playoffs.
You can get us 1 game.
Game 7,
the series.
Game 7. Donovan Mitchell did that against the Orlando Magic. I will do that.
So, but look.
3 years ago.
So this. No. Wait a second, Swabby, because this is.
Chill, this might not age too well for you.
This is so not you because you was doing this shit for Donovan Mitchell all last playoffs. What about with Indiana? Yeah, y'all got him a game. Did you get him the series, D. Mitch?
No, he didn't.
Did you get him the series, D. Mitch?
No, he didn't get them the series. No, he
okay,
didn't.
so fuck a game.
Okay,
Give me the series.
Okay, so if the
you hold this is so this no. We go with real talks logic. You're holding Donovan Mitchell. You're holding Jaylen Brown to a what's the word?
A standard.
A standard. Thank you. I'm tripping. You're holding Donovan Mitchell. You're holding Jaylen Brown to a standard that you don't even hold Donovan Mitchell to. Why? Is it because you think Jaylen Brown's better than Donovan Mitchell?
What standard is that, Ox?
You want Jaylen Brown to get the series, but you can't hold. You don't want Donovan Mitchell to get the series.
If Donovan Mitchell.
Just hitting 1 buzzer beater is good enough for you. It's not good, but it's not good enough for Jaylen Brown. So you must think Jaylen Brown is better than Donovan Mitchell because you hold Jaylen Brown to a higher standard than you hold Donovan Mitchell to, right?
Actually, I don't, and the reason why.
Real talk, isn't that how that works?
No, it does not. No, that's not how that works. Because number one,
because I'm arguing in the chat. I'm a man of the people.
Do your thing.
Number one, to your point, Ox, I would hold Donovan Mitchell to that point. I would hold Donovan Mitchell to that standard if he was up 3-1 in the series. You can get me 1 game to win the series. That's why.
So the series. So get you the series, right?
1 game, which ends the series. Not just 1 game in the series. Not one game in the series. 1 game to end the series. That's all I need you to get me. And Donovan Mitchell showed that he can get you a game to end.
I got to get you this many though.
Okay, you do have to get us this many. And once again, we got to get the 4. I can't get you 1. You can't get me 1 game on your home floor against the inferior team. Against the inferior team. So now what you're doing is you're moving the goalpost to winning the series.
That's what it's about.
No. You're moving the goalpost to winning the entire series as opposed to just winning 1 game. That's it.
Yes. Because that game, that's how you win the series. That's how you win the series. It's about winning the series, Chill.
Yes, it is. And we're up 3-1. There's and we're up 3-1. And with us up being 3-1, there's different aspects that have gotten us to 3-1. Jason Tatum gave us some games. Our defense gave us some games.
So Jaylen Brown ain't do shit this series. The 36, the 33, Jaylen Brown just wasn't doing shit. I can't
get my star player to give us a game.
Oh my God.
1 game, because I saw Donovan Mitchell doing it.
You're right. No, you're right. Jaylen Brown sucked in Game 7. I'm sorry.
All right, fellas.
What am I talking about? We gonna keep it. Jaylen Brown absolutely sucked this whole series. You're right.
We're gonna keep it pushing.
Hold on. Let me just.
No, you wasn't listening. You wasn't listening. Keep your ass out of this. You wasn't listening. You was in the chat.
I'm responding. I'm talking to the people. I'm not talking to you.
Do that.
Thank you. I am so bewildered by the fact that people are giving, oh my God, the Celtics won all these games this year. The Celtics won 56 games. The Cavs won 52. I don't understand why are people acting like it was this big gap. Also, Darius Garland played 26 games for the Cavs this year. So all this, he had Darius Garland. He had him for 26 games. Jason Tatum played
That's a third of the
16 games for the. He only played 10 more games than Jason Tatum for the Cavs this year. Evan Mobley was a disappointment.
Wait, no, don't do that, real talk. Don't do that. Wait. No. Wait, hold on. Let's just get it straight though. Let's get it straight. How many total games did Jaylen Brown play without Jaylen Brown? I mean, Jaylen Brown played without Jason Tatum.
Total games did he play?
Yeah, how many games did Jaylen Brown play without Jason Tatum?
So he played. So Jaylen Brown. So this season, alone,
Because I'm just saying, you got to remember Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Darius Garland left. Darius Garland wasn't even there for the most part. So he played all his
being
games.
hurt and leaving. What's the difference, Doc? You still ain't available.
No. I understand. That's not the point. That's not the point. The point is that Darius Garland played all of his games with Donovan Mitchell before the trade deadline, right?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So he got those games with right there, and then he got these games with James Harden. Jaylen Brown didn't get any of those games with Jason Tatum. Before that, he got all his games in one part. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
no,
yeah, he wasn't.
But what this is the point I'm making, Ox. I'm
So
saying
now you just try to manipulate the statistics.
No,
for
the
people.
If you let me
Yes,
finish
you
the
tried to
point, you hung
manipulate it.
up.
So
You hung up on that
politicians.
point. You hung up on that point.
Well, that
My
makes sense.
point
I
is-
should be.
My point is that yes, James Harden did come over there, and then they were like 14-4 when James Harden came over there. What I'm saying is, Ox, I'm not finna hang a JB Mitch argument over four more 1 games in a regular season. I'm not going to do that.
Right,
Donovan Mitchell
I believe you
had a
shouldn't.
fantastic regular season this year, and it's nasty to try to act like we didn't see it happen. We saw it happen. We saw him have a great scoring season this year, probably the most efficient of his career. We saw him improve as a mid-range scorer. We saw it happen. We saw him carry this team offensively when Darius Garland was not there in the beginning of the regular season, and in the games where James Harden wasn't playing and wasn't there either. I don't understand. Like what? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Donovan Mitchell is a hell of a player.
Donovan Mitchell.
I have nothing negative to say about Donovan.
He's going
Mitchell.
to make second team all NBA.
Hey, the cool thing about Donovan Mitchell is that he's still playing right now, and we have an opportunity to make some money with Donovan Mitchell. We have a great chance to use Donovan Mitchell on Splash Sports to go ahead and put some nice money in our bank account. Now, here's the beautiful thing about Splash Sports, and this is why I love Splash Sports, and this is why I only play quick picks on Splash Sports, because it's the only DFS game where you are playing against real competition and you're not playing against the house. No algorithm, no artificial intelligence, no sports book, no rigging. It is just you versus other real opponents. And here's what's really the kicker. Splash Sports has the highest, I repeat, the highest multipliers in all of DFS. We are talking you can win up to 50 times what you put in on a 6-leg entry. You don't need the perfect lineup to cash out. You just have to beat your opponents, your real opponents. One bad pick won't kill you. You just have to get more picks correct than the other person. Let me show you guys exactly how it's done right here and right now on Splash Sports by way of Donovan Mitchell. We got D Mitch, baby. So let's see what D Mitch can potentially bring us home, y'all.
Let's see. Excuse me.
Ooh.
I would like to. If somebody can take Mitchell. Sure, you can take Mitchell.
Yeah. Let's start with Donovan Mitchell. Chill. Are you taking Donovan Mitchell?
I wasn't actually.
All right. Well,
Why, you
we'll
don't
start with
believe in
Mitchell
him,
and then chill. You can,
Well, do you think he's getting 26 and a half?
Believe in him?
I do think he's going to do that.
26 and a half, more or less, on points.
I'm going to take the.
I'm
more
going
on that.
less.
Yeah, I'm going to take the.
Whoa.
We taking the more, Brian.
No. Let's make this consensus. Let's see who really believes in Donovan Mitchell. I'm less. Ox and Chill, y'all both said more. Swiper, you more or less?
I mean, if he puts up 21 shots today, yeah, he can get there. So more. Why not?
Jay, are you more or less?
He's way more. I would have took the points and assists. I would say both. 31.5 is low for him.
Okay. Real talk. Would you have gone more or less?
On what?
Donovan Mitchell's points. 26 and a half.
At home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going more.
He's going to
All
take
right.
24 shots. So
Yeah, he has to.
All right, well, we got Donovan Mitchell going more. Chill, as you were saying.
I actually wanted to take a look at James Harden's line.
Oh,
Yeah, I wanted to see what.
surely
James,
we're going more on this one too, huh?
I wanted to see what his. I wanted to see what James Harden line looked like.
Again, Blue Chill. Okay.
The 18 and a half.
18 and a half. Oh,
Mhm.
man. Oh, how low times have come.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the more on that.
all right, well,
give it no
There
one.
was,
me
there was a
the,
point in time where that was 38 and a half. Boy, oh boy.
I would like to take the second best player in the series, please. Please give me Tobias Harris. He has points and rebounds at 25 and a half. I think I'll take that. Points and rebounds for Tobias Harris.
That's a good bet.
Tobias has been king. I'm talking about Tobias has been in them. Hey, them more's over. Boy, oh boy. All right, well, we'll just take these 3 picks. This is how we gonna rock with on Splash Sports. Shout out to Tobias Harris. We're going more with him.
Ron,
Shout out to James Harden.
Whoa.
What?
Are we just ignoring Cade Cunningham?
Never mind, folks. We're gonna continue to run it up. Swiper, Cade Cunningham. What you think?
Points and assists at 36 and a half for Cade? Give me more. He might get 29 and he get 29 and 7. We're good. They don't have anybody that can stop him.
Points and assists?
Yeah, points and
36
assists, please. Thank you, brother.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, that's what 25 and 25 and
Swipe
9.
Cook the parlay.
I
26
cooked
and
the
9?
parlay
That's
on Cade.
easy money.
He just took Harden, 18 and a half points.
All right, this is how we rock it, y'all. We got Donovan Mitchell going more than 26 and a half. He's going to shoot 24 shots apparently, so he will hit that. We got James Harden going more than 18 and a half. No comment. We have Tobias Harris going more than 25 and a half points and rebounds. The way he's been playing, I think that is a layup. And then last but not least, we got Cade Cunningham going more than 36 and a half points and assists. If you like our picks, use our picks, but be sure that you use code CHOICE, because when you use code CHOICE, you will get 100% quick picks boost and you will get 100% deposit match up to $50. We will see you guys in the winner's circle. It has been fun and has been real on Splash Sports. Thank you. Come again.
By the way, Mitchell's taking 24 shots per game in the last 2 games. He's taking
Yes, he
22
has
in
done
the
that.
series.
Yes, he 100%.
He's getting them up.
All right, fellas, before we get around to these super chats, I do want to go ahead and finish off what we were saying about the Philadelphia 76ers, because last year they missed the playoffs. And don't worry, y'all, this will be done quick. This year, they was eliminated in the second round. The process is all but over, or do we have a process 3.0 with VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey?
What pick did they have?
Let
somebody-
it go. Please.
They have the 22nd overall pick. Okay. All right. They can add some spicy to that.
Pair it with Joel Embiid and move him for the fax machine if you can. Just get him the fuck out of here.
I need that laptop computer too, and them chairs.
Anything.
Fax machine ain't gonna be enough. No,
Your prettiest assistant. Just get him the
Yes.
fuck out of here.
I need both of them.
He got to go.
I'm trying to think who would even want to add $57 million to their ledger right now.
Swiper.
Swiper, you know what I'm thinking? I'm really thinking a team that's really ready to gamble and just win right now today. Like, how crazy would it be? How crazy would it be if Houston said, "Damn KD," and dare I say, who's another big contract they have?
Well, they have Şengün at $33 million a year. Şengün plus DFS is making 15.
Nah, they can't.
And another player.
Nah. Only other person I can think of is like Duncan Robinson, like a contract just really just not worth it. Duncan, I think, what is that, 33 a year?
No, but Duncan Robinson is in Detroit for like 17, I believe.
For 17?
I think it might still be 17, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he just, I don't know. Appeal to the league. I don't know. Do something. You got to go.
Well, all in all, it seems as if Philly is cooked. But we'll just have to see what happens next.
15.
Damn.
15?
They got swept in terrible fashion. But, y'all, we're going to go ahead and move on to these super chats. We'll talk more about the Philadelphia 76ers in these super chats. We'll talk more about the New York Knicks. We have yet to talk about another game that happened tomorrow. I don't know if you guys do really want to talk about that, but the Wolves and the Spurs are tied 2-2. We'll get to that series as well. And then there's another series where it's looking like the brooms are going to get brought out too. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to become a member. And we going to keep it rocking into these super chats. The first super chat that I have for you guys is from... Bear with me. Bear with me. Keep bearing. Here we go. Okay. A9 Prodigy 12. I'll call you A9 Prodigy. A9 Prodigy said, so is Maxey still a more competent guard than Jalen Brunson?
That was you, Ron.
You said that, Ron.
That was you,
Yeah,
Ron.
you the one said that, Ron. So how do you feel about that, Ron? Do you think he's a more competent guard than Brunson? And if you do think that, Ron, where is that logic coming from?
That logic came from nowhere, chill. Okay. That logic has evaporated in the thin air.
I could get with it.
That's a man's answer, Ronald. And I'm happy you said that.
I apologize, Jalen Brunson. You reminded me that you in fact are him. In fact. Tupac Westside said, morning, fellas. I'm calling it a series with LA, even if we win tonight. Least I can look forward to the offseason. I got the New York Knicks in Detroit in the conference finals. That elbow on Nas was reckless. Should Wemby be suspended?
If this was January, he'd have to hand over a game check. He would. But it's the playoffs. So I don't think that the NBA got the nuts to suspend him. I don't think
They
got
have
the balls.
to. So they have to.
I think, to be honest with you, I think they.
He looked him dead in his eyes.
Oh, he literally bummed. Yes, I 100% think that they do.
I think
I don't
he
think they
mostly
got
tried
enough to do it though.
to clear him. I think he tried to clear him like in his chest area, but it wouldn't be so big, you know what I'm saying? It caught him in his face. But I think he really tried to clear him in his chest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, all right.
I made the argument on Locked On NBA last night. I had sat on it for an hour. What happened is that if you go to the NBA, and the NBA, they have done a great job of trying to outlaw any incidental head contact. Because if you have incidental head contact or net contact, it's a flagrant one. And I think in this situation, the NBA is looking at it. They're saying Wemby knew what he was doing because he looked in this direction. He intended to swing and hit Naz Reid. He didn't hit Naz Reid in the jaw neck area, which obviously could have caused severe damage to him. And then on top of that, with it already being a mandated flagrant one for incidental contact, this was intentional contact that could have absolutely debilitated Naz Reid for
What's
a
the
period
difference
of time.
between that swiper and a fight? What you just saw, right? What
Yeah.
you just saw? What's the difference?
And especially when the other person doesn't swing. Yeah, he basically threw a punch and the other person did not swing.
There are also people defending this behavior, by the way, and I think it's disgusting. And I think that the PR around this young man right now is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I think the NBA's gonna look at it and say they're going home. Chill to Smythe. He's going home. They're gonna be in San Antonio. The series is 2-2. I think they suspend him for one game. They suspend him for game 5. Go ahead, real talk.
I do want to ask y'all just very quick, and then Ox, you can jump in. What is the letter grade that y'all would give Wemby for this series right now?
He was at an A. He was at an A until what he just did. To what he just did last night. He was at an A. Now you do something like that, you jeopardize the series. I got to drop you down to like a B minus. I had him at an A, damn near an A plus. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, damn it. He was at an A plus until that
previous to game 3.
moment.
He was playing at maybe a B plus. He wasn't awesome.
Before
the 35,
giving him a
15,
solid
and 5 game, he wasn't awesome. I thought that he was good, and then he got busy in game 3. And then
I got Wemby at an A, 100% A, no doubt about it. It doesn't have to be an A plus. That's just an A. He was making a huge impact on this series, a positive impact on this series, offensively and defensively. They had this in the bag, if you ask me. You have to. You're in Minnesota. You need to leave Minnesota up 3-1. That puts this whole series. We're
not coming back here.
It's over, right? And for you to do that, I mean, everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. These are those things that really pissed me off about people when we all seen this, and you want to pretend like everybody didn't see what we saw. Was Jaden McDaniels all over him? Absolutely.
He hit him in the head. That's where the foul came from. He hit him in the head.
Did Jaden McDaniels have two hands on his arm like he was about to give him an Indian burn? I don't know if it's politically correct to call it that anymore, but he was holding his arm like this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He had the ball, looked at Nas like this. Boom. Bro, that is so reckless.
That's the very definition.
So reckless, bro. Like, and chill. The reason I say it's worse than a fight is because at least in a fight we squared up, looking at each other face to face, and we throwing hands. Nas didn't know he was about to almost get his whole head took off. That was dangerous. Like, come on, Wemby, you got hit in the head. Smarter than that, bro. You got smarter than that.
He got hit in the head, but I actually went back and watched it again, and I'm not talking about that particular play. Usually, when you see stuff like that, Jay, there's things that lead up to it, right? There's players who will go to the officials, yo, watch the pushing, yo, he's grabbing my jersey, yo. There's stuff that leads up to it. But I'm watching the game, and I went back and watched it again. And while watching it, so Wemby's diving to the rim, and while he's diving to the rim, Ayo hits him with a body check, and he ends up getting a whistle, beep. But it's nothing illegal,
Ayo.
right? It's nothing illegal, right? So he gets a body check. Him and Wemby are going at it. Him and Wemby, they hand fighting. They're in the paint. It's nothing illegal. It's just big man stuff. Like, we're not doing anything illegal. We're not throwing balls. We're not pushing each other out of bounds illegally, anything like that. Nothing like that is happening. So by the time we get up to the play where Wemby throws the elbow, I'm still looking for something that led up to this.
There was a bunch, though. There was a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we got thrown on
Chill.
the floor.
Remember, Julius Randle multiple times had tried to throw Wemby off the spot, underneath the basket.
Once again,
There's a jungle. There's a jungle down there.
Well, not only
Nah,
is there
for sure,
jungle,
but like,
hang on, because that's not fair. There's a difference between throwing a guy and slipping a guy, and you get out the way.
He got called an offensive foul for throw. No, he literally on a rebound in this series got the ball, threw his bow at Wemby, and threw him onto the ground for an offensive foul. That had happened multiple times this series.
I'm talking about
Wemby had gotten hit in the back and toppled. Wemby got his legs. I'm not justifying about it. I'm just telling you. Just Wemby, chill. You don't remember Wemby got his legs taken out underneath him on a roll up?
Hey, this is a physical series.
Oh, it is.
I'm
just going back to yesterday. That's what I was just going back to yesterday.
Well, it's like built up too.
I saw it, and we're gonna get Ron. We're gonna get to Julius Randle in the series, by the way. But I was thinking about yesterday.
Oh my goodness, he's awful.
We're gonna get. Let's stay focused. We're gonna get to. We're gonna get to him in a bit. But I watched him slip him. I watched the same thing with Naz Reid. I watched the same thing with Naz Reid pushing him up the lane. Yep. I watched the same thing with Naz Reid being physical with him. I think that when Jaden McDaniels hit him in the head, swiping for the ball, ended up hitting Wemby in the head. I think Wemby, that was a frustration. And it was definitely emotional, which would explain why he elbowed him. I don't think the NBA has the nuts to suspend him.
Should he be suspended, Chill?
100%. If this was
January, how long? If you were in charge, how long?
If this was January, he'd
have now. How long would you suspend him for?
If I'm being honest, and I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm not just taking the playoffs the playoffs in consideration. If this was the regular season, he had to give up two game checks.
I know, but how would you do it now after game 4?
He'd have to sit at least one game check. You could talk me into 2.
I think
at least one.
I think we'll count if I'm Adam Silver right now, Chill, to answer what you're saying, Swiper. He pretty much missed all of game 4. I would sit him game 5.
Oh, so Jalen Carter with the Eagles when he spit on Dak Prescott.
Yeah, and that was disgusting.
Because he missed that game.
Was so sick.
Yeah, remember he missed that game, so they didn't suspend him for the next game because they basically took it. It happened pregame or whatever first snap of the game, and so he spit on him, and then they said that's a suspension.
I'm not doing that with Wemby.
So you're saying
we almost halfway through
5
the second,
and 6?
We almost halfway through the second quarter. We almost that happened at around 8:30.
Yeah.
We almost halfway through the second quarter. So he played in that game, right?
Right.
And on top of that, with Jalen Carter spitting in the man's face, I never understood that. Like we gotta throw hands. No.
No, he should have been suspended for the whole season.
Spitting
in that man's face.
We gotta throw hands. Spitting in my face. Spit in my face. No, that.
Ron, do you think Wemby should? Do you think Wemby will be suspended?
They have to suspend him.
I don't think he won't, but he should.
You don't think he will, but he should.
I don't think he will, but he should be suspended. And I don't want him to be suspended either.
But Ron, hold on, time out. Ron, remember the Ron Artest one Everybody's tweeting completely different, by the way. Because Ron Artest had just made a basket. Ron Artest was doing that nonsense he was doing. James wasn't even. James was just trying to inbound the ball, and so he's just standing there, not involved in the play at all. And then Ron literally feels him next to him, boom, hit James Harden in the back of the head. And he missed the playoff. He missed a regular season game. Then missed the next 6 games. But that was like a different.
I felt so bad for James Harden.
I felt horrible for him.
That was crazy.
That has nothing. I'm just trying to inbound the rock. What you hit me for?
Now remember though, Swiper. Now remember, we have. Don't forget now. I think we don't have a rap sheet, Ox. Just so we clear, Wemby's never been in cuffs before. Wemby's never been in the interrogation room before.
That does matter too.
This is the first time he's been brought in for questioning. I don't know if you noticed. I know you know this for a fact, Swiper. Your man started a riot. I want to make sure we clear on that. Not only did he start a riot, he's got an extensive history of doing things like this. So yes, he's going to be treated a little.
He did not start that riot, by the way.
I still blame Ben Wallace for that.
Oh, Ben Wallace.
The fan started that riot.
I blame the fan.
You throw a beer on me.
You're held to a different standard.
All right, no, that person probably worked for the municipal government in Detroit.
Maybe,
so no, that's on you.
Maybe so, but as a professional. In any standard, that's why you're a professional. Professionals are held to a higher
but
standard.
he literally
I'm just saying real quick to Ron Artest and to the fan that he was absolute asshole. And on top of that, he didn't even hit the right guy. But
no, he didn't.
But you got to know that you can't rush in the stands, bro. That's all I'm saying. I just want to say that. You're a professional here to a higher standard.
The reason why I think the suspension is going to happen, y'all, if Wemby simply just did Shaq, because Shaq used to do this all the time with the ball. If he simply did that, Wemby looked over his shoulder. He looked and saw Naz Reid, and then angled his elbow.
I didn't see that part.
Cocked it. He cocked the weapon, which is the elbow.
The whistle happened. He looks over. Boom.
Get
off. Did y'all see Dylan Harper's face when he hit him?
Yeah.
Y'all seen Dylan Harper? He was like,
going viral. He was like, yeah. You tripping.
But it wasn't one of those, I ain't mean to do that type of things. Like, when a guy gets hit and he goes, oh, shit, I ain't mean to do that right there. No, he 100% meant to do that. 100%.
I don't know.
But y'all got to remember, too, Wemby's skinny as hell, too. So when you skinny, you got them sharp-ass pointy elbows. If he would have got an elbow, one of these to the tip, he could have killed that boy.
Bro, and luckily he only hit him in his neck. Like, again, if he was up higher,
he could have killed that man.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
And this is you know what? And I hold him to a higher standard because I've been convinced that Victor Wembanyama is the smartest man in the world. So for you to be that intelligent, you know what I'm saying, and do stuff like this, nah.
But
This wasn't really shallow monk of him.
No,
it was not.
But I do want to say,
be able to handle his emotions.
That
he floats when he meditates. Literally.
Exactly.
He literally floats.
It's important to note though that when you're this young, I got suspended for punching somebody on the field before in the middle of a game. Like it happens. I was 21 as well. It happens.
You were playing football.
I know, but it's still illegal. Just imagine. I couldn't get away with it in football, let alone basketball. Basketball.
You were playing.
No, but I still you know what I mean? Like game on it. Wemby did. Like this is an MMA.
You was throwing powder on top of that.
Was that the people's elbow, Ox? Yes, no. Was that the people's elbow, Ox?
It was whatever it was. Chill. It was ridiculous and unnecessary. And I think Victor Wembanyama needs to be taught a lesson. Like, you can't do this. Hey, this is America. Okay. I don't know what y'all do over there. I don't know what y'all do over there.
Real talk. Can we talk about?
We don't do that.
Can we talk about these thug international players trying to hurt our Americans?
We don't do that shit over here.
Oh my God!
I'm not finna engage in that at all.
Goodness gracious! Talk about these international players trying to ruin our American athletes.
I'm not engaging.
America first. But look, I think Wemby's gonna be suspended.
100% America first. Absolutely.
I think Wemby about to be suspended, brother.
I'd love to see if the NBA got nuts to do.
Chill. If he just hit him normal, didn't see him, he literally went like this.
No, he saw. It was intentional. It was 100% intentional.
It wasn't that slow, Swiper. You making that sound slow?
Yes, it was.
Jay.
Jay. He looked at him. I saw him look over. He was like, "What's up,
he made sure it was the right person." No, Jay, you don't understand. This is how intentional it was. If he was shorter, Wemby would have went like this. If he was taller, Wemby would have
He
went
would've
like
gone on his
this.
tippy toe.
No.
Wemby literally saw Nas Reed, said, all right, let me check the height.
Y'all know Wemby does.
like-
Y'all know Wemby does Muay Thai. He has mean elbows. He do the
Get
all
him
the
outta
Muay
here.
Thai shits.
Now,
He
so-
got this one over the top one. That one. He got all the elbows. He knows what he's doing.
We do have a history of this, Ron.
I want him to be
Young
suspended
players.
because I'm hating on Wemby. I love Wemby. What are you talking about?
We do have a history of this, of young players. I know that real talk. You remember when the Houston Rockets played against the Lakers in 1986 when Ralph Sampson hit that shot over Jabbar to win the series. I don't know if you guys know this, but Lajuan was thrown out of that game in the second quarter for fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you're right.
happened. Yes. So we do have a history.
Now,
of
he was
young
somebody who would
players.
punch people all the time.
Yeah, we do have a history.
Yeah,
and
Elijah Wan was about that.
not only was
He,
not
would,
only
he
was
wouldn't be able to work in this league today. If it
Not
was up
only
to
was
me.
he thrown out of that game for fighting, which is the Western Conference Championship elimination game, he was also suspended. He's also thrown out of the game in Game 4 in Houston for fighting. So we have a history of young players doing stuff like this. Yes, this isn't something that just we definitely have a precedent here. Yes, that's been going on.
I think he's gone for Game 5, y'all. And they might still win the game. Because shout out to Luke Cornett, was looking great.
Oh my
For a lot of
God,
that
he was
game.
awesm.
He was hooping.
He was.
He
And-
was
and by the
fucking
way,
awesome.
I don't know if we can get to the game, and I probably have to mute Ox and mute Real Talk. But brother, De'Aaron Fox, what are you doing?
Oh, he sucked.
What are you doing?
You thought he was
Like-
bad?
What? Yes,
One
those
from three, he was
defensive
fucking
plays. He was directly responsible for those last two scores
Uh-huh.
that they had, and then on top of that, he was garbage outside of a 6-minute stretch in this game. He was legitimately garbage for most of this game.
Bad.
Now he went on a nice little run where him and Ant were going back and forth.
Yes.
But bro, Dylan Harper, rookie dog. I'm telling y'all, Dylan is like that, bro. I love Dylan Harper, dude. He is smooth, gets to the rim, bro. That dude is cold, dog.
And
Dylan
he's
is like
guarding
that, bro.
everybody. He's
Dylan
He's
was-
guarding Nas Reed. He's guarding
Sheesh,
Julius
bro.
Randle. He's guarding Jaden
Sheesh.
McDaniels. He's getting touches on. Like he's literally guarding everybody out there.
Yo,
Like,
Dylan's cold,
I mean,
bro.
all of their
Yeah.
perimeter players are guarding everybody because they're doing a lot of switching. You
And
know,
then they started
it's
loading up,
funny.
too.
It's funny seeing people now on the Dylan Harper train. You know, been here, done that. You know what I'm saying? Been here since the start of the season. But welcome aboard. Look, I know it's really easy to shit on Fox right now. Number one, he has a tough matchup. He's getting
By the
guarded by
way-
Jaden McDaniels.
By the way, this is the same
Oh, he
Jamie
was out
Jones who
there.
shut the door on Jamal Murray.
Yeah,
Yes, he
like,
did.
just-
Shut the door on him.
He's
Jaden
not shutting the
McDaniels
door on
is supposed to be
Dylan, though. I
going
think
out there
that's the
cooking
point.
Jaden McDaniels.
But if you look at the possessions, it's not
Well,
Jaden
the reason
McDaniels
why he
stopping
ain't
him.
shutting the door on Dylan Harper is because I got to deal with Dylan and De'Aaron Fox.
No, because Dylan can actually move. I think this is
and
also
so
the
can
thing.
De'Aaron Fox. What are you
No,
talking
bro,
about? A lot of
it's
those
not the
shots that he
same, bro.
missed
It's
last
not.
night were open looks.
Their
A
paint
lot of
touches
that
aren't even the
separation that he
same.
made last night, a lot of the shots that he got them from separation on the right wing at the elbow, even in transition. A lot of that stuff was going on. I think the problem is that he's just missing shots. It's if you're on that subject of missing shots, Ron, I'm going to say this for the people in the cheap seats. If Julius Randle can give me the series he gave me just last year against Golden State, this series would be over. San Antonio would be
Bro,
out.
Julius
San
has
Antonio
been-
would be OUT out.
Julius
if Julius
has had-
Randle could give me what he gave me just against the Golden State Warriors last year. He don't got to give me what he gave me against the Lakers. Just the Warriors specifically. This series would be over. They would be done.
Brother, he
because
doesn't know how to
there's-
contain himself.
He's got to
Jim cannot contain himself. He can't help
What do
himself.
you mean?
Bro, he is so out of control. Literally out of control on offensive possessions. He is forcing the issue constantly and bricking and making bad decisions with the ball. Bad decisions defensively. Now he's getting away with that hand check nonsense, which I imagine we'll talk about like on the defensive end on some of these switches. But yeah, he was legitimately bad for most of yesterday's game until maybe the last 2 minutes on the defensive possessions.
It's not the shot missing, because the shot missing, I feel like at some point I can turn that around. Just keep shooting the basketball, especially in the spaces where you're most effective. Julius Randle is the most effective when he's going hard to the rim with a strong hand, or when he's right around the mid post. He can
Is
knock
he,
down.
though?
I think he is. Yes, when he's getting to the
I'm
rim,
watching Julius Randle chill. He's
He can't make a
missing
layup.
left-handed
Yeah.
layup.
he can't make a layup.
I don't
Right.
understand what Julius Randle hasn't been good on any part of the court. He hasn't been good on the interior, right? Coming into the series, I was thinking this is going to be a big series for Julius Randle, because something that the Spurs do lack defensively is like a big, strong four. right? They play kind of small. They either have like Champagny or Keldon Johnson or something like that.
Sure.
I'm thinking, hey, Julius Randle, can we have a good series where you're bully balling in the post, in the mid post, right? Get to that little left hand, little short midi that you like, and then let's hoop from there. But guess what? Guess what? He can't even do that. Chill. He doesn't make left hand layups.
Strong hand.
I can't believe what I'm watching when I see Julius Randle. He's trash. He is trash.
Let's not go that far.
Adam
He's been trash. He's been trash this playoff. He's been trash this playoff. Yeah, this playoffs he's not been good. He's not been good. Yeah, he's not.
It's been a while.
He does. I mean, the thing about that and the problem with basketball. Well, the actually thing I like about basketball is you can play not great and still have spurts of doing awesome things. And you know what I'm saying, and really help your team out in points. I see when Julius Randle does that, and I appreciate that about basketball. I appreciate that about basketball.
Like he did in the last
what I'm curious about with De'Aaron Fox is the issue some of the shots that he misses.
It's the decisions he makes yesterday. Like I also think for some reason, we're not going to talk about it. Those defensive possessions legitimately cost him yesterday. He was gambling for steals on 2 plays that directly led to point because he got out of position and he was undisciplined with his eyes, with his feet, and with his hips. Like that was an issue.
So those 2 plays lost him the basketball game.
No, I think he was also I think what was he 3 for 14? Like for a majority of the game. Then I said he went on a nice little run where he was going back and forth with Ann. But even that, he's not even scoring well in this series. And really, respectfully, this playoffs, he's not scoring well.
When scoring well based on percentages, right?
So just a quick.
Chase, based on your.
Just a really quick. So
real quick. Based on percentages, right? Like true shooting and field goal percentages and stuff like that.
Even if you look at the shots he's taking, it's just not the best look that he can probably get.
That's the thing. Real talk. Like the layups, the strong hand, the putbacks, the finishing around the rim. He's been good in the past, and not when I say the past, I don't mean years past. I mean like not too long ago. It's just all of a sudden we get back to Julius Randle being Julius Randle in these.
Now we're talking about De'Aaron, right?
That's and right. I can also appreciate De'Aaron Fox. Correct. I'm sorry.
Right. So swipe it. It's this not scoring well based on percentages, right? Like
it's not just the percentages. I just think his decisions and the shot decision isn't great either.
Yeah. But
how
that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to like box you up or trap you or nothing. I'm just curious to know how are you looking at it.
Yeah. I'm watching him play, and I'm watching him over the flow of a game.
So that he's not scoring well based on some of the shots that he's missed, right?
Shot that he's missed. I just don't like the decisions that he's making with a lot of the shot that he does have. He's obviously like not making his threes either. Like for most of this run, even in this series, like he's shot percentage is 35%, which is objectively not good. 50%, which was fine in game 2, 16 points. 36% and then 34%. Like it's also like you have a job. Like and some of this is like Wemby was out there by himself for large stretches of the last game. I think in this game in particular, I think Harper was playing better than him, but they have to give him the touches. And so I think some of this is just De'Aaron Fox is not doing the thing that they asked him to do when they first originally traded for him, which was to be the primary offensive creator next to Wemby. And he's not doing it at a high enough level. And a part of shot making is your job. Like, yes, we get into a tight game and then the other player's guard is able to create and get downhill and it's going like back and forth, which is Anthony Edwards in this game, who was incredible, had his best game in the playoffs with 36 points yesterday, 16 points in the fourth quarter, and also with 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. He was excellent. He was going crazy. I think the issue is that if you're not going to be able to give me the shot making, which is a part of your job, you're also not like a super high level passer. But then, like I said, defensively yesterday, he was not doing his job. He simply was gambling on plays he didn't need to gamble on. Yeah, that's a part of it. Yeah, that's absolutely a part of it. Absolutely.
I think he was good defensively.
I don't think he was bad neither.
But again, what I've learned is that like if people based on reputation, I think that some of this is if it's a 3-point game and all we need you to do is stay in front, but instead you gamble for a steal and they directly score off of that. That's a mental error, obviously, like what we would call an ME.
Is it those wipe up? Because I think that's part of being a defender.
Because it's an inbound. It's an inbound. and if we're down 3 points
Right.
with a minute left, all
Right.
we need to do is get a stop. By you gambling, everybody then had to either cheat or stay home. Now he has a free run to the lane, and he scores on a layup. The very next possession, we're trying to get back into the game. De'Aaron Fox gambles again on another steal,
Which
and
he's
then what
always
happens?
done that, which is what's made
that's
him
not
an
a good
effective
thing.
defender. But which is what I mean. That's
Yeah,
kind of what
I
take
agree
the,
on that part. I don't like.
you kind of you take the good with the bad with De'Aaron Fox, because you talked about his 3-point shooting. Okay, first of all, De'Aaron Fox has never been a great 3-point shooter. He's always been either average or below average. So I kind of accept that.
He's not making his twos
Right.
either.
Okay, but see, that's the difference. Okay, but the difference with him not making his twos, the shots that he's getting, those shots usually.
Hey, fellas, I'm gonna step
Where are the
in right
points
quick
coming from?
because we just got news on Victor Wembanyama. Shams just tweeted and he said there will be no further discipline for Spurs star Victor Wembanyama after elbowing Nas
Tim.
Reed. So,
Okay, real talk.
yeah, no fine either, no suspension, no fine.
Oh,
Wembanyama will play in Game 5 on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Adam
They
Silver
want
has
this boy
no
to be the
balls.
face of the league, so he
No
getting that kind of
balls.
treatment.
I
He
thought they was
ain't
gonna
getting
find him at least.
He ain't getting no suspension, nothing. He just
Damn.
coming back to play. I told y'all they ready to set this guy up to be the guy in the league, bro. And that's the kind of treatment he getting. He just gonna come back and play like nothing happened. That's it.
Well, to be fair, which star do you think would have, like, a superstar would have gotten thrown out in that situation? Do you think? Real talk?
Draymond Green would be. He'd
No,
be sitting
not
for the rest of the
superstar,
series.
superstar.
In 2016, Draymond Green was at that
Was
level.
not a superstar.
So the
You're
best
not
defensive,
throwing
so
out.
the best defensive player in the game. The best defensive player in the game
Yeah.
in Draymond.
Rudy Gobert would have gotten thrown out. I'm saying
I
LeBron,
think everybody would
Curry,
have got suspended. I mean, would have been kicked out of the game yesterday. Every
Yeah,
single
yeah, for
person
sure.
in the NBA would have got
James
kicked
is
out.
getting kicked out of that game.
No, I'm
Anybody,
saying, but like
line 'em up.
suspended. Do you think other superstars would have gotten suspended?
They
the
would have
next
at
game?
least got fined. Swipe.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
you get
No
fined for a flagrant
fine?
anyway. You get fined for a flagrant anyway. To be fair,
It should have been extra. Man,
Wow.
just like you said, the man looked at him and cocked back and hit him
right.
dead in his neck. What are we talking about? He's not going to get a fine, no suspension. He's going to come right back and play. So now, moving forward, looking forward in this series is 2-2. We now know there's no suspension. It's a best 2 out of 3 series now.
And 2 of those 3
Who
games
y'all
are in San
got?
Antonio.
well, I'm still taking
Yeah,
the
2 of
Spurs.
the
They
games
should have
are
won
in San
yesterday.
Antonio. Who y'all got?
I don't know, man. I can't just say the Spurs objectively. Yeah,
I don't know.
because the Timberwolves,
They looking really good. I really like how Finch came through and countered that double. They kept throwing that double at Ant, and it was like, cool, we'll just dump it to him off the ball and still get the switch that we want anyway, right? Have him run off the ball and get it anyway. So I really thought that was really interesting to see that counter. from
Brother,
him.
they don't have Nas. Nas is really like helping them a lot right now. He's making up for a lot of the stuff that Randall isn't doing. Jaden's been not great, but he respectfully hasn't been great scoring, period, in the playoff. But obviously, the defensive stuff is what he does well.
Yeah.
Rudy's been hit or miss. But like Io's not having the same impact. But I think that calf injury obviously is still affecting him.
I thought I
Again,
played good yesterday though.
Ant better have 2 more of these in him. He better have 2 more of these 4 quarters in him. I just don't know if he does. I really don't know if he does.
He already said yesterday that he would have punched on Luke Cornett had he had his legs up under him. And I think the longer this series lasts, I think the more that's going to wear on him in terms of his legs. I think San Antonio is going to win this series. Whether if they win Game 5, I think they go into Minnesota, and I think they end the series.
What's funny though is that I think he's getting better as the series continues.
Yeah.
He's getting more healthier with time. Real talk. Like,
Yeah, I'm not looking at him like, oh, his legs are getting, worse or not getting underneath him. Like he's looking better and better as the series goes. So I don't know.
Don't you think that's relying on his 3-point shooting? Real talk. Yesterday, you feel like that his jump shooting was just.
I mean, he only shot 5 threes yesterday.
Oh, I meant like jump shooting. Period. Like he made a lot of his jumpers yesterday, as opposed to the first few games of the playoffs.
I mean, that's usually how. I mean, he's a jump shooter, so you know what I'm saying. Like he makes jump shots. I don't think that was anything like out
well,
of
I'm
the
thinking
ordinary
like,
for Anthony Edwards.
did he just get hot? Is you know what I mean? Or is that like something that we think it's going to continue?
No, this is reliable shot make. This is why I've been high on Ant as a scorer all year. Anybody that's been watching the Minnesota Timberwolves, these are the kind of buckets he's been getting all season. Hey, Ant, save us hoops has been what the Timberwolves have been doing offensively this year. dribble handoffs with Rudy Gobert that lead to absolutely nothing because everybody and their mama know you can't hit Rudy Gobert with the pocket pass because he ain't gonna do shit with it anyway. So you just double high, then he has to back up. Maybe the guy retreats to Rudy Gobert, and now he has to go one-on-one with gap help, pre-rotation, and this is the kind of buckets he's been getting all season.
I thought only one guard gets that kind of coverage. Real talk.
No,
that's not
there
true.
are multiple guards.
And since we're on the subject of guards, real talk, can you tell me why Coach Finch didn't put Mike Conley back in the game late in the game? What was that about?
I was saying the same thing when they were struggling to get the ball past goddamn half court. I was like,
Samo is not my primary ball handler. He's not. No, he is not.
No,
and I know how you feel about the Samo swiper, and I love him too. But my best ball handler, not only my best ball handler, and one of my best free throw shooters is on the bench. And all we need to do is get the ball in bounds, make free throws, take care of the basketball, and we get out of here. And he's sitting over there watching. I didn't understand.
For Io? You want Io
for somebody out there? All you needed was
Mike Conley needed to be on the floor.
Shooting, good decision making to win the game.
And
they almost blew it.
Yeah, they almost blew that one. No question about it. He should have been on the floor last night.
Well, J-Max, who should have been off?
So that lineup that they had out there,
Nas, Randall.
It was Nas. He took Rudy out for defensive purposes. So he had Nas, he had DeSumo, he had Julius Randle off the floor. Get Julius off the floor. I'm comfortable getting Julius off the floor. Yes.
Yo, real talk. You basically outlined that the series is 2-2. It's essentially best of 3. I do want to inform you guys that this series would 100% be 3-1 if Victor Wembanyama doesn't throw an elbow.
I agree.
We don't know that.
Okay.
Ron just wrapped up in San Antonio.
They're trending that
Chill,
way.
they are. Without Victor Wembanyama,
won plenty of games this year without Victor.
But that's not what happened in the fourth quarter.
Okay, and so that goes more to my point.
Yeah.
If they're capable of winning without Victor Wembanyama, then they're beyond capable of winning. In fact, they are beyond capable of putting a foot in their ass with Victor Wembanyama.
No. You don't think it changed
the
way they
last
were
game, Victor Wembanyama just finally broke out of his shell. Okay, last game, Buddy had 39 and 15. He's averaging 15 rebounds. Chill. The dude who you said wasn't all. Okay, and Luke Cornett's still going to be there. The point I'm making is Victor Wembanyama is by far the best player in this series. Respect to Ant, but he is by far the best player in this series and the most impactful player in this series. What I'm saying is, with Victor Wembanyama on the floor, it hasn't really looked like an even match.
What was he doing? What was he doing yesterday before he tried to kill Nas?
Yeah, 4 points.
We had a ball game. We had a ball game going on. We had a 100% ball game. Ron got this thing where they just clear them. Like Mitch Johnson goes to that small ball lineup, which is ridiculously effective, by the way, especially closing out games with Harper, De'Aaron Fox. He'll go Harper, De'Aaron Fox. Who else am I thinking about? He'll go
Keldon
Harper.
Johnson.
Yes, he'll go Harper.
Devin Vassell, shout out Devin.
Yes,
and Carter Bryant.
Harrison Barnes, Carter Bryant.
Yes, he'll go to that small ball lineup. And what they do is they completely just take out whatever you're doing on the perimeter. And then they'll gang rebound. And it works. In fact, it was working yesterday, except for the fact that Ant made some tough shots. That ain't got shit to do with Wemby. Nothing to do with Wemby. Ant making fall-away threes. That's nothing to do with Wemby. Nothing.
Well, you know what it has to do with Wemby? You know what it has to do with Wemby? So first off, might I add, the Wolves was low-key getting their ass kicked. If Ant don't put his cape on, if Ant does not put his cape on, we are going to be up here trashing the Wolves. We're going to be without their best player, Victor Wembanyama, and on top of that, the guy who, might I add, is the DPOI and makes everybody's life a living hell on the offensive end. So without Vic, they are going back and forth, and really, the Wolves was kind of getting their ass kicked. Ant puts his cape on, they come back, they win the game. They come back.
But keep going.
That's what franchise
they just had a bad third quarter. Okay, well, just have a bad third quarter with Victor Wembanyama, and you might be down 20.
Well, wait a
That-
minute.
But
That's
wait.
Like
What does Victor
Wembanyama
Wembanyama got to do with Anthony Edwards? He's not. You know what I'm saying? What does that got to do with Anthony Edwards?
I actually think Ron got that backwards. I actually think it's what would have changed their offense. Because instead of being a Harper, De'Aaron Fox show, and then they would have Wemby involved in the game, I think that actually would have changed like much of how they were being guarded. In the
Swipe, but
fourth
that's kind of the point I'm making as well. Like with them having a bad third quarter and with the Spurs having Victor Wembanyama, the gap is much bigger. What I'm saying is,
go ahead. Finish what you
well, all I'm saying is, if they can compete with you and almost beat you without Victor Wembanyama, when Wemby plays in Game 5, I'm assuming that the Spurs are going to win by 15
That's
plus.
not how basketball works.
just
and
doesn't.
You know that.
So we didn't watch Game 2 and 3.
So
did we not watch Game 2 and 3?
But Game 3 was a
Game
tight
1.
game.
Well, Game 1 they were dominant with Wemby on the floor
The game
too.
was still in the balance. What are you talking
If
about?
you
It was
let Ron
a tight
tell us, they
game.
wiping the
They
floor with
beat
these
them
dudes.
with Wemby
They're
on the
not.
court. What
Put
are you
the
saying?
100 back up. Put the 100 back up there.
Ron,
No,
ain't got
no,
nothing to do
Put
with
the
that.
100 back up there.
Get your
Put
money
the
back.
put the 100 back
No.
up. No, since it's a tight game.
No, we
No,
not.
since y'all got so
doing
much
that
faith.
shit.
Since y'all got so,
No,
why are we doing
you're
it? Since y'all got so much faith in Minnesota, put your money where your mouth is, or shut up.
No, Ron.
Put your money where your mouth is, or shut up.
Chill. What this
Niggas
is
just up
all
here
this
talking.
Was about. Ron, I mean, chill. This was all this was
That's
about.
not what this is about. What I'm saying is, I don't care about that money. I don't care about that chump ass. I don't care about that chump ass $100. You don't believe in Minnesota like that. No. What this is about is, nigga, you don't believe in Minnesota like that. Nobody up here does.
Betting on it. It's a 50-50 series. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand how y'all are so goddamn sure
don't mean shit
about the Spurs when we've watched the series.
Blowing dough.
What does that mean?
I'm not saying that Minnesota is going to beat the Spurs. That's not what I'm saying. But Game 1, they beat them with Wemby on the court. Game 3, they needed a very special, historic Wemby performance to get out of that game. And is getting.
You think you're getting that
as
every
the
night from
series
him, Ron?
goes on. I don't know why you say
you wasn't about to get that last night. Shit,
Right.
you wasn't doing
What are you
shit.
talking about?
You know what I'm gonna get from Wemby?
What are you going to get from him, Ron?
I'm going to get the highest defensive ceiling in the NBA.
You wasn't getting that
Allegedly.
yesterday.
I'm not-
Allegedly.
You wasn't even getting that yesterday.
The
Do
boy
y'all
wasn't
not
doing
see
shit.
that? Hey, I'm finna say it right now. The Minnesota scores on San Antonio easily and religiously when Rudy Gobert is not on the court, and that's including with Wemby on. As soon as they make Wemby try to guard in space, as soon as they make Wemby have to make closeouts on the three-point line consistently, they get to the basket. They score the ball easily against the Spurs.
Like when
It's
Nas
Rudy
Reed
Gobert.
had him at the long ball line.
Go look at their offensive rating this series with Rudy Gobert on the court. It's atrocious. Why? Because Wemby gets to stand right next to the rim the whole time Rudy Gobert's on the court. But as soon as they go Nas Reed and they go Julius Randle, even though he's been a bum, you still have to guard Julius Randle. And when he's helping off Nas Reed, guess what? Swing, three. And they lucky
Real talk.
Jaden McDaniels can't throw a goddamn rock in the ocean right now.
Real
He's
talk.
been trash.
Real talk. Are they gonna bench Rudy Gobert?
No, they're not. Okay.
All
What's
right
your point,
then.
Ron?
Spurs in
But he
6.
can decrease his
But
minutes.
nobody.
Spurs
you arguing
in
two different
6.
things. This is what you're doing. You arguing two different things. What you trying to sell? I don't think there's anybody up here that doesn't think the Spurs are going to win this series. I think that they're going to win this series. Ron, you think that they mopping these dudes? They're not clearly better than them. They're not.
They're not clearly better than them, but
They're
nobody's
not clearly
taking
better than them.
it. Okay. All right.
I'm saying it.
I'll
What
sit
do you
there already. I
understand?
don't know
So
who's gonna win this
50-50,
shit.
nigga. That means either team
It's
can win.
not
Just because we don't wanna play-
50-50.
just because we're
Well,
not
obviously,
saying, Minnesota's
obviously
for
either
sure
team.
gonna win.
I don't
Doesn't
think
mean
it's
we're saying
50-50.
Hey,
I don't think it's
obviously
50-50.
either team can win. They're both NBA teams. They're both playing in a game that's 48
No,
minutes.
that's not the same.
Anything
Hey,
can happen.
hold on,
I'm saying
Ron.
there is a
Hey,
clear
I'll
gap
take
over.
between
Don't
the
put-
Spurs and the Wolves.
There's not. Hey, Ron, first of all, real quick, don't put that raggedy ass hand up on the screen. But I'll take that $100 for sure. I want that. No, please put your hand down, please. I want that.
Come on.
I want that.
Yeah.
Shake on it.
Just fist bump, please. I don't want to touch that. Bro.
Come on.
There we go. I want that 100. I want mine in all fives too.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna do you one better. All ones. Just for you.
Cool.
In the game last night with Rudy Gobert on the court, They had a 106 offensive rating, 106.7. With him off the court, they had a 128.2. This pattern has continued. This has been a trend in this series. Rudy Gobert gets off the court. Minnesota gets to score the ball because all 5 guys now have to be defended. They were actually even better defensively with Rudy Gobert off the court last night as well. So Finch was able to identify this.
Doesn't that have to do with Wemby not being on the floor, don't you think? Yesterday?
I said this has been a trend throughout the series, so that would mean. But anyway.
You said yesterday. I'm saying, had it been the same for every game with Wemby on the floor?
You saw what?
Had it been the same for every game with Wemby on the floor?
They're a harder team to. I've been saying this all year. They're a harder team to guard when Rudy Gobert is off the court. They're a harder team to guard because they can go 5 out essentially.
Yes,
when Rudy Gobert is off the court because they go small with Randall and Naz Reid.
And
but
Wemby
last
can't
night
just
though,
stand
last
in the
night
lane.
I
And
liked.
Wemby can't just stand in the lane like he would against Houston. He can't,
especially so when Wemby not being
the defense.
Wemby not being there though. Last night I liked that big lineup. I liked the Ant, J Mac, Nas, Julius, Rudy. I was feeling that big lineup. I mean,
All right, fellas.
I feel where you're coming from, not being able to do it with Wemby, but I liked it last night though.
Well, we definitely gonna see what's gonna happen in Game 5. It's playoff basketball. Series is tied 2-2. Once again, y'all, this is the most wonderful time of the year. I can't wait to see what happens in this series. We will definitely be back to report what happens in Game 5. However, we still have more things to talk about. The NBA is giving us a lot right now. So we're going to get to a couple of these other topics, but we're going to do it by way of some of these super chats. So I have a $20 super chat. Here we go. This is the one I've been looking for. Actually, Teddy Hart, I'll get to your $20 super chat in a second. I got to make a stop by my man, S. Molly. Sent through $19.99 and said, good morning, y'all. Wish your boy a happy birthday. Big 21. SGA faced major backlash for what he did to Reeves, rightfully so. But Wemby turns, looks at Nas, and elbows his throat. But he gets a pass from the hoop community?
I don't think most people are giving him a pass at all.
A lot of people.
Or Spurs fans are, but that's just the nature of the beast. They're fans.
I don't know. I think I make it a little worse than it actually was, but I hear y'all.
Happy birthday, S. Molly. Y'all giving Wemby a pass? Anybody?
Grow some balls, Adam. You know what I'm saying? Just grow a pair, bro.
At least Wemby didn't do this afterward. Like, what did I do?
All right, the next super chat is $20 from Teddy Hart. Teddy said the Wizards should do similar to what the Celtics did in the Tatum draft. Trade back to number 2, let the Jazz keep AJ in the state of Utah and make them attach either 2 future picks or Ace Bailey to make it happen, ... and still get Darren Peterson.
The difference there is that GM is not going for who's Utah's GM? I forget the single name all the time.
Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge is not going for that, right? He did the first one. He's not.
You do understand, like what Teddy Hart just said. You do understand that that's a fleece that Philly put on the Boston. I mean, that Boston put on Philly.
Yeah.
And the guy that's in Utah was the one who orchestrated that.
There you go.
Why the hell would Washington, who saw them do that? I'm all ears to hear that.
Well, Chill, do you think there's a world though if if they are in a situation though where it's like, look, we're at number 1, you want AJ to bounce second, AJ to bounce fits what you want with Utah. We actually, we'll say, hey, we love AJ. It's going to be a lot for us to get off him, but we really want Darren. But we are more than willing to let you slide into 1. What would you think it would take to be able to coax the Wizards off of that pick? Chill. Is that 3 first? Are we talking 3 unprotected firsts in the future?
I don't think it's anything that would, especially when it comes to Danny Ainge, nothing.
Yeah, weird.
They're not.
You don't think Danny would want to pay anything to move up to 1 to get AJ?
He would, but the Wizards ain't interested in doing no deals with Danny Ainge. No.
What if the Wizards just take Darren Peterson anyway?
No,
They
I'm
could just
saying
take
you
Darren
can
Peterson
get
anyway.
at. Well, most people think that the AJ is the hottest commodity. So I'm saying, like, if you knew the Utah Jazz wanted AJ, and then you could sell that you wanted AJ, then you could essentially coax somebody to come up and get that number 1 overall.
The Jazz should be good where they're at anyways. I think Darren Peterson is clearly the better fit than AJ. I'm not saying he's going to be a better player because I don't think he will be. But in terms of what they're doing, they have 3 7-footers over there and an up-and-coming point guard. what that team clearly needs is shooting.
Backcourt next year?
It should be Darren Peterson and Keontae George.
And Ace Bailey coming off the bench.
I said that before the season started.
Maybe I don't because I don't know if Darren Peterson's going to be better than Ace Bailey. I don't know, but if he slots into what he's profiled to be, his shooting ability is what unlocks what they have going on. Like, yes, Laurie can shoot, Jaren can shoot, but when you add somebody like Darren Peterson, who his strongest asset is his 3-point shooting ability, that next to everything that they have going on, that is what they want.
They got a monster in Bryce Sensabaugh on the bench who had 40 points last year, and then on top of that, adding Kyle Filipowski, who's good, and then on top of that, Isaiah Collier. That's a nice team.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they tried next year, they could win 45 games. If they actually want to try.
To be honest with you, I think Utah's making the playoffs next year. I think
like a play-in or playoff like top 8.
Trailblazers did. They're going to play. Utah's doing that next year.
Where the Blazers going?
They're gonna play their way into the playoffs.
Where the Blazers going?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good summer.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my friend right here gonna have a good time this summer.
What do you mean where the Blazers going? I think the Blazers are gonna get better, and I think they're gonna move up
into the playoffs.
Yes, I do. I do think
so. Where the Mavericks and them going? Where's all the other teams going?
Well, those guys are
the Mavericks.
Dallas.
If they're healthy next year,
Dallas is a lot further behind the Trailblazers.
They are.
Yes, they are. They're behind.
Y'all know Kyrie's
they got the 8th pick this year, 9th.
Yeah,
9th, I believe. Wait, they got the 7th?
No, the King.
Atlanta got the 8th pick.
And I'm telling you this right now: if your bum, not you, your bum owner and franchises puts their greasy stink hands on Darius A. Cuff Jr., I am throwing a riot. Leave him alone.
What's the why? Because
they're gonna ruin him.
Hold on, wait a second. Y'all say this shit all the time.
I'm telling you, I'm squaring up.
All right, I heard what you said. We have not ruined anybody.
Yes, you have.
Just hold on, bro. Hold on, Swiper. I don't got time. I don't know. You don't even know. No, I need y'all to stop yelling and actually just talk for a second.
Okay, let's talk.
Marvin Bagley kept getting hurt.
Okay.
He was when he wasn't hurt, he was playing well. He kept getting hurt.
Anthony Carter's child, Devin.
He's a bum.
Murray, who is good as a rookie, and
that's the thing. So you got to understand basketball, Swiper. Keegan Murray is still a good basketball player, and he kept
compete with DeMar DeRozan.
Come on, bro. God damn, bro. God, shit.
What would you draft me this high for if you're gonna bring DeMar DeRozan in here?
So I personally don't think that they've been wrecking anybody. I just think that they've made wrong picks.
These are good basketball. We've had good basketball players.
I beg to differ on that. I think you guys have just been making bad picks.
And that's my other point. If you go in the past, like in 2010s, that was just bad pick after bad pick after bad pick after bad pick.
Davion Mitchell.
Then we were making good picks. We had good players. If ruining them means that we traded them,
Davion with the Heat. He's hooping now. What happened?
They didn't.
He was hooping with us.
You traded him for fucking crispy.
Okay, so Swiper, how is that ruining somebody? Y'all don't even know what the hell y'all be talking about half the time. Just saying
I'm talking real sense.
No, bro, just stop, bro. Stop yelling. Stop yelling for a second.
No, let's talk on my face. Name me a player you drafted in this private.
Tyrese Halliburton,
Jamal Shead is drafted. He's drafted. He's in Toronto.
De'Aaron Fox. All these dudes are good basketball players. How did these dudes get ruined?
He's
like how did these dudes get ruined? What are you talking about?
Just to clarify, your argument is not that you're ruining players. You're just giving them away.
They got. Yeah, I don't think trading Tyrese Halliburton to Indiana is ruining him, especially because he was playing great with us. Davion Mitchell was playing great basketball with us. He got traded. That's not ruining a player. Marvin Bagley is the guy that y'all keep doing this about. And Marvin Bagley was getting hurt. He got hurt like 3-4 times in the first season. Next season he got hurt. And the reason he left is because him and his pops and the whole thing with the management and stuff like that. That's a part of it. So if you want to say we ruined Marvin Bagley because we couldn't keep him healthy.
All right,
Fine.
so let's change the verbiage, Ox. Maybe ruining isn't the word we're looking for. How about you don't really know what you're doing with these guys?
They don't know what they're doing.
How
They
about-
ruin, don't know what they're doing,
Okay, so
mismanaged,
ruining
fighting
guys.
fans,
You're not
blaming
managing
fans,
them.
not
You're
playing
not managing
defense,
them.
drafting
That's-
premium players, bringing old bums to play over them. Now you're throwing them off a rhythm, trading good players like Davion and Hallie. Oh, let's do this with a bunch of Sabonis. And then you get these players and you can't make the playoff. You suck. That organization is poorly ran.
Of course
Vivek
they
doesn't know
suck.
what he's doing.
How does
Vivek doesn't know what he's doing.
But how is that
Who is
ruining
that- who is that
players?
ruining
You
players?
draft
Swiper?
Darius. You draft
Swiper, how is
Darius
that ruining
Acuff. I'm
players?
squaring up.
How was that ruining players?
Swiper though. Swiper.
No,
to
no, no,
your
no.
initial point.
I want him. Let him answer the question. How was that
I've already
ruining
explained it.
players?
I've already
You
explained it.
didn't explain shit. That you
Destroy
still-
value. You ruined the development process. Why is Murray playing next to Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan? Why are his minutes up in here? Why all of a sudden do I look terrible? I look horrible. Horrible.
No, he might look
All right,
terrible
all right.
to you, but Keegan Murray is not
All right,
terrible.
all right,
That's the
all
thing.
right.
See, that's the difference
not
about
making
knowing what the fuck you talking
threes,
about. That's
but
that's
he's
not,
not-
that's the difference between knowing what the fuck you talking about and just saying shit. Like there's a thin line between that, Swiper. Like you clearly don't know what you're talking about.
Ox,
Sure,
what
sure,
was-
It's
sure.
like it's like
Touch,
it's like
touch
it's like
Darius Acuff and see what happens. That's all I'm saying.
it's like if the Denver Nuggets were ruining players because Christian Brown sucks. Is that
You know what I said about Christian Brown?
Okay, so it's not about what you say. I don't give two fucks about what how you think
Well, I'm
about
telling
it.
you about your organization. I'm
telling
telling you.
I'm talking
You
about
think
what's
you-
happening.
4,
That's
5
like
Fs. I'm
oh,
telling
now
you,
you want to yell. Oh,
organization.
now you want to yell. Now you want to yell.
That's why you go win.
I'll wait till you run
do it.
out. Go ahead.
I'm talking about Vivek. Vivek, he stinks. He stinks. You ruin players.
Okay.
Don't touch Darius. Ox, look at me. Do
I
not
just want you to
touch
hurry up. I just want you to
Darius
hurry up.
Acuff.
I just
Don't
want you to
touch
hurry
it.
up.
Swiper
Oh,
though.
no, wait, because I want to know is Zeke Naji ruined? Is Christian Brown ruined? Are these what's the light skinned kid that y'all was talking about?
Peyton Watson?
Not Peyton Watson.
Oh.
Not Peyton Watson. Another one.
Strother.
Is he ruined? You know, like are these guys ruined? So
Y'all focus.
do y'all ruin players?
Focus. With that being said,
No. Answer the motherfucking question, Swiper. Pick your head up.
Okay, so what was the plan?
Chill, no. Swiper, answer the question. Is Najee, Christian Brown, these dudes ruined?
I don't think Najee should have got $8 million a year. I've been clear on this.
Not with
I
that.
never
Is
should have got
Najee
that. money.
ruined?
Very
He
direct
absolutely has been a bust. 100%.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Damn.
Yes.
Not a question.
Is Christian Brown
I don't
ruined?
think Christian $25 million a year.
Is he ruined?
I didn't ask you what you think he should
I
have.
asked you that.
I didn't ask you what you think he should have.
That's like
You
me
shut
being
up.
wrong.
Are they ruined?
You shut up. Ron, get this dude out of here. Don't tell me to shut up. You're here to listen to us talk. You shut up.
Are they ruined? Are they
You
ruined?
shut up. I don't
Who?
you tell
Who
me
you
to shut
talking
up.
to?
You shut up. Matter of fact, get out. Get him out, Ron.
Who you
Get out.
talking to?
He shut
Who?
up. Get him out.
Well,
Get
chill,
out.
he didn't say shut up. He actually said hush.
I
but
don't care. Get
Point
out.
still remains. I
Get
got
out.
you. I got you.
Get out.
Oh, don't worry about it, Swiper. Swiper, don't worry about it.
That's another good one. That's another good one. Drink is Deron Holmes ruined?
One smelly.
Yo, Swiper, because
Oh,
clearly,
Swiper don't
he's
win.
clearly he's dancing around this. But
this is
Swiper,
rookie year. What are you talking about? Hush up.
Swiper, though, Swiper.
No. Ron, you think I'm playing? I'm
Swiper.
not kidding. No,
No,
Ron.
but
listen,
this
I need you to
Swiper,
listen to
Ryan,
me.
yes or no, Swiper? Are you
Ron,
gonna start a
if you touch Darius Acuff and put him next to that trash can of a franchise, I am squaring up on everybody in Sacramento that works for the organization.
I
It's a fight.
understand. I understand reasons why you wouldn't like for him to go there. However, I actually believe that Sacramento is the best place for Darius Acuff.
Why, Ron?
The way that he plays, he needs the ball in his hand.
Okay.
There's no other team that he can go to, and that's excluding the top four because we know he's not going top four. So when you start looking at these other teams, that is the perfect place for him to go to, start day one, get the ball in his hand day one, and be able to do whatever he wants to. He literally will go to Sacramento and it will be the Darius Acuff
Who's
show.
on the team right now?
It's not about that, Swiper. It's
Who's
not
on
about
the
that.
team?
What I'm saying is Darius Acuff is highly talented. He showed us that when you put the ball in his hands, he can not only score, but he can play make at a high level. We seen him at Arkansas. He was able to run the show, and it was able to be Darius Acuff's show. He can step into Sacramento from day one and do that.
And be the primary ball handler?
If he goes anywhere else, I don't know if that'd be the case.
He'll be a primary ball handler in the Kings.
If he goes to the Nets,
I don't hate this logic, Swiper. I don't.
If he goes to the Nets,
LaVine and DeMar are there.
He's gonna have,
is there,
and they're gonna space the floor and sit back and wait for Darius Acuff to get him the ball.
The only issue with any of this is the fact that they put the ball in DeMar DeRozan's hands as the primary ball handler. That's the only issue. Now, if you were to get a kid like Acuff and get DeMar off the ball out the way, and if Domantas Sabonis can actually play basketball this season, well, it'll look all right. But the other thing too that what y'all do with a lot of time, and it's not just with the Kings, it's with every franchise. So this isn't about the Kings anymore. This is about the way y'all look at these babies, the way y'all look at these kids. Y'all see them do something in college, and then they get drafted to a team, and they actually suck. They're not anywhere near as good as y'all think they were going to be, and then y'all want to blame the team. Like
what?
It's not. What do you mean? What is this? This is not a confusing thing, Swiper. This is just simple.
I'm going to blame him for if he's trash.
No. You're not listening. You want to be stuck on that. I'm talking about basketball prospects. Basketball prospects. You watch a kid play basketball against other 18, 19, and 20-year-olds. They get to the NBA, and they're not as good as y'all thought they were going to be, and then y'all blame it on these franchises. Y'all say, oh, you didn't develop him. No, this kid's not a good basketball player.
Ain't that your fault, though, Ox? You the one who drafted him.
No, it's not.
Chill. Sometimes kids just
everybody
aren't as good as you think they were.
That's just not the point.
So you made a mistake then. So that's
yeah. And there's nothing wrong with making a mistake. There's nothing wrong with it.
Cool.
Like, I mean, it's something wrong with it, but there's nothing wrong with it.
I will be very reasonable with you. If Darius Acuff gets drafted to the Mavericks at 9 and he sucks, I'll be very reasonable with you. If Darius Acuff goes to the Chicago Bulls at 5 and he sucks, I'll be very reasonable. But Ox, what I won't be reasonable with you with, if he gets drafted to the Kings and he sucks, there'll be no reasonality between us. It's fisticuffs. It's fisticuffs immediately.
You don't want that. So stop saying it, please. Stop saying that.
Clearly he wants it. All right.
No, you don't. Don't talk yourself into some shit that you ain't ready for. All right. Like, relax. Relax.
But fellas, I do want to. So we're talking about the draft, obviously. For those that don't know, hold on.
He gonna end up going to the Clippers before he come to us.
He's not gonna go to the Clippers. Darius Acuff?
I don't think so.
They have Darius Garland.
I'm not saying he's good. I'm just saying, like, let's talk about that 5th pick.
Well, I'm about to put this on the screen right now. So for everybody that doesn't know, obviously the draft lottery was yesterday. Yep. These are the results of the lottery. I'm gonna read it from 1 to 14. The Washington Wizards got gifted. Well, they won the lottery and they got the number 1 overall pick. Number 2, you got the Utah Jazz. Number 3, the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 4, the Chicago Bulls. Number 5, Los Angeles Clippers. Number 6, the Brooklyn Nets. Number 7, Sacramento Kings. At 8, the Atlanta Hawks. 9, Dallas Mavericks. 10, the Milwaukee Bucks. 11, Golden State Warriors. 12, Oklahoma City Thunder. 13, Miami Heat. And 14, the Charlotte Hornets.
For the Miami Heat, basically.
Do y'all know how mad Chill is right now?
Watch it. Why?
You know, Chill is furious right now. I'll tell you why. Because Chill wanted the Clippers to get that.
I thought it was going to happen.
So that OKC can have that.
I thought it was happening.
So bad.
You got the number 6.
OKC.
Like,
you want OKC to
win the fucking lottery.
No. It's not that. It's not that he just wanted OKC to get it. He wanted OKC to get it via the Clippers.
But why would you want that?
Why word?
Because this summer would have been unbearable.
Okay, but they got 12 and 17. They're already low. Bro, and by the way,
that's not the point,
one.
Swipe. I think you're missing the point.
No, I know. It's another chance to hate on the Clippers. It wouldn't be funny to anybody else but Chill.
The Clips gonna clip.
It wouldn't be funny to anybody else but Chill, dude. They're gonna draft Cam Carr at 12 or 17, bro, and they're gonna be an absolute nightmare. I'm telling y'all right now, real talk, lock it in. He is somehow going to fall to OKC at 17. Everybody's gonna be like, well, I don't know. He's 6'5". He's not the best ball. He's gonna fall, and then everybody's gonna be like, why did they get him? They're gonna have him sitting right next to J-Dub and SGA and Chet. And they're not gonna have a single defensive weakness on the floor. And everybody can guard at an elite level and they can shoot. It's gonna be nonsense.
I mean, hey, it's called good team building. You know what I'm saying? Denver should try it.
Yo,
they haven't had a lottery pick in
But
a long
before we get back to the super chats, is there anything in this lottery order that surprised you guys? Because I know something that is glaring, but is there anything that's glaring to you guys?
What are
Yeah, the Miami Heat,
wait a second. What's gonna happen to Cam Boozer?
What do you mean what's going to happen to him? Memphis is taking him at 3. Yes, that's what's going to happen.
Zach
to him.
Edey and Boozer and
Coward.
I'm really not mad at that.
Zach Edey, Coward.
I like that
Boozer,
for
the kid
for
from
Cam.
the
the dude that shit up Jalen Wells.
Yeah, Wells.
Yeah.
Yep. And
No, they need to trade Ja and get
Jerome.
Darius Acuff. That's what they need to do. They
You
need
know,
to
I
trade
was
Ja,
just about to say
get
that, Ox.
Darius Acuff, and so Chicago can get Cam Boozer.
on check.
I can take Caleb Wilson, bro.
Yeah, that's their guy. That's absolutely
Montes
their
with
guy.
Caleb
I mean,
Wilson, bro?
Wilson might go number 3 too, though, y'all. Like that's
Yeah, I like Wilson in Memphis next to Edey.
You would take Wilson over Boozer?
I would.
I like
Yes.
I like Wilson.
I
I like
100%
Caleb at 5. I like Caleb
The
at
Clippers.
I damn near like Caleb at 2, but you know we got a log jam there. So,
I
you know,
like Caleb. I like Caleb.
Shit.
I like Caleb in Washington, but we're not doing that. I do. I know we're not doing that, but I love him in Washington on that front line. Yes,
Caleb Wilson is going to be a better pro than Cam Boozer. That's not saying that Cam Boozer
I
isn't
think
going
he
to
is
be
too.
good, but
Mhm.
So
I'm
what?
just
So the
very high on
Pacers
him.
just didn't get nothing.
Nope.
That's why he was.
Well, they got
apologizing to
they got
people?
Zach Edey. That's what they got. They got Zach, not Zach Edey. I'm sorry, Zach
Zubac.
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 They got Zubac. I'm sorry,
That's
they
what
got
they
Zubac.
wanted.
Yeah, they got
But
Zubac.
they had to give a Benny in order to make it work in case the Clippers didn't get a pick. So they got
Yeah.
robbed.
Yeah, they
They
got
definitely
Zubac.
got robbed. But, no, Zubac a good player, obviously,
Yeah.
but they had to get
It
anywhere.
was a risk, Swiper.
So,
It was
so
a
wait. Can one of you guys break down the full scenario for people that don't know?
So when the Pacers and the Clippers made the trade, the Clippers traded them Ivica Zubac. That's a primary trade option.
Sure.
But then they traded for the potential of getting pick 1 or 5 through 9 from the Pacers. The Pacers, if the pick would have fallen between 1 and 4 or 10 to 30, they would have kept their pick. They only gave themselves wiggle room from 5 to 9.
Huge
But what
risk.
happened is because they had to play the odds, the Clippers then said that the way that we're going to make this work is we're giving you Zubac, but we need a premium player back in return in case we don't get any picks, and you get Zubac and a pick. So then they got Benedict Mathurin, which was a great selection by them, very good young wing. They got Isaiah Jackson, who was coming off an Achilles injury, who also was a very good, I would say 4.
He a rotation player.
He was
He a
solid.
rotation guy.
Yeah.
Sure. All
He
right.
then
stepped
they
in to play some
also
good
got-
minutes for him late in the season.
They did. They also got the rights to 5 to 9. And it just so happened that the lottery odds were on their side. All they had to do was somehow get pick 10, the Pacers get the pick. Pick 4, 3, 1, or 2, the Pacers get the pick. The lottery ball, 1 ball short,
That's it.
fell to the Clippers. And now the Clippers, they have turned their team in to Darius Garland, Benedict Mathurin, on top of having John Collins on the roster, on top of having Brook Lopez on the roster. Now they also get to add an additional premium player at 5, which could be Kingston Fleming, Acuff, or whoever. I don't know. We'll see what they end up doing. They're going to have a really, 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 really good draft pick coming back into town.
And for the Clippers, I mean, for Indiana, it was a risk, Ox, 100%. And the risk was worth
crazy.
It was a big time risk, and it was probably worth the reward because if I end up getting Zubac and I get to keep and I get to keep my top 4 pick or my pick from 10 to 30, that's huge for us. And what's the odds, considering how bad we were? What's the odds of us dropping out of the top 4? We probably are not. We're going to be bad, right? We're going to be really
They
bad.
had the number 2 odds going into the draft. I want to say,
It
Chill,
was
something
number
like
2 or number 3, something like that. So what's the odds of us not getting the top 4 pick? We probably are going to get a top 4 pick. So we're basically giving up. We're giving up Benny. We're giving up. This is what we're doing, Ron. We're giving up Benny, Isaiah for Zubac, and our top 4 pick that we're going to end up keeping. That's what we're doing. And unfortunately, the top 4 pick didn't work out. But with having Halliburton back, we're getting Zubac. We're getting Siakam. Like, there's still going to be a damn
Aaron
good team.
Nesmith,
They're
Nembhard.
going to be a playoff team next year. I think they're going to be right back in the middle of the Eastern Conference next year. Right back in the middle of it. It just so happened that the odds didn't work out for him.
Yeah,
in that
Zubac is
particular
better
situation.
than Miles Turner.
Yes, he
So
is.
like they're
He's
getting
better,
Absolutely.
but I don't know if he's going to make them a better team than what Miles Turner provided. The thing that made Indiana such a special team, especially come postseason, is the fact that they could basically go 5 out and push pace, and everybody could hit threes in the playoffs, and Miles Turner could shoot from all over the 3-point line. Like, this is going to be a very different dynamic for them with Zubac. I do think that like changes the dynamic of the
their
team
defense. You think their defense
quite
will be better?
drastically, actually.
Real talk.
Potentially, sure.
I still think they'll be good though. Real talk. It's just gonna
Yeah, they're
look a
going to be
little
good.
different.
I'm not saying they're not
'Cause
going to be good. I'm saying
Zubac's a
it's
better player than
difference,
Miles
it's a
Turner.
different look. Yeah, it's going to be.
And so like coach is just gonna have to figure some things out. I don't think Zubac's actually gonna be the problem. What the problem's gonna be, but keep in mind they also lost Benedict Mathurin too. So they're gonna need somebody else to step up in that role coming off the bench, a guy that can get you 20 to 30 on any given night. So that's gonna be huge too. But the biggest thing, the most glaring thing is obviously Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles. Like he has to come back and play at that level. Otherwise, it's no hope for the Indiana Pacers. They might be right back here next year if he can't, put it together and get back to, what he was looking like in 2024, 25.
Remember too, he was take that medicine. He said he was going to make him like put on all that weight and stuff too. So you got to see if he can just get healthy besides the Achilles
Yeah.
too.
Drago wanted to clarify, Shield, that there's a 52% odd that they would have gave up the pick. So 52-48 odds they kept to give it up. Just for clarification there.
So chances make champions, man.
But it's still
Man, you
50-50.
gotta take- I think you have to take a chance. Yes, you do. You 100% have to take a chance on that, and why not?
So
They
what
still
are we
gonna-
looking
they
at with
still
the
gonna- It's not like they are, I don't know, New Orleans, where New Orleans basically doesn't have any hope in what they're doing. They not any hope. That's a bit of a stretch. It's not like they're a team that's not going to be right back in the middle of it. They get their best player back. They get one of the best defensive bigs in the game and a great finisher around the rim. They get one of the best transition players in the game back. They get Nesmith back. They're going to be right back in the middle of this thing next year. So it's not like they're going to be bad. They're going to be really good.
Can we address the elephant in the room, Chill? Because real talk, you're in your late 20s, so you remember some of
He's
this.
calling you an elephant?
Jay, I don't
It's
know
not
how
what
old
he
you.
said, Ron.
How do you?
I'll be 26 next month.
Okay, so you're 10 years, about almost 10 years younger than me. Okay, well 10 years younger. Ron's my age. But how did Joe Dumars, author the worst just fleece, that happened in 2003 with the Darko Milicic thing? He saw Darko come in for a workout. He had Wade, real talker Mello. He saw Darko come in for a workout. That guy, give me Darko. Okay, sold. Change the Pistons. Okay, they could have had Mello or Wade. They would have been cooking. They traded for Derek Queen last year, picks 5 and 8, including the Hallie trade, because Hallie, they didn't know it was her at the time. It was a mix of stuff. They lost picks 5 and 8 last year for Derek Queen.
Yep.
And you telling me they could have had 5 and 8 this year?
Yep.
How would they have had 5
Zion
and 8?
and Trey and Herb?
How would they have had 5 and 8?
Because
Because
they go ahead.
didn't they like trade up or something?
Derek Queen is good.
They traded up for Derek Queen.
Thank you. Yeah, word.
No, they would have only had the 8th pick. Atlanta.
No, because they had traded already. They had traded the Pacers pick. They had traded the Pacers pick as well. So I'm saying they gave up that Pacers pick and then ended up like losing that one plus the 8 one.
But that
were
wasn't
different
involved
deals.
with the they were so they were different
I know,
deals.
but I'm
You
saying
can't-
they were both Joe Dumars situations.
With Derek Queen, the only thing you can attach to him, they basically traded the 8th pick for Derek Queen. I'm not gonna lie. I don't believe that the 8th pick in this draft is going to be better than Derek Queen.
I don't either, Ron.
If I
Derek
had
Queen
the
is
8th
really
pick,
good.
Derek Queen is very, very good.
as of right now, seeing what I seen from Derek Queen, I would trade the 8th pick. If I was Atlanta, I would trade the 8th pick back to get Derek Queen.
Alfred Sengun variant, bro.
And Alfred Sengun is going to be better than the 8th pick in this draft.
We'll see.
If-
Better and more useful for winning are two different things.
But just
Alfred
for context,
Sengun is
That's fair.
Alfred Sengun is a player that could be a number 1 on a mid team. That's what Alfred Sengun is. Maybe
He don't
Derek
got to be the
Queen-
number 1 though.
Maybe Derek Queen is that, but Derek Queen is an undersized center who can't play defense, and gives you a good bounce pass every now and again. Like, look, good salute to them.
Real talk.
If that's their center of the future, salute to the New Orleans.
but hold on, they could have had Nate Ahmed, Darius Acup, Wagglers, Mike Brown, Phylons, and that Yaxel's in that, Steinbach's in that, Quainton's in that. All of those players next to Herb and next to Trey and next to Zion would have been great additions to the roster. Now, obviously, they're all rookies, so you have to like grow them and develop them and draft correctly. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, just for me, they could have got Jeremiah Fears last year, added another one of these bigs, like that has less defensive issues too. And then you have next to Zion with Trey and Herb, they could have been a monstrous defensive unit.
I mean, I get what you guys are saying. You guys are low on Derek Queen. I'm completely opposite.
Peak
I'm
Derek Queen to y'all. I'm sorry.
Derek Coleman.
What's peak Nate Mint? Well, I mean, Nate Mint. If Nate Mint puts it together, he could be nice. But I don't know. I like
Derek Coleman.
Derek on the offensive end. He got it.
Yeah,
like he got it.
And at the number 8 pick, Ron, if we wait a minute, if we being honest,
Derek Queen is tough, bro.
The big guy in Michigan. If they take him at 8, I think he works great in New Orleans at the 5 spot. Not the swing man, but I think he. I know
who you're talking about. A day, I think.
Yeah, I think that big guy is great for them. Yeah, I don't know if he Derek Queen good.
Yeah, Drago also.
I do like him.
Remember, they traded They traded 2 picks. It was the 23rd last year and the 8th pick this year. So remember, they had to trade the pick that they had and the pick they were going to have in the future.
Who was 23rd last year?
Last year, NBA draft was 2025. That would have been 2000. So 23 overall last year. That was Asa. That it? Asa Newell that last year?
Yeah.
Asa Newell. But then Asa Newell, but just for context, just so we can understand, Nick Clifford was there, Jace Richardson was there, Hugo Gonzalez got drafted at 28. Like, you know, there were some good players there.
What's good, Damo?
You greasy neck
You
bastard.
greasy neck motherfucker. Boy, I'm happy to see you, man. What up, boy?
How y'all doing?
Come on, right next to me. Come on, what's up?
My dude Damo popping up like Candyman. Say his name 5 times.
What up, baby?
How y'all doing?
Hey, man. Jay was on your head early to start.
Oh, I didn't even start yet, nigga. Shit.
He was on your head,
I
man.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have noticed. I don't.
Is
wouldn't
there
know.
a reason why you came up here dressed like a perverted magician? What the fuck do you have on, Damo?
First of all,
What's happening right now?
Hey, listen.
What is going on?
Hey, listen.
And a suede neck.
What is happening?
No shirt underneath. Last time I checked, I pay for everything in this motherfucker. So I can wear what I want. Last time I checked, no one in here pay my bills. So I thought I could wear what I want in the comfort of my home. If I want to go suede velvet Versace red vest on my bare naked chest, I've earned the right to do that, my brother.
Here's the difference with that, though, Swipe. Here's the difference with that, though, Damo. You don't have to subject us to that, though. Like that
This is Peruvian Scottish mink.
100%.
You don't even know what that
And I'm
is.
not arguing that.
Talk,
You don't
Damo.
even know what that is.
Talk that talk, Damo.
Y'all know Versace? Y'all know Versace? His little cousin made this.
I mean, Versace.
Verminci. His little cousin Verminci made this. This is a Verminci original. That's all you got to worry about. How y'all do? I already know. Matter of fact, we don't even gotta do all this. Look, Jay. Congratulations. Y'all beating up the Sixers. Y'all beating up the Sixers. Congratulations.
My
The
best
Sixers
player
are at
better than your best player.
Okay, all right.
He was
You
a
right.
negative 24 in 2 out of his
You
3
right.
fucking games.
Hey, brother,
That's
hey,
your
brother,
man.
hey,
You
brother,
said that.
hey, brother. You know what? You right. Because the last time I put the last time I put faith in that bum franchise, they did this exact thing to me. So I deserve this. You get it off. I deserve it. I deserve it,
buddy. And I'm gonna let you have it. Guess what? Jalen Brunson cleared the fuck out of Tyrese Maxey, dragged him the whole series. That nigga was a non-factor. Joel Embiid, you would have been better off just having Dembona play 25 minutes and having Andre Drummond play the rest of the fucking game. Because he was fucking awful on defense. There was no reason for him to be on the fucking floor. Paul George was good for a stretch of 2 games for 6 minutes apiece. Congratulations. That was awesome. Quentin Grimes did okay. Kelly Oubre surprised me. He was actually pretty good during the series. So shout out to Kelly Oubre. Not a match for Jalen Brunson. OG didn't even have to play because we had 4 home games, so we only needed him for 2 of them shits. Mikal Bridges played out of his fucking mind that series. We didn't even need Cat the whole game. He could be in foul trouble. So what? Mitchell Robinson played awesome. Miles McBride, Deuce McBride, oh my fucking God. GTA, oh my fucking God. It must suck to be a Lakers fan for you right now to watch the Knicks just absolutely clear a team while you guys struggle to even reach 100 points in a fucking series. That's what I got for you, Damo. Good to see you, man.
Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah, for now. I'll see you in the PCL, though.
Absolutely. What happened last time we was in the PCL? My fault. What happened last time?
It was neck and neck.
It was neck and neck. Who won?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Winning is subjective.
Exactly. Listen, man, I'm so happy that this second round victory can be celebrated like a Super Bowl for Knicks fans.
We're going to the
finals.
finals. We're going to the finals. It's a clear road to the finals.
Hey.
It's a clear road to the finals.
Going to the finals. You know what? I would be excited about just going to the finals the last time my team won. Phil Jackson was on the team. I understand it. I understand it. Listen, congratulations. Congratulations.
Your team is congratulations.
Listen. That's fine. That's
You're not going to be able to watch any other basketball.
Fine. Look. Actually, I'm a basketball fan first before anything, so I'm going to always watch you. My team don't got to be in there. Listen. I was wrong. I underestimated y'all. That's fine. I'm just doing what I've been doing my whole life, expecting y'all to suck. No, expecting y'all to suck and underachieve. Congratulations. Y'all are going to make it to the conference finals. Congratulations. Fine. I understand this is a pivotal moment in your Knicks fandom.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment for any team that's going to make it to the finals. Yes, that's a pivotal moment for any franchise.
See, that's different though. That's
Why do
different,
you keep trying to devalue this by saying
no one's devaluing anything? Whoa!
Oh, forever since you won. We're winning right now. Who gives a fuck about the last 50? We're winning today.
Who's devaluing? Who's devaluing y'all? I'm not devaluing anything. I'm telling you that I appreciate this. You needed this. This is important.
Every franchise needs to win. That's what every franchise is here for.
Whoa.
Every franchise is here to win the championship. Yes, every franchise needs this.
It's a difference. Some franchises actively win. So it's not like,
are you winning right now? Are you winning right now?
Wait. Let's stick to what you said.
The top 3 players.
Some franchises haven't won. Some franchises haven't won since Jim Crow was freshly abolished. People were freshly allowed to sip from colored and white water fountains. They barely had.
What does that do right now?
They barely had colored etched off the water fountain when y'all won, and y'all was able to.
What does that have to do with today?
Bill Russell was in awe when Phil Jackson shared the court.
What does that have to do with
another black man won, and they celebrated afterwards?
Right now,
I understand.
We're on the road. We're going to win a championship right now.
Need this.
We're going to win a championship right now.
Listen, hold on. Hear what I'm saying? Y'all need this. Y'all need this.
Every franchise needs this.
The city will burn. No, every franchise don't. You see this? You see this man? 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 Do you see this man? Do you see this man? Do you see any one of these men right here? The franchise they grace. We don't need one any particular year because we know we're going to get one in a year. That's the difference. That's how it works. That is how it works for Laker fans. That's how it works for Laker fans.
When there was like 4 teams in the fucking league. What are we talking about here?
Where were y'all? 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 Where were y'all?
12 rounds.
Where were y'all?
Why are we doing this?
Where were y'all? Y'all were there being asked like now. Chilltown has watched your team rebuild, build. Chilltown, how many times have you met a disappointed Knicks fan?
My uncle, Pat, before he passed away. Yes.
All right, Chill. Now, are you talking to one today?
Yes. You know why? You know why?
Who's the one person asked? He's a hater.
Yes.
Chill's another hater.
You know why? I'm 100% talking to one because when y'all lose again, it's going to be the same thing.
Who's going to beat us? Tell me who.
Cleveland's gonna beat y'all.
Y'all gonna beat y'all.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, Cleveland's
gonna beat y'all. Gonna get flattened, steamrolled through the whole fucking the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, sir.
Evan Mobley cannot put a body on anyone.
Ron, you so nasty for this too, by the way.
Wait, Jay, I just want to
yes, real talk.
You keep saying that y'all are going to get to the finals, and I agree with that. However, is that the accomplishment? Just getting there?
Anyone getting to the finals has an opportunity to win a championship, like we just saw with Indiana last year.
But I'm
saying,
gonna win. Are you Are you just happy getting there?
No, we're gonna win the championship. We're
Okay,
the best
so
team in
you're
the playoffs.
expecting y'all to win.
I've said we're the best team in the playoffs 10 times today. We're the best team
I just wanted to make sure.
We're the best team in the playoffs.
Y'all
Y'all
the best
gonna be
team this side
OKC?
of the Mississippi. Yeah, that's true.
Brother, we're statistically the best team in the playoffs. Why are we having this conversation?
Here we go with statistics and analytics. I
Oh,
thought
here
this
we
was
go with
basketball,
logic
not
and
math
facts.
class.
Why can't I
Jesus.
just talk about my feelings? Oh my God.
If I just throw out numbers and say they facts, am I right?
Statistics, the measurement in which we use.
Bet.
to
I'm
measure
glad you
what we're
said that. I'm
seeing.
glad
Yes,
you said
the
that. I'm glad
metric
you
in
said
which
that. I'm glad you
we
said that.
seeing.
2,700,879,062. Do y'all want to know what that number is?
We heard it last time. We heard you
No.
last time. We heard
The
you.
last time was the amount of people that have since been deleted from this earth before the Knicks won a championship. That since the last time the Knicks won a championship, that was that number. Do y'all know what this new number is that I just told y'all?
What's the new number?
What is it?
This is the amount of people that have attempted to jump off of the highest building in New York since the last time the Knicks won a championship.
Fact check this man. Like this can't even be a real number. Fact check this guy. We don't
In
care what
50
he talks
years,
about everything.
2,870,000,000.
That's not a real number.
269,816.
We're not letting him get away with fake statistics.
I love
That's
that.
how many people.
That's not a real number.
That's how many people since
Hey,
Phil
hey,
Jackson
stop.
won a championship said, "Oh my God, our season's over again. Where's the nearest building?" That's
And
it. That's
nobody-
happened. That many.
Nobody
2
wants to talk about
billion
the facts of
times.
today.
2
But the actual
billion
number
times.
is 0. 0 is the amount of games that the Lakers have won in this series and are going to win for the rest of the range of the
There's
season.
been more parades on
You don't have to
than there
keep
have been on 34th
talking about the
Madison Avenue.
Lakers. You ain't got to keep doing that.
Real talk. And
Because
if you
we
want to
good.
do, if you want
Put
to
a
do
jersey
sliding
on-
by that's what it is.
If Luka was to put a Knicks jersey on for 5 minutes, he's the greatest ever.
We're the Lakers.
I'm not going to
Nigga,
let a
what are
Laker
you
fan
talking
and
about?
bumblefuck Charlotte talk about a New York Knicks
Whoa,
fan. That's
whoa.
over.
Hey,
I'm not gonna let that happen.
hold on now. Hold on.
I'm not going to let that shit
What we
slide.
not about to do
In
is
the
play with
middle
the
of
Queen City. What we know, hey,
I'm not
let's
gonna
keep it
let that shit
basketball.
slide.
Let's keep it basketball. Because where you stay,
Yeah, for
because
your
when
sake.
when we start
For your
asking
sake,
questions
let's keep
about
it
where you
basketball.
stay, where you stay.
In one of the greatest states in the
No,
entire country.
yeah. Whoa. Greatest states. What city, brother?
Now,
What
he a
city you
Manhattan
in?
dude.
In the greatest city in the entire
He a Manhattan
world.
dude. He
And,
a
you,
Manhattan dude.
and you in a safe spot.
Yeah, he a Manhattan dude.
I'm from the Bronx.
Oh,
Safe spot of the Bronx.
we've already
I'm from the Bronx.
established real talk that it's only 2 people.
Now, let me
in
stop.
the-
Let me stop.
The craziest people in the world are from the Bronx and from Florida. That's
Florida. Yep.
it. That's it. The
Florida,
craziest people in the world. They're
absolutely.
from the Bronx.
I'm from Southview. The
and
chat
Park.
know where I'm at. Come on, stop playing with me, man.
I got
from
people in
Southview.
Bedford Park.
I'm
I
not
do
about to argue with a nigga. If you name your town right now, Dom, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm not
That's
gonna sit here
fine.
and argue
That's
with
fine.
niggas
That's
in the
fine. That's
middle of
fine.
nowhere.
That's
And
fine.
you're
That's
not
fine. That's
supporting
fine. That's
your
fine.
state team. You a fucking
That's fine. That's
a
fine.
flip-flop ass nigga.
Whoa. I support my state teams. What we talking about? What we talking about?
Nigga,
When
I
was the last
heard
time
you
you went to a
about
hockey
Charlotte one
game?
time.
When was the last time you went to a hockey game? Huh?
All I know
Exactly.
is that-
Don't talk to me.
all
Shout
I
out
know
Carolina
is that-
Hurricanes, baby. So what we talking about?
All I know
What
about
are we
that
talking
is
about?
There have been since my existence. What you just got finished talking about. Since my existence, there have been more parades on Figueroa Boulevard than on 34th and 7th Avenue. I know that for a fact. That's
even
not
know what that look
including
like.
the Thanksgiving Day parade. That's not including the
Mm.
Rockettes. That's not including any of that. No.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
So we're going to the history book right here, chill, because that's
We
what
have
that's the
to.
measurement. Wow, we're talking
So,
about
Jay,
today.
I
right?
just
If we're
wanna
talking,
be
if
clear.
we're talking about
If y'all don't
success
win
for
the
the Knicks, you
championship,
have to talk about the
It's a
history book.
failure, right? If y'all don't win the
Absolutely.
chip, it's a failure.
Every team right now in the playoffs that make it to the conference finals, every team, if it's championship or bust for those 4 teams that make it to the
Okay.
conference finals.
I just
What are you
That's
talking
not
about?
true.
Name a team that's not championship or bust for them.
The
Every
Knicks.
team. Damo, you just
If
want to get a
y'all,
rise out of
if
me.
no,
And you're not even up here to argue.
I'm
In fact, you just wanna argue.
gonna be serious. No, I'm gonna be dead
working
serious.
too,
I'm
Jay.
gonna be dead serious. I'm gonna be dead
You
serious.
want to argue.
No.
The facts not on your side.
I will take. Listen,
Nothing's on your
I will
side
take
here.
my glasses off if it makes it more serious. No, I can't do that. Y'all gonna hate me. All seriousness, if y'all lose in the finals, we're gonna go in the offseason and say, man, what a great year for Knicks fans and the Knicks organization.
No, they
Y'all
not
had an
gonna do that.
amazing year. Y'all fell short of the end goal, which became the end goal once y'all got to the second round.
If
Y'all
some-
came up short.
Stop.
Wait.
That's not true at all.
Can I
We were
finish though?
contenders to win a championship at the beginning
Can
of
I
the year.
finish though?
Why
Can
don't
I-
you finish the
can I
bullshit that
finish,
you're
though?
doing?
Can I finish
Why
though?
am I subject to this?
Can I finish though? No one other than Knicks fans will be like, dang, it looks real up for y'all. The cat trade was worth it. Y'all genuinely have a shot next year if y'all just tweak one or two things. Y'all are real contenders next year. That's what people will say. They're not. No one outside of Manhattan.
That's what we
is
said
gonna
last
sit there
year,
and
and we
consider-
tweaked a few things, and now we're the best team in the playoffs. What are we talking about? That's what we were up here. I was on the show last year. We were saying the same thing last year.
That's what you were saying last year. We didn't say nothing. I don't speak French. we didn't say nothing.
I know. Swiper said the same thing. I know I said the same thing. I was up here with the same people saying the same thing.
That's the backup.
Man, listen. Man, listen.
That's who got your back right there. That's who got your back right there.
Listen, I understand when your team is not doing well, you don't really have anybody to root for. The negative emotions.
That's not true. That's not true.
There's nothing else.
Don't say that.
But to have this hate. I get
my
that.
future goat's about to get a ring in his third year. I definitely got a lot to root for. There's a lot to root for over here. The big Wemby. Don't get me started. Don't get me started by saying his name. I'm gonna say his name and I'm gonna get turned up in here. Don't get me started. Oh my God. Don't get me started.
Oh my God!
Because I say his name. I'll say his name and it'll turn into glaze real quick. So let's not even go there. Just know I got plenty to root for.
Yes,
Trust me.
If I had 15 favorite teams, yeah, sure.
I don't have 15 favorite teams. I'm a basketball fan. I played this game since I was 3.
I'm a basketball fan.
Whatever. Hey, if it's a cop out, it's a cop out. That's fine. That's fine. That's on y'all for not being able to give attention to the sport you love and just care about one team, maybe 5 players. I care about everybody. Hey, Ron, who was up here talking about they love for AJ Johnson? Who's been up here rooting and kabooting for every bad team until they became great? That's been me forever. I've always loved every team, every player, everybody that I didn't hate, obviously. I've loved everybody since day one. I tell niggas all the time. I am an NBA basketball fan first, so I can enjoy the product. Hey, slut me out.
You're a basketball slut.
Slut me out. Slut me out. If it's good hoops on, I'm watching. WNBA hoops on. I'm not sticking to one team. I'm watching everybody hooping. I'm watching everybody. That's what basketball fans do. Watch everybody. I'm the one that told y'all 2 years ago that the Knicks and Timberwolves was ethical hoops in the finals. That was me. Yeah, if we want to take it there, 2024 finals, ethical hoops, Knicks versus T-Wolves. That was me. Everyone called me a madman and said I was crazy. Now look where we're at now. Y'all look. Oh, I was about to say some very un-PG things. Y'all would do some stuff to yourselves if Ant and Brunson ended up in the finals against each other, though, right?
Oh, that would be box office.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be box office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cop out.
Do some things like what?
Box office.
And you see, we get caught up in the hooting and hollering, right? And we get away from the facts. And that's
Those are all facts. Everything I said was facts. Everything I said was facts.
We get caught up in the hooting and hollering, and we
What's the
lost to
facts,
the facts.
Everything I said was
The
facts.
Knicks have the clearest path to the NBA Finals, and we have the best odds of beating whoever comes out of the West. There's nothing that Detroit can do. There's absolutely nothing. Cleveland better hope that they don't make it out of it, because if Cleveland makes it out of the second round and they face the Knicks in the conference finals, they have to blow up Cleveland, right? Because Cleveland is just the Knicks are gonna show how far of a gap it is between the Knicks and Cleveland and
We'll
Cleveland.
see about that. All right.
Absolutely.
Like
And,
the
do have the best shot.
and to your point, you got the best team. So the defending NBA champs, let's just say for the sake of argument, y'all get to the NBA championship. The defending NBA champs, y'all clearly better than them.
Clearly.
I'm good. All right, Ron.
Okay. Hey, Jay.
Clearly.
Hey.
I'll be up here in June telling you
No,
the same thing.
okay.
Clearly.
Absolutely.
Just so we clear,
Clearly.
Oklahoma City, are they not undefeated in the
so.
playoffs?
Hey, Ron.
Haven't won a
Hey,
game.
you want to put a little money? I'm with you on that one. Jay, you want to put a little money on that OKC Knicks
Yeah, I'm about to
series?
say,
that
put
When we
that-
get there,
cereal box out.
When
When
we get there.
okay.
Oh, when
We gotta
y'all
make
get
sure-
there.
We gotta make sure OG healthy. You know what I'm saying? We wanna make sure the health is good.
And he will be.
I don't want y'all
Yeah,
put- I'm not even gonna bet Ron no more. Ron owe me some money. I'm not even gonna bet Ron. You iced out till I get my money.
It's on the way.
It better be. I'll tell you
Have y'all
that.
heard of Net 30 before?
What you got in the Pony Express? Send my fucking money.
Net 30. Y'all see that money soon? It's coming. It's processing, just like Joel Embiid. But all right, y'all. We got a lot of super chats. So let's go ahead and see what the people got to say about what we've been talking about and just what's going on in the league in general. Y'all already know the drill. Like the video, subscribe, become a member. And JGaming25 said, Wizards fan in the house. Talk to us nice. I used to pray for times like this, to fan like this. Change is on the way. Here we go, baby. This a life lesson on hope. By the way, Never give up.
Y'all better trade down.
Which
You don't like
why,
Devontae
Damo?
at 1? You don't like him at 1?
Hell no, I don't like Devontae one. I've never been huge on AJ. I watch AJ, all I see is RJ Barrett. Not in a bad way, just in my assessment of who RJ was. Like a bigger version of RJ Barrett. That's what I see. Now I could be wrong, but I don't think the talent gap between him and the rest of the other 3 players in the top 4 is wide enough to justify him just solely being number 1. If I was the Wizards, the way they roster constructed, I would try to trade down to 3 or 4, try to get an extra pick if I can, maybe an extra player, whatever it is. Take Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson at 3 or 4. DP going 2. The Jazz have no need for anything above a guard. It makes sense. If I'm the Wizards, that makes sense to me. I just don't believe in AJ like that, and I like the rest of the young core. I'm really big on their young core. I'm big on Keyshawn George. I'm big on Bud. I'm big on Bilal. I'm big on Trey. Both Treys, honestly. Why add another perimeter player to that? That's really what it is.
I just dig this kid, Caleb Wilson. I do. I love
Facts.
him.
All right.
And before people get mad, I say RJ Barrett, I mean the fact that majority of his buckets when I watch, they are tough finishes. They are tough buckets, tough finishes. RJ Barrett, when he was in high school, got by being more athletic and bigger than everybody. When he got to Duke, go watch. Buddy was having to finish tough shots, tough buckets, 24/7. And I said that I don't like that. I don't see how you're going to be generational unless you're going to be a generational tough shot maker. And he's not. So that's what I mean. I don't think he's going to turn into RJ Barrett. I'm saying my assessment of him is the same I had when I watched RJ Barrett in college. That's it.
Gooch Dior said Maxey in sidekick convos with Murray and Fox. He's not with the number 1 PGs on good teams like Brunson and Cade, etc. Also, the Mavs are sad as fuck. Niggas tried so hard for Rookie of the Year, won pointless games, overtook Memphis, and dropped. Damn. Jamal Murray and De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Maxey is his name next to them.
That's too far.
No, that's about right though. I'm not gonna lie. He's in that group of guard. He has a long way to go before he's in Jalen Brunson. Like you were so violently wrong when you said that. Like he's not nowhere close to where Jalen Brunson is, Ron. I'm not gonna lie. You can keep saying that average 20.
You swing and you
go
miss
out there and
sometimes.
shoot the ball, all the time. But like,
But how often do you swing and hit yourself in the face, Ron? Because that's what you did. You ain't just miss. You done knocked yourself on your ass trying to swing. And that's a hell of a fumble.
He ain't got no intermediate game. He ain't got no. It's either 3 or got to be at the rim. And until he fixes that, it's going to put a limitation on how good of a player that he can be.
All right. Pip named Slickback sent through $10 and said, it's funny because when the Kings and Nets are awful next year, Adolf Silverstein is going to Silverstein is going to punish them even more with these new lottery rules. Not renewing my season tickets. We good off this BS.
Good. Hopefully a lot of these teams end up, I don't know, firing their front offices once they realize these dudes just suck at their jobs. So glad the new lottery rules are in place. Punish these bad teams for having bad front offices.
Like Damo, can we like accept that? Like a lot of people think just because you're in the NBA, like you good. No, these dudes suck at their job. These dudes are blowing it. These GMs are screwing up.
I believe they need to advertise GM jobs on Indeed at this point because there's no way people like me can have literally I see something happen in a lottery and I call play for play what teams are thinking and what they're going to do. I said the trade down thing on Twitter. People killed me. Oh, I pray there's no one like you in the front office. 30 minutes later, Wizards GMs have reportedly heavily considered trading down to acquire more assets. It's simple stuff like that. If I can think of it, everyone can. People are bad. There are bad doctors. There are doctors with bad reviews. There are pilots that lose their flight license. There are people that are bad. There are people that are in important positions that are bad at their job. Our president had been impeached and he is on the Epstein files. People have high-ranking, very important jobs and are bad at them. NBA GMs are no different. They are also bad at their jobs.
Talk about it.
All right, we got a couple new members. Let me go ahead and shout them out. Doug Dimadong. Shout out Dimadong, became a YouTube member. Kevin the Chosen also became a YouTube member. Black Limits joined up as well. And Whoopity Scoopity also became a YouTube member. If you're not a member, join up and join up ASAP because our members only streams are live and in effect. Now, we didn't have one yesterday. Shout out to all the mothers out there. We took Mother's Day off, but we will be back again this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And you guys, the chat, the members will dictate what we're going to talk about, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. But in the meantime, back to you guys' super chats. The next super chat I got is from It's Chris John. Said, Knicks are where they were last year, and while resting OG, Kawhi, and Anunoby, exciting times, not done yet. Think most of us want Detroit next to pay back the regular season. Eastern Conference Finals will be cinema. Go New York, go.
We're gonna see. Yeah,
Shout out to the
we are
Knicks,
gonna
man.
see. Yep. Shout out to the
I don't
New
think
York
it's going to
Knicks.
be cinema, actually. I think that the Knicks are going to rid whoever gets out of that Cavs Pistons series in about 5 games.
I'm
I
making
don't
a
think
trip up.
Detroit
If
has
the
a good
Cavs-
enough offense, and the Cavs don't have a good enough defense.
If the Cavs get past, I think they're gonna get past the Pistons. And if they do, I'm in New York. I'm up there. Yes, sir. I'm up there.
Mm.
I'm 100% up there. No
Two?
doubt about that. I'm up there.
2?
What's that?
He's
I
trying
mean,
to bet you.
that doesn't mean anything to me. No,
All
it
right.
doesn't. No, I'm good on that.
Respect,
Mhm.
respect.
All right, we got a super chat from La Nigga in Drag. La Nigga in Drag said, as a Nets fan, since the NBA decided to mess with us, let's be a vessel state for OKC. Let's do 7 first-round picks for Jalen Williams. If we're going to suffer, so will everyone else. I will earn a Hall of Fame threat badge.
See, you gotta keep people like that away from you. Times get tough. You trying to blow the ship up. Deal with you hurt yourself. Don't hurt the rest of us. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
ain't no reason to fuck us up, y'all.
You mad? You want to take everybody down? What is this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brunson Betta sent
So
through a
nigga
super
in
chat.
drag. What you mean? What is this?
Brunson Betta sent through a super chat and said, Leon Rose, the GM GOAT. Brunson signed as a free agent. OG Anunoby trade. McBride, 2nd round. Sold high on Julius Randle. Never tanked. 3-time 50-win season. Back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. Brought hope to the best fan base in sports. Took over a 17-65 win team. Built it from scratch.
You cooking?
I
I'm
would be
cooking,
with
brother.
you. I would be with you unless you but you didn't give the real first man his true respects. And that's what I really don't like about Knicks fans. Y'all never give this man his respects until like no one's watching. Shout out Julius Randle, because we all know he was the first one to really make people watch the Knicks again. Shout out Julius, man. He started the fire that blossomed into this Everglades wildfire.
Yeah, y'all turned y'all nose up when y'all got him for $40 million. Like, what the hell we doing with Julius Randle?
Who's y'all?
Oh, the Knicks fans. Y'all turned y'all nose up when y'all got Julius Randle. What the hell we doing with him? We don't need him, even though he had got on the crew after y'all had lost 50 games for the 5th straight season. It helped turn this thing around. 100%. Yes.
Absolutely. Big shout out to Julius Randle. I've never spoken down on Julius Randle.
The Knicks was a joke. They were 100% a joke. It was
I
just-
think
it was
like the
Knicks.
dynamic of Josh Hart, Mikal, and Brunson, I think that's a real advantage that they have. Like the fact that those 3 guys have been playing together this long, like when you take into consideration they played at Villanova together, and now it's like you can see there's a comfortability with them on the court, and they kind of know what each other's going to do, and there's also a confidence in that too. Like after you've won so many games with a group of guys, like you get more and more confident in the group, and you believe you can accomplish some big things. So I think that's a big part of their success, that
Definitely.
Villanova group.
Shout out to the Nova boys. They're doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jason Grillionaire, who is a Hall of Famer, sent through $10 and said, yo, Jay, talk your shit.
I ain't gonna let these niggas forget, bro. I'm gonna keep receipts on every single one of y'all too. I'll be up here. I ain't gonna forget.
Hey Jay, we got receipts too.
Bring them out.
No, I'm talking about me and you. We got these receipts.
in your mouth.
Yeah, we got these receipts. All right, what y'all be saying? Go New York, go. Don't worry, I got a jersey on the way too. Yeah.
Take that shit off, right?
Yeah.
Scaring the shit out
And
of me.
hey, we gonna see how long I'm gonna be wearing this hat for. Real talk. Go
We
New
not
York,
about to
go.
do shit.
Yeah.
Bro, it's interesting.
Now you
bring
don't
that up,
speak
too, 'cause
French.
I think you've been real quiet about them garbage ass Seattle Mariners. Trash.
Fucking Dookie.
What are you
Garbage.
What are you,
Oh my
what are you guys
God.
talking about?
The
Go ahead,
Mariners.
Basura.
Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
Are you guys being serious right now?
Garbage.
Oh, I don't know. I just like to hate.
Me either. But if they suck,
I heard
they
hate.
suck.
I decided to hate with them.
We just won a series against the best team in baseball. What are y'all talking
And just
about?
had a close one with the White Sox. Yeah.
I mean, shit happens,
shit
things
happens.
happen, Yeah. Shout out George Kirby. He on the mound today. He gonna put together another gem of a game because hey, that's just what the boy Kirby do, But actually, fuck is y'all talking about?
Thank you.
To get me started.
I see how long you had that hat on.
Don't worry. Hey, it'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, Dama. His hat gonna stay on too. But Tika the Coon said Swiper is a liar. He's always been a fake supporter. Real talk. A flopper like a fish. The only real Knicks supporter was Big Ox. He was in the trenches forever. Talk your shit, Ox.
Okay, first of all, no, he wasn't.
Facts.
He got on the Knicks train. He got on the Knicks train when they got OG Anunoby. That's when he got on the Knicks train.
That was
Stop
3
the
years
bullshit,
ago.
Okay?
First of all, wait. You know what? Since we doing real history lessons, I want y'all to know I've always been fond of the Knicks, especially since they got Amari Stoudemire. So I'm talking about way back.
Okay.
I've always been fond of the Knicks personally. I've never ever, even when I wasn't supporting the Knicks, I've never ever hated on the Knicks, not once, never. And then when they got OG, and matter of fact, when they got Bojan, I was back. I was a strong supporter of the Knicks. I mean, y'all better stop it. Y'all better stop. Chill, you better stop.
What that shit sound like real talk. Like, I think Homegirl is nice, but when he's seen she got a nicer car, she cleaned up her apartment. You know what? I fuck with Homegirl now.
No, chill, no, chill. That's not what it's like. That's like, yeah, she fine. And then I seen her homegirl and was like, nah, they fine. I'm finna run through the whole damn crew. So I like the whole squad. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. Yeah, they got Bojan and OG and Mitch and Mikael. Oh yeah,
that means
we
that
over
OG,
there.
That means if OG would have went to the Bulls when they was in the middle of trying to make the playoffs, I think you would have got on with them too and got Bojan. Yes, that would have happened, Ox.
Real talk.
And then Josh Giddey, come on. What? Run it up.
I can't trust nobody that's never hated on the Knicks. That sounds crazy. That
does
sounds
kinda
never
sound crazy.
never hated on the
Never
Knicks.
hated on the
Ever?
Knicks is
That's a pass.
That sounds
sign.
un-American.
Never had it on the Knicks, bro. Like from
Y'all hear yourselves?
back when they had Allen
We heard
Houston,
your Laker hate for 30 minutes
Allen Houston
straight,
and
so.
Latrell. I love
Laker
Allen
hate.
Houston. I love Latrell. As a matter of fact, you know what? I wasn't very fond of older Patrick Ewing. But you know what I'm
there
saying?
it is.
I still never hated on the Knicks.
there
I
it
still
is.
never
There it
hated
is.
on the Knicks.
There it is.
Were you an Eddie Curry fan?
It always comes out at some point.
Cool. To the Knicks hater fan, like
Whoa, recruit him. He just told on himself.
No, I'm not. I've never hated on the Knicks.
Until you
I was upset. I was upset with Carmelo. Like I thought Carmelo ruined a good thing.
Oh, now we just saying different words. I didn't hate on him. I just didn't like him.
I was upset with Carmelo because I felt like
I'm not a crackhead.
I
I was irritated when Carmelo came. Wasn't hating on him.
I'm not a crackhead.
If I had to do a ranking of all the teams that I probably supported the longest, I think the Knicks would probably be like number 4 behind obviously Sacramento, Boston, Miami, New York. Yeah, New York. Yeah, I'll probably go that way. Yeah.
You're a Boston fan?
You're not gonna get
Paul
on him.
Pierce.
Oh, you ain't gonna call him a slut though. That's crazy.
Paul
You ain't
Pierce.
gonna call him a slut.
Hey, Paul Pierce was there. I was rocking with Paul Pierce. Then KG came through. Come on, bro. I can't.
Oh yeah, and you're a Rondo
No
guy.
slut allegations though.
Come on, man. Come on.
Interesting.
It's because of how you
No,
dress,
I'm
Damo.
running through the crew, dog.
Oh, because Because I'm wearing
Sounds awfully
Verminci.
skankish to me.
Because I'm wearing
That's what it
Verminci.
sound
I
like
gotta
to me
be a
too,
slut.
Ron. For the streets. Straight for the streets.
Damo, don't worry about it, bro. We don't slut shame over here.
Ox is just experienced, okay, guys? He's not.
Thank you.
He's not.
Yeah, Jay, I'm older
what
than
that shit
Damo.
sound like, Jay?
I'm
I ain't a
older
hoe,
than
I just
Damo.
hang
I
with
just,
hoes. Get the
I
fuck
just,
outta
I
here.
just got life experience.
You
know
feel
what I'm
me?
So
saying?
you're a me. All right, Flash Orion sent through a super chat and said, "What do you guys think about the Wizards next season? Will they be a playoff team in the East? If AD stays, that starting five sounds pretty good. Also, would you guys pick AJ or DP for the number one pick?"
I already had them making the playoffs before this draft lottery. I had the Wizards in the playoffs next year. I don't think that they're a play-in team. I think they're a bona fide playoff team. Trae
I
Young
think they
doesn't-
may get off AD though now, chill, because they got the
Wow.
number one pick. I do think that AD now is up for grabs.
I love him with Alex
Do you
Sarr
think
at the
so?
4. I love him at
Yeah.
Alex. I love him with Alex
Because-
Sarr at the 4.
I think if you're going to if you have the number one pick, let's say you have the number one pick, that then kind of like shifts your timeline drastically. Like even if you were planning that you were going to be like a top 4 pick, getting the number one now means I'm either about to draft a generational player at number 1, or to like Damo's point, there are a lot of talks about them trading down and getting more assets, which typically means we're just getting younger as a whole. So there's no need for having Anthony Davis. If I'm going to go young and rebuild, I can trade AD, get some more draft capital out of that as well, and then
Get off
just,
Trae
like,
too.
go.
Let's not stop with AD. Get off
I
I
Trae.
mean, I was thinking that too, maybe,
Yeah,
but
get
they
off Trae
kind of
too then,
need
if
a
we
point
doing
guard,
that.
though. I think
I
they
see where
more
you're
so
going. I see where you're going with that, but first of all, they're not trading down. Okay, like that's not happening. That's just not going to happen. They're not trading down. They're going to draft AJ DeBonsa with that number one pick. After they do that, they're going. I think they're going for it. I think Trae Young and Anthony Davis are both on the timeline to compete right now. AJ DeBonsa, what's the kid's name? Alex Sard, and the other kid,
Koulibaly, Keyshawn George.
Keyshawn Austin.
Keyshawn's dope too, yo.
Keyshawn, all those dudes. I think those are right now. I think what you got is young guys that are going to be really good and are good now. Those guys are going to be the role players, the glue guys that push AD, Trae Young over the top. So AJ DeBonsa gets a chance to come in, and even if they go Darren Peterson, whatever route they go, Peterson, AJ, whatever they do, either one, those guys are going to be put into meaningful minutes, but not having all the burden. Where the burden falls mostly on Trae, mostly falls on Anthony Davis. These kids get to play meaningful basketball and compete to win. So trading down would be ridiculous, especially when you got Trae and AD. You got guys that are ready to go get it right now. I think you go all in, go after it, and you're still developing that young core. You know what I mean? But now we're playing meaningful winners, meaningful basketball. You know what I mean? I think that's great. I hate the non-meaningful minutes for young fellas when it's just like don't pick up bad habits. Let's win right now. Let's go get it.
I do think that's valuable. I do think that's valuable, and it's like similar to the situation, ironically, that like AD is leaving because Dallas got the number one pick, right? And so then it's like, oh, Cooper can try to contribute to this winning situation with yet another like veteran point guard that, when healthy, is still a really good player, and Kyrie Irving. Now he has Trae Young. Like, I get what you're saying theoretically, but again, I feel like when you get the number one pick, it's just time to just go all in on getting young pieces around your number one pick.
I mean,
Well,
Trae Young ain't even old. Trae Young's what, 27?
Well, I'm more so talking about AD than Trae Young. I'm more so talking about getting off AD and turning that into hopefully some more draft capital.
I can see that. So I
Or
can see
even
that.
or
I
even
can,
like Ox, like some younger good role players. Like even that.
Can I just point out?
I can see trading AD for some players that are also not like first or second year players or even draft picks. I could see trading AD for some 4, 5, 5th year guys that can still compete.
I just want to point out that what Ox said scarily sounds like how people were talking vaguely about the Rockets before this season. Sped up the timeline, put their young guys in a position to play meaningful basketball and compete. But then when it came time for them to compete, people, I'm not going to say ops, people bitched and moaned about how unready they were for the moment, and that became the conversation. Hold on, I didn't say. I pointed out that it wasn't you. I'm just saying people in general. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying the talking point, the same talking point you had is the same stuff they were saying about the Rockets. I'm all okay. There's one or two options I believe they should go. If they're going to keep AD, I do still feel you should still draft Caleb or Cameron. AD is an injury-prone player at this point in his career. AD is not going to give you seasons where he's playing 60 games plus for real. That's not who he is. So you can draft a guy that's still going to get minutes. The team can still be somewhat competitive or just playing better basketball than they were in purgatory land. And you get more assets by trading down 2 or 3 spots. I'm not saying trade out the top 5, trade out the top 10. You're trading down 2 spots, getting a little extra assets, and you're pairing somebody with Sarr for the future and the rest of the young core. We're talking about how dope Keyshawn George is. We're talking about how dope Bilal is on defense. We're talking about how dope. No one's talking about how dope Trey Johnson is, by the way. Trey Johnson, super dope.
I actually had him as the rookie of the year. I think he was the best shooter coming into the draft.
They have plenty of perimeter talent that can develop and that they should develop, in my opinion. AJ is a phenomenal talent. There are 3 other phenomenal talents outside of AJ. Yeah. If this was a draft class where there was only one franchise player, I would get everyone's infatuation with drafting AJ 1. I believe AJ, Cameron, DP, and Caleb are all 4 franchise guys.
That you can build around.
You can trade down and get more and still take a franchise guy while keeping AD or Trey, or trading AD and getting something else. Who knows if they can trade AD down to 5, they can trade AD for the 5th pick or whatever it is, and now you're walking away with 2 top 5 picks instead of 1 number 1 pick. There's so many ways to go about it. I do think if they just draft AJ 1,
All right, the next super chat I got is from Christos Karasoulis. Said, real talk, pick the Celtics with Tatum, even though we beat a better Celtics squad and version of Tatum last year. All aboard the Knicks train. Now we are playoff risers. We want all the smoke.
All right, let's see it. That's really over.
Tatum came back. I was sold.
Let's see it, Ox. That's all I got.
That still doesn't negate me from like hyping up the Knicks all year.
Man, they need to trade one of them number 2s, man. Trade one of them 2s, man.
Bob Solo said, Ox is right, but remember the episodes are the Knicks. But remember the episodes are the Knicks coached correctly. Show up tomorrow. I will put you in a box swiper. Knicks scored 83 with OG, 81 without OG. This team ain't hit their full potential. Go New York, go.
You talking to him, Bob?
Swiper, you gonna pull up?
Can't wait for Wemby to put y'all on y'all plays.
Stop squinting your eyes and answer the question. You gonna pull up tomorrow?
What your question is? I had to do some recording, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Cowboy Bob said pull up tomorrow and he gonna fry you.
I'm not, no, because we're both Knicks fans, so I'm not doing this. Respect to y'all. Respect.
Swap, you sure you're not Dominican, bro? Let me see that.
No,
turn your camera
I'm
off
not.
again real quick. Let me see that
I'm
picture.
I'm not.
Just turn your camera off real quick. Let me see that picture real quick. Put it on.
That look like Bodega Swiper to me.
Dominican like a motherfucker.
Bodega Swiper?
Shout out Bodega.
Okay. Dub Ball Out Highlights said, makes me sick. The Celtics blew a 3-1 to a team that got swept. Shaking my head. But no, we are close to the conference finals. Who do y'all have winning it all? I have the Spurs winning it versus the Pistons in the finals.
That'd be a dope finals, man.
Brother, I don't know if we're seeing. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat that OKC team, man. Like they got Chet, they got AJ Mitchell, like they got SGA.
They're about to sweep the Lakers without their all-pro and all-league defender. They're about to sweep them.
Don't have their best player.
Yeah, they don't.
Let's relax.
But real talk,
like what they're doing.
Agree, but you know what? It's funny. OKC fans, real talk. To be fair, you know what they said when I said that on Twitter? It would have been a great series if Luka was there. You know what they said in response to me? Real talk.
What?
They said that, well, maybe, but the defense would have been way worse. So if they had Luka, then we would just be taking advantage of them.
Trapping. Like we're just doubling.
All we're doing is what?
We're doubling. I said trapping.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Trapping at SGA high.
Ron, I just want
Sure.
to say real quick though, just two Luka Doncic and the rest of the Laker Nation. I can't believe y'all did this to me. You know what I'm saying? I put my pride to the side and kept it all basketball.
I'm about to
and
ask you to do
supported
that.
the law. Ain't about that. It ain't about what it was asked to do. I was a man, stood on my nuts, and supported the Lakers and Luka.
I don't know why.
Isn't this what you do, Luka? You turn your hamstring into ground beef, and I gotta watch this bullshit.
I don't know
Well, I
why.
said never again. Never, man. Fuck the Lakers. Never again.
Yeah, Alex, that's how I feel about Philly. Never
fucking
again.
I can't believe.
Hey, you know what? They're making room for $30 million for Peyton Watson to get on their roster next year. So we'll have
That's
Reeves,
gonna be a big
Watson,
deal.
and Luka
Peyton
Doncic.
Watson. Oh.
I mean, did you not watch Watson this year?
He was very
I
good.
watched every dribble of Watson, brother. $30 million is quite handsome.
Embiid and Maxey clear Brunson and Cat. Is that
All right,
what's
y'all. Breeze sent through $10
No, it
and
wouldn't
said
have been
Embiid and Maxey clear Brunson and Cat. Who would ever say that? Paul George is better than OG Anunoby, nigga. Who
Damo,
would ever
real
say
talk.
that?
Y'all got something to say about this? OG, Paul George?
VJ is better than Mikal Bridges.
DG who? For
Also,
the most part.
Swiper, series would have been tied,
No, it wouldn't
not
have been.
3-1. Need you to stop saying that.
Wasn't that game 4? It was. Am I not tripping? I believe that was game 4 when
That was
happened.
game 4. Yeah.
So then chill. Do the math for me. If that was game 4 and Tim Hardaway Jr. goes to the free throw line down 1 with 3 free throws, he makes 2 of them. The series would have been what?
that's correct.
3-1.
That's
Because they were up 2-1. So yes, they would have been whatever.
Ron, do you mind if I just say this real quick? I never picked the Lakers over OKC for this series. That never happened. So don't listen to certain people in the chat. That never happened. Not once. That never happened. Never happened.
All right, Fizzy Faye Fact said, don't get too high on the Knicks. Cleveland is a perfect matchup for them.
They're gonna
Yeah.
sweep Cleveland.
Like,
They
Who,
better
They'll
stop
probably
Cleveland.
beat
Knicks?
them 5.
yeah, they
Or
got two
five,
marshmallows down there.
5 at the most.
I'm not gonna say a word.
Joe, this
better
might be
make it
the
to the
worst
finals.
playoff run I've seen from Donovan Mitchell,
I'm not
maybe
gonna
of
say a
his
word about
career.
this.
Like,
I'm just gonna,
this
I'm
has
gonna
been
keep quiet.
This
That's
might be
all
the
I'm
worst
gonna
playoff run you've seen of Donovan Mitchell his whole career. Swipers, is that what you said?
I mean, all in totality, it's been a lot of bad, a lot of mid so far.
All right, Trey Ray said, AJ, isn't it impressive that the Knicks keep beating these teams that should quote unquote beat them in 5 or 6, while their quote unquote distant third best player in the 2026 playoffs keeps taking over? Makes you think.
That's what I'm saying, Trey. That's what I'm saying, bro.
We win the games. We're
man.
supposed to win the games. If we were to ever lose the games, it would be pandemonium. We should have never been excited in the first place. You can't win.
Hey,
with
real
You know
talk.
how scary it is that y'all sound just like Portland fans when they went on their conference finals run? It's insane.
Jay, these dudes picked the Hawks.
What are you talking about, Tomo?
Pool.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like
They
the same
picked the
way,
Hawks.
the same way, the
Jay, they
same
picked
way
the
y'all
Hawks
talking about
because we
Brunson.
had 3 close games in the regular
The
season.
same way y'all talking
Picked
about
the
Brunson.
Hawks
That's how
because of
Portland fans
Nah.
talking about
Because of
Dame.
Nah and Dyson Daniels.
That's fucking insane.
Because of Nah.
Don't disrespect Naw. What you saying his name like that for? No.
That's fine. Don't worry
Because
about it. I'm just
they're
waiting.
gonna win
I'm
because
just
of
waiting
Nah.
on the
Oh, but hey,
Dame
Ron,
show
but
himself.
talk about his Kings team. He was violent.
The Dame variant, hold on, Flipper. The Dame variant, Damo, is averaging
Nigga,
20,
talk about
29,
Nah.
6, and 5 on 55%
Couldn't beat the
shooting and
Knicks.
45 from the 3.
Yeah,
The
Dame did it too.
variant, Yeah,
Dame did it too. I don't know, man. Dame did it too.
good, brother.
Because of Dyson Daniels.
Ox, do that dumb laugh again.
All right. Leaf Diggy sent through 2 $10 super chats. The first one, he said, the Lakers are swept.
Worry
Knicker
about your
bummers-
bum ass franchise.
Knicker bummers don't want to see the Pistons. 2 people on this panel told me LeBron was the best player in the series, while Chet was doing 23 and 10 on 70% from 3. I was clearly lied to. Hold on, quick, Swiper. He said, I told everyone within the sound of voice that the Bulls would get a top 5 pick before the Brooklyn Nets. Tanking only works for whom the NBA allows it to work for. The Spurs are a perfect example.
Why wouldn't it work for the Brooklyn Nets? Why wouldn't it work for a team that's in the biggest market in the NBA? Why wouldn't it work for them?
It didn't work.
The question is why wouldn't it work? There's a
So
difference
tanking doesn't work.
because the draft lottery is a crapshoot. Let's call it what it is. We just saw the Atlanta Hawks just miss the playoffs and get the number 1 pick. We just saw the Dallas Mavericks just miss the playoffs and get the number 1 pick. We just saw the Detroit Pistons lose 28 straight games and not get the number 1 pick. The draft lottery is a crapshoot, straight up and straight down. And if being in New York, which is the biggest market in the NBA with 2 teams, why wouldn't it be beneficial for the NBA to have these 2 teams being good? Why?
Because they need to go back to New Jersey. That's why. I'm not gonna lie, man. The winning the lottery is overrated. You just need a top 10 pick, which they have. And also, people forget the Nets. In terms of most first round picks in the next, I believe, 3 to 4 years, they are top 3 to 4 in terms of picks, first round picks in the next 3 to 4 years. I want to say it's the Nets, the Grizzlies, the Jazz, and of course the Thunder. They are fine. If their GM is good at his job, you don't need a number 1 or 2 pick to rebuild your franchise. You can start cooking if you get 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9 picks. That'll work too. If you get a pick at 6 and a pick at 12, a pick at 7 and a pick at 15, a pick at 4 and a pick at 12, why are you not able to rebuild your team? You need to do your job right.
Cooking, bro. Damo, you just cooked right there. That's what kills me about it, and that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier. Like, if you think that all of these basketball players in the world, and if you don't get the top 3, then you're not getting nobody good. Like if there's not 20 good basketball players up, then these kids, they sucked in. Okay, so what is it?
On top of that,
what is it, bro? You telling me there's all these players coming into the draft and only the top 4 can change my program? Then what's the point of this shit then?
But Ox, on top of that, like obviously there's going to be some players that are better than other players, and like let's keep it real. The higher you get, the better chance you have to get a better player. The better chance, and you get the pick of the litter too.
That's
but the
always
thing
true,
about it is, I'm just saying, you get the pick of the litter. You get to choose which player that you actually want. But what's more important than that? More than likely, one player doesn't change your franchise. You're gonna have to get it right with 3, 4, 5 players in the draft. So it's like, to Damo's point, you're not gonna get the number 1 overall pick or the top 2 pick consecutive years. You're gonna have to get a number 12 pick that you're gonna have to put in with that other top pick that you get and all of that. So like, you have to be competent year after year. It's not about just getting 1 pick. You're gonna have to get 3 or 4 picks right.
All this damn talent, though, Ron. Like, this the most talented era of basketball ever. All this talent. You telling me I can't pick 7th and get a good pick? I can't pick 9th and get a good pick? I can't pick
the Kings.
I can't pick 13th and get a good pick? Like, is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me, that these super duper talented cone drill basketball players just can't hoop?
Not if you're the Kings. If you're the Spurs,
that's what I'm hearing. Like
Thunder,
that's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing right now.
Yo, and speaking of which, I got a $50 super chat from J Gaming 25. Remember, he sent through a super chat earlier, but now he's expanding on his point, and he actually is talking into exactly what we're talking about. J Gaming 25 sent through $50 and said, "No, all this talk about what we should do, we take a franchise player at number 1. We need hope in Washington. AD and Trey shouldn't be a part of our plans for the future. Love them, but they haven't proven to be winners. Start young and build our core."
Shit, well, trade him quick then. Get that ass up out of there.
I've never seen a player arguably be a Finals MVP and never contribute to winning. And this is what I mean. Some of you bum-ass fans don't deserve nothing. Y'all been abused for so long, you can't even think properly. Niggas dangle a first pick in front of you, you just think, take it, take the first pick, take it. You sound like the fucking Hawks with Ricochet, you idiot. What are you talking about? Use your mind, dummy. What are you talking about? There are 4 generational players in the top 4. Why would you, as a Wizards fan, knowing how you have been bent over and railed by the system, why would you just say, the first pick we get since John Wall, take it? What's the worst that can happen? You end up with John Wall again. Think about your future. Think. Get the most out of this.
Respect John Wall.
Yeah, well, John Wall's sensational.
Respect John Wall.
Okay? Oh, Jesus Christ.
He helped turn that franchise around.
You're right. I'm not saying it like John Wall was bad. I'm just saying, did he, let me stop. I'm gonna start hating.
They were contenders in the John Wall era.
Everybody's not going to win a championship, Damo. He did.
I know that. That's fine. That's fine.
He did what you're supposed to do in Washington.
Absolutely fine. He became a franchise player. He became a franchise player. That's fine. I don't want Caleb. Honestly, I would much rather have Cam Boozer next to Sarr than Caleb Wilson. I'm dead serious. I'm big on Cam Boozer. Me personally, I think Cam Boozer should go number one. That's just me. It doesn't matter because the gap is not far between any of the four players. That's why I have this take. I don't believe it's a huge gap. For whatever reason, y'all see AJ as this T-Mac prospect. Cool. He got to show it to me. I don't see that.
All right, the next super chat is from Radell PPB. Said, we need the Knicks to save the NBA by beating whoever comes out the West. They are the only hope. Real talk, have you returned to the right side of history and believe the Knicks can do it?
Can the Knicks beat OKC? Possibly. I'll give them like in that series 25 to 30% chance. I'm still heavily favoring OKC.
Judgment Day is coming, brother. Hope you're on the right side.
I'm hoping that for you. I really am. I really am.
Zulu 1256 said Tyrese, Bradley Beal, Maxey.
Whole time, he's just Philly Kimba. Crazy.
Damn.
Everybody's Kimba, bro.
Everybody's Kimba or Dame. Listen, man, unless you Curry, you're Kimba or Dame until proven otherwise.
Shout out Philly Kimba. Eastside General became a YouTube member. Shout out to Eastside General as well. We got another member that joined up. Here we go. Midori 007. Shout out to Midori. Shout out to Eastside General. And shout out to Christognis. Christognis said that head elbow was as brutal as the Dubois fight against Wardley. This is UFC. That fight was brutal and should have been stopped early. Oh no, that was it's UFC.
I don't know who we talking about between Dubois. I don't know what fight that is. I think this is boxing. I don't know. I
don't know either.
If it is UFC, hey, pull my card. I don't know.
Oh, they saying boxing. They saying boxing.
Christognis also sent through another $10 and said the ref's blown whistle and Wemby elbowed him. If this was Draymond Green, we would have been calling for execution. Draymond paid the price on the nut shot to LeBron in 2016 that cost him the championship.
Man, oh man, I didn't realize Wemby getting ejected would bring out so much xenophobia from the community.
Brother.
Jesus Christ. Man, kick him out the game and move on, man. Like all this talk about, it should be more games. If it was Draymond, oh my God, just say you xenophobic, dog. Man, look at how they've been playing him this series. I'm surprised he ain't elbowed somebody sooner. I'm glad he elbowed him. He should have kicked him while he was down. The way they've been tossing him around all damn series, hell.
Pimp named Slickback said Dylan Harper is amazing. So glad he ended up on the Spurs, the team that desperately needed the talent. The Spurs do such a great job scouting too. It was a tough choice finding a talent like that at 2.
Yo, I hate when y'all do this. I hate when y'all do this because y'all acting like they could not have picked wrong. Y'all are underselling the value of being good front offices and knowing what players to put around other players. They could have easily said, well, we got De'Aaron and we took Castle last year. Let's get Ace Bailey. And we would have been looking at this draft. We would have looked at this pick totally different. So please don't sarcastically give them credit.
Doesn't that sound like what you're doing with the Wizards?
No.
Grab AJ because we already have.
What are you talking about?
Right.
What are you talking about?
The Wizards shouldn't draft AJ because it's more about fit in that. You know what I'm saying?
And why? Because of the what? Because of the what?
Because of the players that are on the roster.
And the players that are on the roster and the talent gap between the players that are available to be selected. I don't believe the talent gap is wide. There are 4 generational players. Well, 4
I'm saying, was
franchise
the
players.
talent gap to believe to be
Yes,
how
I
great
believe
between
I'm
Dylan
just
Harper
talking
and
me.
Ace
I'm just
Bailey
talking
coming out of the
me.
draft, not
Me
now.
again.
coming out
I'm
of the
talking
draft.
about me. I did believe there was a huge talent discrepancy between those two. Yes,
Okay.
Well, apply on Indeed for one of them GM positions, my boy.
I
Get in that
promise you. I've been
office.
looking. I've been looking.
Get in that office, baby.
Lefty Gear 4th said, remember when Embiid had always been better than Jokic? Because of one round this postseason. Motherfucker is a 10-time MVP with 8 rings in hypotheticals. Yet we saw once again him absolutely suck in a second round series. Damn.
Well, at least he got to the second round. Am I right?
To be fair, I think Embiid is far removed from them Jokic Embiid conversations. I think that was quite some time ago.
We was just having a good time a couple weeks ago. Hey, funny how things change quick.
I think it's time to bring.
I mean,
Jokic
all
down from
time,
these
Jokic is
combos.
definitely going to have like a significant gap on Joel Embiid when it comes to all time rankings. But like, we watched them play at the same time, and it wasn't when Joel Embiid was healthy. It wasn't that big of a gap, if any at all. To be honest with you. Also, this is the same platform that like bigs up Brandon Roy a lot, bigs up Tracy McGrady a lot, bigs up
Dame.
Yeah, like there are a lot of losers that this.
Hey, say it again.
Bigs up. I'm not saying
Bigs up
losers. I'm
Westbrook.
saying like
Bigs up Westbrook.
yeah.
Let's not
bigs
forget
up
that.
Westbrook. You know
As
what
we
I'm saying?
should.
It's like,
Hey, Russell have 2 or 3 rings. If it wasn't for that skinny nigga running up north.
He would have 2 or 3 rings if he knew his place.
Brandon Roy is a loser.
Yeah, no, and thank you, Jay, because that's what I want.
No,
to say. Like,
I'm saying loser as in not
cold-ass
having
real
major.
hoopers.
I'm not saying loser. I'm saying not having much playoff success.
And his
So
217
what?
games played over his 8 years.
So
like a
what?
loser to me.
Okay, don't give a fuck playoff success.
I don't
These niggas are
characterize
hoopers.
Joel Embiid as a
Real
loser.
hoopers.
So is Joel Embiid.
We should big up hoopers. Tracy McGrady's one of the best basketball players you've ever seen play basketball. Hell
And
yeah, we
so
gonna big him up.
Wait. So earlier, I was told everyone's objective and goal is to make the finals and win a championship. Now, when they're unable to do that, we can remove context and be like, "Oh, well,
Yes,
he was a
the
hooper."
franchise, Damo, right? If you were listening, right, the franchise's objective is to win a championship. Individual player success, though, should not be judged.
It
on whether or not
varies.
you
I'm
win a
not saying it
championship.
varies on what they consider important to them. You're right. Some people just care about their money, care about their bag.
Well, some people just
That's
aren't
cool.
physically able to compete, i.e., Joel Embiid, i.e., Brandon Roy, to that level, right? Like Joel Embiid gave his all, and we just saw him give his all. I'm sure if he could give more in the next years, he would have. He's just physically unable to do so. Right?
Joel Embiid's been physically unable to do so since he was a rookie. He's always been hurt, injured, and killing his body. But you know what he hasn't done? He didn't quit.
What the fuck are you alluding to? Word. What the fuck?
Are you
Quit.
talking about Brandon Roy?
Hey man, I'm not talking about nobody.
Syracuse?
I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just saying
We just go
I
move.
watch-
We are just
Brandon
going
Roy
I
to
watched
move
Joel
that.
Embiid
His
for 10
knees were like
years.
this.
I
quit,
watched Joel
Jay.
Embiid for 10
Jay,
years.
We just gonna move
fighting
on
for his
before I have
life
to end the
play
stream.
basketball.
We just
Do you know
Yeah,
how damn near impossible it is to move when your knees are like this?
Like,
Yeah, I
literally
watch Joel
falling on
Embiid do it
top
all
of
the time.
bone.
Yeah, I watch him fall because
not the
after
same thing.
layups because his knees is doing that. Yes, I've seen it. I've watched
Not at all the same thing.
Not the same
Buttered
thing at all,
Biscuits
bro.
sent through $10 and said,
God.
"It's all good." Adam said, "No fine, no suspension, y'all. Ball up top. Randall, Julius Randall, if you want to earn your worth, go at Buddy's knees and take him out."
Oh my God.
You know what?
They want
Some
to
of
put
y'all
up-
fans. Some of y'all fans, y'all really like. Y'all really carry yourselves like the NBA was just promised to you thousands of years ago or something. It's so weird. Like, man, y'all seem so privileged and entitled. Like it was just promised to you. I don't know. It's so weird.
RP David Stern, he wouldn't let that shit slide though.
You wouldn't let that slide at all.
He'd have been out of here.
Never.
He'd have been out of here.
Never. Adam Silver has no balls.
Ray B sent through $10 and said, "Is it forced Wemby love or forced hate? There's a lot of reaching on both sides."
I mean, It depends on who you ask. I don't think my love for Wemby is forced. I genuinely am amazed every time that man graces a basketball court at the things he's able to do on both ends of the basketball court. So I don't think it's forced love. If you love the game of basketball, how can you not love the way he plays basketball? Because he does it the right way. I can understand how you hate him. Xenophobia.
Speaking of Wemby haters, Ginger BM sent through $9.99 and said, Chet been better than Wemby this playoffs. By the way, really want the Spurs to win this series so Chet can outplay that big-ass baguette?
Ginger's been out of
It's
style
not
since.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, Gingers have been out of style since like season 8 of South Park, twin. Not gonna lie, no one cares.
I beg to differ. I beg to fucking differ. My bad.
Yo,
mind my business. Them green-eyed gingers are nuts, Damo.
Oh, I bet they are. I bet they are, buddy.
My bad. Go ahead. Wait, no. Back to that super chat though. I want to see that matchup. I mean,
everyone does.
We probably will. Like, we probably will see that matchup. It's going to be either OKC and Timberwolves or OKC and Spurs anyway. Like one of those matchups. So I really do want to see that matchup for sure. And Chet has been holding it down these playoffs. Absolutely. I don't think that was a crazy statement to make. Like most people are going to
Coming
say
from another Wemby hater.
Well, no, I think Wemby's a better overall basketball player than Chet. I don't think we have to dig too deep into it, right? But I think Chet can hold his own. I've been saying that. I think Chet can hold his own.
Two
for
Wemby haters, right here.
What's y'all views on ice?
Please don't fall. What?
I just asked what's y'all views on ice.
But come on, bro. Like,
I just asked what is y'all views on ice?
Great question.
Don't entertain those
If
games.
it's fuck ice, it's fuck ice. If it's fuck ice, just say fuck ice. That's all it is.
I like
I
like ice and to chill my beverages.
There you go.
You got.
Well, you looking at a cold-blooded. I'm talking about a real Texas Republican right there, boy. He ain't playing. He got a cowboy. That's a cowboy Republican right there.
That is not true. That is a lie.
Brother, real talk. Is that true?
Get on record.
Wait, so real talk. Are you bumping Iceman when it come out?
Oh, absolutely. I will.
I bet you are.
I'm gonna be live streaming, listening to that.
Okay, all right.
Real talk.
But on some hoop shit though, like for real, I think Chet can hold his own, but I mean he's gonna have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like forget what we think, forget what we say. He's gonna have to do it. You know what I mean? So I want to see that. And I didn't. It's not that I had to the chat. Let's just make it clear. It's not that I had Portland beating the Spurs. I had Portland giving them a much better series. You know what I'm saying? I thought they could muck it up and get more physical with them. I definitely thought that. I'm not. Yeah, why would I? There's nothing wrong with thinking that. It's basketball, man. Y'all should have been playing basketball more. y'all should have just played more sports growing up, and you understand how sports work. Not just basketball, football, baseball, soccer, lacrosse. Ultimate frisbee, capture the flag. You should have been outside doing something to understand what it's like to be a competitor and you know why you have to be optimistic about sports. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm just glad Wemby and Chet bringing that real hate back.
Fuck no.
Oh.
Fuck no. Let's get going.
Pimp named Slickback said, I wasn't even gonna ask you that. I was just gonna ask you to spin the bottle of sport.
What that one? 7 minutes to heaven?
How I go get it?
Oh Lord. I'm just saying.
We see who's outside for real.
I seen this video. I seen this video about like something like elementary school kids did some crazy shit, and I was just like, bruh, me and my boys, we would have been, oh my god, in third grade, second grade, fourth grade, we would have been under the jail. You can't do that shit we did in the 90s today. Woo.
What a time to be alive.
Shout out to all the
you know how many fouls there would have been out on us?
I had one talk with my dad about what he used to get into in high school. I was like, yeah, never say that again. Never say that to me again.
Hey, that middle school truth or dare hit different, boy. Boy, oh boy.
Hey, shout out to
I
all
double
the
dog dare
lock-ins.
you.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I'm
all
just-
the
I'm
church
just-
lock-ins.
I'm just the skating rink lock-ins. But look,
Hey,
all
man.
I'm saying is, hey, thank God we didn't have email lists and social medias and text messages, and the internet just wasn't what it was. Because boy, I tell you, this shit that be going on today, I'll be like, that's not. Oh, it is. Okay, all right. I didn't know.
Oh, I'm about to say, you just don't know what really be going on. I can't even say. Let me shut up.
All right, Pip named Slickback sent through $10 and said, Swiper, as a fellow ABA brethren, give me some advice on Darius Acuff and talk Nets fans off the ledge because we are tired, man. 2021 summer to now has been injuries, Kyrie, don't forget Harden, Kyrie, Harden, KD drama, etc. Who should we take at 6?
Take a chance. Just pick anybody. They need anything at this point.
Trade down to the low 20s, get as many assets as possible, and draft Bob Miller. That's what you should do if you're a Nets fan.
No wrong move. Nets is nothing. You can't get worse than where you are right now. So go for it.
You're muted, Ron.
Another super chat from Pimp named Slickback, $10. Pimp said, since 2011, 27 teams have never picked top 5 in the NBA draft. Only 3 haven't. Pacers, Nets, Nuggets, all former ABA teams. It's a coincidence at this point. Satanist Adolf Silverstein did this?
Jesus.
Did he say tennis?
Just no.
Oh my, oh my, that was quite the super chat. Let's see. Looking for something yellow, red. Okay.
Goon King Forever said, I love how the Knickerbockers, who we packed up by an average of 20 points a game 3 times this year, are already booking their tickets to the finals. That's why y'all deserve all the pain. Y'all yap too much.
Yes, the regular season is cool, and it always translates into the postseason. So you should take that confidence with you. Absolutely. Go for it, buddy.
I mean, they should be confident. They did smack y'all around. Like, I don't blame them for being confident. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that the games will be tightly contested. Knicks are just playing at a higher level right now.
Like levels above what Detroit is doing right now. But whatever, right? If you want to go based off of the 5 games of the regular season, sure, go for it.
Now, I mean, Cade, y'all might get Cade, though. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, third best guard in the NBA does shit like that.
J Gaming 25 said, we talk about these bum-ass Knicks and bum-ass teams. It's the Wizards' time now. We've been in the shadow realm for too long. Let's go.
Saying bum ass teams and then following up with Wizards time is like just an oxymoron. I think that was a pretty good super chat.
This could be the draft to change things, man. And they got they got assets. Like, if you know, to Damo's point, if somebody there's teams out there that want Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? You can get something back, and they can really build something over there.
AD is all but gone if I'm running that franchise. Trae Young about to be on his way out too. Like, I'm with you, real
I would be a
talk.
little slower.
We getting that number 1 pick? Come on.
I'd be a little slower coming off of Trae Young though. I think Trae Young would probably, for me, he'd probably stick around for maybe another 2 seasons.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be a little slower.
I'm of the minority that thinks you can win with Trae Young. I do believe that, but you know, I know not everybody's as high on Trae Young as I am, but I think you win with Trae Young. It's just me.
I mean, you have to, the way he used to do your franchise in playoffs. So I get it.
Wow.
I get it.
Hey, that's a fact though.
I
don't know what it is about the Knicks, but Trae used to get in that Madison Square and act a fool.
Where is he now?
Speaking of the Knicks, Goon King Forever sent through $10 and said, why do y'all keep letting this cornball Knicks fan yap about how he gonna run through Detroit? You beat up on 2 bum-ass squads. What was it when we faced up, Jay? Knicks fans, the dumbest in the NBA by far. Damn.
Shit.
Yes, when we matched up in the regular season, you guys had a
Your
great
ass had
regular
me.
season record against us. Yes. We'll see.
I also want to say I agree with Damo that I think they should draft Carl. I think they should also draft Cam Boozer, but I know that they're not. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cam Boozer is the proper pick too. But go ahead.
You never know.
J Gaming 25 said, "Yeah, see, Damo, we ain't trying to hear all of that hating shit today. Talk nice."
Holla at us, man.
Goon King Forever sent through $10 and said 31 points, 38 points, 16 points. We put the pain on them this year. BTA. I don't care how much tricks on it Ox be doing for y'all.
Oh damn!
That corny squad with that bobblehead will struggle as braids and the sassy
bobblehead
Dominican.
with struggle braids.
And the sassy
what it is.
Dominican.
Isn't it funny how, right, we're bringing up the point differential in the regular season, but didn't you guys just go 7 with the Orlando Magic team who absolutely fucking stunk it up the most of the season? Right, and are now struggling with Cleveland also. So how are we going against us who had we beat 2 bum squads, but you guys just struggled to go 7 with Orlando. Orlando could have clearly kicked you guys out in 5. But now all of a sudden you guys are gonna beat the best team in the playoffs. Sure.
They're gonna act like Franz calf falling off his bone ain't the reason they're here right now.
Right, like
Whatever.
you guys almost got bounced out the first round and had to answer some serious questions about yourselves as a fake number 1 seed. But go on. I'm happy you guys are where you are right now.
All right, Tika DeCoon said, Damo, Lakers fans only got 1 fake bubble ring since 2010. Y'all repping all these rings from years ago. Knicks new era now. We winning this year and probably next year as well. Orange and blue dynasty.
I don't agree about that take with the bubble ring, but
Oh,
yeah, I feel
man.
you.
Do you think he really
Knicks
meant everything he
fans
said
trying to get at
in
the
that super chat?
Lakers. Nah.
Jay, you agree with that super chat except for the Laker part? Y'all winning this year and next year?
I said that a week ago. Back to back.
Oh,
We win this year, we win next year.
So this is serious. Like all this New York fandom, this is
This
real.
is dead ass serious. This is basketball logic supported by my fandom
doubt.
supported by basketball logic.
No doubt, man. I'm
So if
wearing that
Detroit
hat.
does beat y'all, like
Yes, and if I win the lotto, real talk, I'll give you a couple dollars. You know, hypothetically, if these things happen, sure, other things will also happen.
fair enough.
All right. Pimp named Slickback sent through $10 and said, okay, Damo. So let's say that the Spurs in 2023 picked 6th, and then last year picked 10th. How good are they? Let's say the Pistons picked 5th in 2021. How good are they? Wolves picked 4th in 2020. How good are they?
23, that was Stephon Castle? No, 24 was Stephon Castle.
That's Wemby, right?
Right. 23 was Wemby, 24 was Stephon Castle.
Well, obviously, if you take away the generational players, they wouldn't be. But that's disingenuous, right? Like, look at a team like the Pacers, who have never really had a top 5 pick, but have maintained being competitive in basketball for the last, 12 years. Right? Like, you got to look at friends. Right, but that's a success for a franchise like that hasn't had a top pick in X amount of years. It still managed to be competitive and make it to the finals.
You see, you know what? Texas, Dallas area, y'all could really take some notes from Indianapolis right now. I mean, handle this with grace. Be graceful. Don't be threatening the life of your general manager. Got him hiding in his house and all that type of shit. Man, the fella made a mistake. Shout out to Indiana for being graceful and just carrying on.
All right, Juke Giles sent through $9.99 and said, I joined late, just heard about the Kings ruining players conversation. What I'm hearing is trade Keegan Murray to the Thunder for their second first-round pick and a second?
That's not laughable for the Kings, Ox.
How you like that, Ox?
I'm cool off that, man.
All right.
Wait, their second first-round pick, what number is that? What is that? Because they got the 12, right? No, I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
I thought about it.
I'm cool. I just wanted to get all the information, you know.
Yeah.
All right, Buttered Biscuit sent through $10 and said, why would anyone listen to Real Talk or Damo about dealing with bad teams? Jay stuck through the bad times and made it. It's easy to root for 15 different teams. Real fans stick with one. Real Talk.
I saw Jared Jack play real minutes at 35 years old.
Shout out Jared Jack.
I mean, I have 2 teams. So it's not really that difficult. It's Lakers, Rockets, and then I have favorite players in the league. I don't understand.
Now that it's over, though, Real Talk, like, was that first round for real? Like, was it kind of rough on you? Or nah? Like, it wasn't no big deal? Or what?
Nah. I'm definitely Laker number 1. So like, I don't really get that misconstrued. I hope anybody else doesn't get that misconstrued either. The Lakers are number 1, right? The Rockets are number 2. I'm from Houston. So I just, that's kind of goes with it. But I am a Laker fan. So the Lakers winning, I had no problem with it at all.
All right, Optimal Focus sent through $10 and said, Real Talk is cooking. Steph number 7, Clay number 11, Draymond pick number 35. All changed a franchise. None were in the top 5. He spoke facts. You need to grab the right pieces to fit your franchise. It's on the GM.
Mm-hmm. And they traded tremendously, right? Like they got off Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut. They went and got David Lee, even though it didn't work out the way they wanted it to. They traded awesome. They went and signed Andre Iguodala. They really hindered that franchise well. Warriors don't get enough credit for that.
That's true, but it's also, like I was saying, it's not all on the franchise. Like, a lot of it's on the player. Most of it is on the player. If you're a top 15 pick, you have no excuse to suck. Like, be good, bro. Get better. Like,
so you think if Steph goes to the Knicks that he has the same success that he had in Golden State?
I think Steph is going to be a great basketball player regardless. He might not have the same success as far as championships, but he's still going to be a great basketball player. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If you're good, you're good. If you're great, you're great. Now, if you're outside partying because you came across some money that you've never had, like Steph, let me not even say. This has nothing to do with Steph Curry, but it's just like if you're a type of person that you're just not disciplined, you got a couple dollars in your account. Now you out at the club till 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? You was partying all that whole summer instead of getting ready to play basketball. You hanging out with your boys. You chasing broads. You all on Instagram hitting, flying chicks out. You're not in the gym 5 hours a day. Man, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sorry, not the franchise. You a millionaire, you in the hood because you want to flex and do it. Like, you're the dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the franchise. Yes, Duke, like Tyreek Evans. Yes.
Damn. That's how you was feeling?
I know. I know. Yes, like Tyreek. I know what Tyreek was doing in Sacramento.
All right, J Gaming 25 sent through $9.99 and said, yeah, Damo, you sound crazy. I got to get on the panel at some point because I got to score, bro. He got a 2K mindset. Laughing my ass off.
Damn,
well,
don't go out like that.
J Gaming,
Funny
if you do
that how
want to come on
his
the panel,
name includes gaming. Then he like shit on the game. That's crazy.
J Gaming, if you do want to come on the panel, you have 2 ways that you could do that. First, if you become a Hall of Famer, we have this thing called Hall of Fame Fridays, where Hall of Famers can, if you're a Hall of Fame member, you can join the panel and you can talk whatever talking points you want. You could debate whoever you want, or you could just come up here and kick it with us and join the conversation. Or you can become an all-star, and when you become an all-star, you can join the stage on the members only stream. So join up as a member and be an all-star Hall of Famer, and maybe one day we'll catch you on the panel. All right, we got a couple more super chats, and then we're going to have to get up out of here, y'all. Goon King Forever said, it ain't about no damn confidence. It's humility. Knicks fans don't know how to act. I've been to a title parade in 2004. Have you been, Jay? You don't know what the finals is like. Were you born last time?
I was 4. Yeah. You won't go to one in 2026 though. That's what the important part is, right?
You weren't for 1973.
He said he went in 2004.
No, in 99.
Right. He said because they won the chip.
That's what he
in,
just
in
said.
04. They
Oh,
won.
Jay-
He's a Detroit
Jay-
Piston fan. They won in 04.
Oh. So
The
no, I
last
wasn't
time y'all
born-
won was 73.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, but last time
no.
they went to the finals was 99. But what you was born in
99.
01, right?
I was born in 2000.
2000. Oh yeah, you barely missed.
Oh,
it.
you
It's
still
close,
wasn't
it's
born.
close.
Though.
Yeah,
Even
it's
last
close,
time
bro.
y'all bum
Real
ass.
talk, we like the same age, bro. What are you talking?
You had the nerve to come up here.
We
and holler
weren't
about the
born, real
Lakers
talk.
all day. I know, but
weren't
I'm
born.
saying like that was crazy. You could have left the Lakers out of that when you and Damo was having that back and forth. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
Damo's
I've been trying
team. I had
root
to
for
go
y'all
for
and
it.
whatnot. But let's ease up talking shit on the Lakers. Nigga.
Nah, so
y'all ain't got
Lakers,
shit.
bro.
Y'all ain't got shit on the Lakers. Respectfully, we
This year we
shitting on
do.
y'all.
Yeah, this
We
year we do.
shitting on y'all. Come on now.
Damn.
Who's your best? Who's your franchise best player?
In a 7-game series, who will win right now?
Who's y'all's the last time we played? Who won?
In a 7-game series, who will win
The
right
last
now?
time we played, who won?
In a 7-game series, who will win right now?
I'll answer your question when you answer mine. The last time we played, who won?
You guys won?
Okay, so I'm taking the Lakers. Especially if we got
Yes, because you beat me one of 2
Yeah, right,
games
yeah.
that we played a year.
especially if we have this guy right here.
Oh my
Come on now.
Everybody fully healthy though. I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Come on, bro.
Like to see that sweet box?
series.
No problem.
Whatever it would be, regardless. I don't care who wins or loses. You know what I'm saying? I would just like to see it.
Me too. Just to shut real talk up and Damo. I'd love to see it.
OG can't guard everybody on the Lakers. Can't do that.
Mikhail can help out too, though.
Fuck, he can.
Nah,
He only needs to
same
guard the
time.
one guy.
All right, y'all. The last super chat we gonna read is from Julius Irvin. Julius said, "What we did versus the Magic has no bearings on a matchup versus the Knicks. Talk about what we did versus y'all. Plus 83 in 3 games. Was it?" By the way, you act like the Magic wasn't picked to make a deep playoff run when the season started. LOL.
Okay, and they weren't picked to make a deep run when the season ended. Right? We were up here talking about how bad the Magic were and how we didn't even expect them to beat Charlotte. So, right,
I don't know why y'all thought that, but
because the Magic fucking suck, Ox. We're not gonna go through
No, they
the
don't.
Magic.
No,
are
Charlotte
bad.
was
They
hooping.
don't.
The Charlotte was
and Charlotte was
hooping.
playing out of their fucking mind.
no. I just want y'all to. I want to be very clear about this. They didn't suck. They were hurt. That wasn't their team. Like the team that we just like Houston. That's why I hate that I got so much like hate and pushback on my Houston take. It's not that I didn't think Houston was good. It's that Fred VanVleet was hurt. I think if Fred VanVleet's healthy, I think you get a much better Houston team. So that I want to be clear about that. Now, hoop is hoop. If you're not there, you're not there, whatever, right? But I want to be clear that the Orlando Magic that we got for the majority of the season is not the Orlando Magic that we were expecting. You know, no Franz
Because
changes
Franz-
a lot.
They were 6
Yes.
12 when Franz played. When Franz, Paolo, and Desmond Bain all
I heard
played.
you say that the first time, and I don't understand. What's
Because
what's
what is the larger sample size of Franz, Paolo, and Desmond Bain look like for them? Is that game
They
changing?
look. They
Are
look
they now
like the
fifth
team that's
seed?
still in the. They look like the team that would still be in the playoffs. The team that you guys will be getting ready to play. That's what they look like.
If they could beat the Cavs, right?
That's
if they would
true.
be 2-2 with the Cavs.
Beat the shit out the Cavs.
All right.
The Cavs only here because they got to play the Raptors.
The Raptors played a hell of a fucking series. Don't be disrespectful.
This is the NBA, man. Everybody can play a hell of a series. This is the NBA. Like, yeah,
Well,
they're good.
Not everybody. We just seen Philly get swept.
Them niggas suck. I don't know what y'all was talking about. All that Paul George shit.
Lakers don't suck. They about to get swept too.
Fucking Paul George.
Good
I
team.
mean,
George?
our best player hasn't played, so you know.
Paul George.
Paul George's name is banned up here. Like the minute the season ends, don't mention Paul George or I'm kicking you off the show.
He had good stretches in the series, though. He had good stretches in the series. And when they
Yo,
allowed
Paul
him to be
George. Better
Hey,
than
he
OG
did-
Anunoby.
He
The
did
chat
get
got
more blame
mad
than
at
Joel
me.
Embiid. Paul George played terrible.
when they
He was
allowed
gonna
him
come
to
out and
just
score
go off the
15
3
points in the
D
first quarter
in
and not
transition,
score it.
He played good. He played well. When they allowed him just to be a 3-and-D ultimate, like the premier 3-and-D guy, he played well in stretches of the game.
Yo,
Yeah, actually more.
Damo, real talk, halfway Mars, and 60% of the chat, and Ron were really getting at me about Paul George versus OG Anunoby.
All right, y'all. I want to
He
shout out
played
2
well
more
this
members.
series. Why are we acting like
Paul George,
Shout out J Gaming 25. J Gaming 25.
and Joel Embiid underperformed?
2026 Paul George.
Shout out J Gaming 25. He joined up as a YouTube member. Shout out JDCP1LC became a YouTube member, y'all. I'm about to go drink some tequila because this is some bullshit. Oh,
Holy
hey.
shit.
Hey,
I
I'm
think Paul
glad you-
George has a tequila brand, actually. Go to Total Wine and get some of that.
I'm glad you
Support
two are
Paul
up here.
George's tequila.
Y'all know,
That's
y'all
gonna
know
make
what
you
net
weak
30
as shit.
means? You know what net 30 is?
That means I'm finna get my money in 30 minutes. That's what that
Yep,
means.
yep. Net 30 minutes.
30
Well, see, hey,
Net
that
30.
money will be there in 30 minutes. Join up as a
Paul
member. We'll see you guys
George.
in our members only stream on Thursday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Net 30 and then 7 to 10 business days, Jay, real talk. You guys will have your money. And if you do want some money quicker than that, download Splash Sports and use code CHOICE. We out. Same time tomorrow.